in the NBA has arrived. And Chill, I know you can't wait to talk about this. I can't wait to talk about this. Ox, you being a big man, I know you can't wait to talk about this. And Mars, you spending some time at the power forward. I know you can't wait to talk about this as well. We got guys like Jalen Duren. We got guys like Khalil Ware. We got guys like Chet Holmgren. And it's a bunch of other guys. And the new generation is here, y'all. It's different, but it's exciting. What's our thoughts on this, y'all?
So the big man has already evolved because, you know, as much as I talk about the big man up here, y'all know that I would love to see Shaq. I would love to see David Robinson and Ewing and Jabbar. I'd love to see those guys come back, but they're not. Those guys are gone, and I accept that fact that they're gone. But we've evolved with guys like Joker, with guys like Giannis, guys like Cat. You got stretch bigs that play beyond the three-point line, right? Guys like Joel Embiid, but they still do big man things. And now we're moving into an era of big men like this kid in Miami who you know I love, where I wasn't really sure if he fits in with what they were doing because as fast as they were playing, I wasn't sure if it was going to work with them. Turns out he actually enhances their offense with his ability to rebound and rim protect and then get the ball out. He actually enhances what they're doing offensively. So with him and then with Jalen Duren, who also is a glass cleaner, his ability to handle the ball that I didn't even know that he had that going on with him. So you know how I feel about the kid down in down in Charlotte, Kalkbrenner. So I'm actually loving where we are with the big man and the advancement of the big man today. So I think it's a great time to be a big man in the league. Great time.
I think it's awkward that neither one of you have mentioned Victor Wembanyama though.
I did not mention Vic, and the reason why I didn't mention Vic is because Vic is more of an alien type of player than like these guys are actually big men. Like Vic is something that's different. Like Vic is over there. Okay. Like I apologize that I forgot you, Vic, but you know, being an alien, you know, being from another world, that's kind of what happens. But you know, yes.
Yeah, and I mean also too, guys, we're starting to see a lot more like double big lineups again, things like that. So I think it's pretty cool to see big men back in the NBA. I think it's pretty cool. Even no matter how they play the game, if they're stretching out the defense, shooting threes, taking their defenders off the dribble, all types of stuff. You know, it's good to see them have the skill set and ability to do other things. I think it's pretty awesome, honestly.
Now wait a minute, Ox. I don't want to see the big man just living behind the 3-point line. You are a big guy. Do big man things. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind you showcasing your skill set, but I don't want you standing 22 feet away from the basket on the regular, just throwing the ball between your legs. Like you do big man things. I do want to see that.
Yeah, definitely. But I do think it's I think it's good to have the ability. Like I don't want you necessarily to be a big that's just running the floor and stopping at the 3-point line and, you know, looking to chuck up threes. But if you're in a set where you're on the 3-point line and nobody's coming out to close out on you, you need to shoot the ball. You know what I mean? If you got the ball and say you're getting harassed, the guy's all over you, you should. I want you to be able to have the ability to rip through and go to the basket, dunk on somebody, or kick it to an open shooter. You know, like I say a lot, I want everybody on the floor to have the ability to be comfortable 94 feet. You know, that doesn't mean you have to be a guard, but you should be able to be comfortable with the basketball on the wing, or if you have to bring it up, if you have to push the break, whatever it may be. You know, I just think it's good to have that skill set.
I could get with that.
Yo, Mars, what's your thoughts on the next generation of bigs, or is there anybody in specific that you really want to highlight right now? You muted, Mars. But it sounded like you mumbled Musa Diabate.
You know, ball. Now, I said you have the obvious names, the Wembys, the Chets, the Mobleys, the Jalen Durens at this point. I think they've been great, but I think there's something to be said about, like, to Chill's point, just doing big man things. Like, if you're a big and you run the floor hard and you box out and you rebound and you set good screens and you roll hard and you have good hands, like you can have a 15-year career. Like that's really all you need to do. Like all this call for versatility and like you need to be able to put the ball on the floor. Like that stuff is great. Like if you can do that, that's the way to become an all-star, to become this next level of talent. But literally play hard, be big, and do big man things, and all of a sudden you're in the league for a decade. Like that's why I like Ryan Kalkbrenner, because I think he does, to Chill's point, he does the things a big is supposed to do. He catches, he finishes, he doesn't do things he's not supposed to do. He rolls, he plays drop coverage, he protects the rim to the best of his ability. And guess what? He's been really good just doing that. And I think that's what I like about players, when players come in and they aren't trying to be something they're not. And I think that was the issue I was having with Kelel Ware early on in the season. It was like he's talented, but he wasn't doing big man things. Like he just wasn't running the floor hard. He wasn't protecting the rim. But then like the last couple weeks, he's been doing big man things alongside the skill set that he has. And that's where you start to see the upside. So I think it all starts with the foundation. You build the foundation as a big of doing big man things. And then if you have a skill set on top of that, that's where you take it to another level. Like a Jalen Duran, who I think is doing big man things, has been doing big man things, particularly offensively for a while now. But now you're seeing what happens when you start to expand that skill set and what you can do when you are extremely talented. So I think the league is in good hands at the big man position, whether that be with the more typical bigs like a Jalen Duran or like the more interesting, versatile, rare bigs like a Chet, like an Evan Mobley. You got a good balance of both. Derek Queen is another big who's in that rare archetype mold. So like you got a good mix, and I think that's what's good about the league currently. You got bigs of all different types finding different ways to be impactful, and I think that's fun.
Does it not seem like it comes in cycles? Like like the big, and then like it's the heavy point guard and wings. It just seems like to me like it just comes.
So like we're moving into the big man era now. Like before it was the point guard era. What you mean, Ox? So like in the 2010s, it was the point guard era of Russ and CP3 and Curry, and before that it was in the 2000s. It was the big man, but it was also like the small forward era too. Is that what you're alluding to?
Yeah, and even when Curry and Harden and Russ were doing their thing, like if you ask me, the league was Bron and KD and even Kawhi. Like I don't know, I'm not sure. It just seems like it comes in waves. It's been a while since the big man been around like this, and even up in Portland, you got Klingon and those guys up there. So
forgot about Klingon and Yang.
Yeah.
And
you just threw him in there, huh?
My bad.
Well, I think what the problem,
what he did last night.
I think the biggest problem, though, Ox, and you being a big man, you can appreciate this, is that the league tricked the big man. And I think I said this to you before, that the league tricked the big man into thinking that in order for me to be able to play, like I got to do what guards do. I got to play away from the basket. I got to shoot the long ball. And yes, you do have to do that. That's because the game is expanded. No doubt about that. We live in a time where, you either adapt or die. So I do have to do that. But that doesn't mean that I got to get away from what makes me effective as a big guy, diving to the rim, being big around the basket, finishing around the basket, rebounding the basketball, protecting the rim. If we're playing pick and dive, diving hard to the rim. If we're playing pick and pop, being able to knock down a 15-foot jump shot, just being effective as a big man. That doesn't mean that you can't do those other things. You 100% can shoot the long ball, because if you can do that, you stretch the defense. That makes your game even more potent, right? I think that makes your game even better for other people if you're able to do that, as opposed to if you just a big and you just run to the block. It's not 1987 anymore, and I recognize that. I 100% recognize that. I don't live in the past like that when it comes to big men. I love the fact that the big man has expanded the way he has.
Penn, what are your thoughts? Talk to us about some of your favorite bigs and just how you feel about the landscape of bigs moving forward.
One of my favorite bigs played 44 minutes last night and whooped the Minnesota Timberwolves. His name's Keegan Murray. He's pretty good. He's a pretty damn good basketball player. Takes a lot of jump shots, though, right? Not a typical big. Still grabbed 14 rebounds. Not a typical big. Played across some.
Are we trolling? Is that what we're doing? We trolling right now?
Wasn't even
I'm
calling
not,
him a
I'm
big
not
guy, I don't
trolling.
know,
I
yeah.
think
Because I would
dribble-
love because we actually having a conversation
Put
about
Wayne.
big guys. That's what we're doing. We having a
Yeah,
conversation
I
about big
I would
guys. Are we
just call
trolling
him a
right now?
Wayne, so you know.
Yeah. Is that what we
I
doing?
mean, Keegan started at the 4. We're not considering the 4 a big man
Russell
position
Westbrook
anymore.
started the game at the 4.
DeMar
I mean, we
DeRozan
was-
started
we-
games
DeMar
at the
DeRozan
4.
is listed
Yeah.
as a 4.
Yeah, so
Mhm.
I mean,
What we doing,
Hey,
Penn?
Keegan play whatever he want to play.
Hey man, all I know is
Savior
the
of
Kings.
kings.
The Kings are 2-0 over the last 2 games. They beat some
Ox
pretty.
told-
They beat
Ox
2
told me a
playoff
couple
teams.
of
They
days
beat. They
ago,
beat 2 contenders.
Keegan
Okay.
Murray's coming back. Ox told me a couple of days ago, keep chill. When we get Keegan Murray back, it's gonna be different. Oh shit.
Look, man.
Yeah, well,
I think-
Keegan doesn't turn this into a playoff team.
There-
but
there's
he makes us look like a real basketball team.
Yeah, he does. And shout out to Malik Monk coming off the bench too. He's great.
Mhm.
Look, all I'm saying is, I don't care about the archetype. I care what you are and how good you are at what you are. I'm not gonna go against Lauri Markkanen averaging 28 points per game. Chill, one of your favorite players. He takes a lot of jump shots.
He
He's
doesn't
pretty
rebound nearly
finesse.
as much as I'd like for him to do.
But he doesn't need to. First of all, let me put it this way. Long shot, long rebound, right?
Yep.
How many teams out there are getting their rebounds like 18 feet away from the basket? Whereas before, when guys drove more and the game was played inside the arc, it mattered that you had 2 7-footers underneath the basket. Because Horace Grant and Bill Cartwright going to grab all the rebounds. You know what I mean? Dennis Rodman going to grab all the rebounds. But now it matters that you're mobile. Some of the best rebounders like Josh Hart, they are perimeter players. So I think with the shot distribution changing, what you need from your big changes as well. And I
Can I
do
use
think
this-
that it matters that past success will dictate future success, or at least future archetype. You look at the players who are winning championships. Brook Lopez won a championship. Nikola Jokic won a championship. Kristaps Porzingis won a championship.
Al Horford,
Miles Turner last year was 1 game away from winning a championship.
sure.
Al Horford won a championship. Draymond Green. These are not typical bigs. These are not typical bigs at all. Marc Gasol won a championship. he stands his butt, 30 feet from the basket, launching threes that no one's contesting. Serge Ibaka won a championship. What I'm saying is it helps, because if the game is oriented towards the wings and the guards, it helps. Chet just won a championship. My God, what is the archetype showing you? That Ryan Cockbrenner is the future? I love Ryan Cockbrenner. He's great at what he does. At some point, he will probably need to be able to hit a mid-range jump shot. That's all I'm saying.
And he will.
Sure.
I think
He's
he
a
has
good touch.
I think he has that skill set. But when we're also talking about long rebounds, well, we have more mobile big guys. We don't have big guys who just live underneath the basket and that's all they do is just rebound underneath the basket. No, we got big guys who can get long rebounds. Khalil Ware is one of those guys.
Yeah,
who
but
can
rebound
get
is a
long
team
rebounds.
stat. Chill. It's a
It
team
100% is a team stat, but it's a team stat that I contribute to as a big. So if I got a double big lineup of both Jared Allen and Evan Mobley, and I got guys shooting the long ball, we have to be able to get those long rebounds. And when I say those long rebounds, not the rebounds that go all the way to half court, but the ones that in the middle of that right next to the free throw line, or those ones in the mid post, we have to be able to get those rebounds. Well, it's not just guards getting them. Well, I got big men that are now mobile enough to get in the paint and move to get there to get those rebounds, which speed us up, which make us faster as an offensive team, i.e. the Miami Heat. So, I mean, I think that where we are with the big man, I think we're in a really great place. But I also feel like I think it's going to expand even more because we're going to get back to big men doing more big men things. That doesn't mean that we're going to get back to the conventional big. I'm not going to say that, but I think that we're going to get back to the big man doing more big man things.
Fair enough.
I mean, it kind of already it's trending in that way, chill.
Yeah.
And I like Penn, I do agree with you. Like the more you can do, obviously, the better you'll be for the most part. The more versatile you are. If you can hit a jumper, that's that helps the team. If you can put the ball on the floor, that helps you as a player and it helps the team. If you're more mobile, it helps you and it helps the team. But I think like with a lot of these traditional bigs or more traditional like bigs where they're not really shooting, they're just rebounding and, setting screens, rolling and things like that. I think that actually helps simplify some of the other things that's going on. So, you got a lot of on-ball screens. You got a lot of dudes shooting threes. You got, a lot of different movements and stuff like that, newer movements. And it is advanced. But I think when you add that simplicity with my big, just being able to do simple big things, I'm screening, I'm rolling, I'm rebounding, I'm running the floor, I'm boxing out. I think that actually helps some of these teams.
Yeah, I'm just
Andre
saying, like,
Drummond's
if you're
still in the
good-
league, Ron.
but
Andre
he's not-
Drummond is still in the league.
He's shooting threes now.
He is shooting
Andre
threes
Drummond
now,
is still in the league.
I've
So-
seen Andre
he's been
Drummond
shooting
go
threes
like
the last 2 years, Joe. He has
13,
been.
13 and 20 the other night. I was watching.
Yeah,
it with
22 rebounds against the Heat.
He would have went 10 and 22, but he hit a
Yep.
last minute 3 with like 30 seconds to go. Hit a
I think
crazy
my point is,
celebration.
I can't hate on you for being great at your archetype, right? That's all I'm saying. If you're great at what you do, if you're great roll cut big, be a great roll cut big. You could be Derek Lively, absolutely. But if you great like screen and pop big, then be great at that. You know what I mean? But my view is the more of those things you can do, the more you got in your holster, the better you're going to be, right? Because you're going to be able to do different things, and the defense is going to be able to take fewer things away from you. If you're a big that's a jump shooter that can't post up, well, then now your guard cross match and transition is going to be really weird, right? You're probably going to pick up an offensive foul. If you're a big that can't handle the ball, now you got to look for a guard when you catch the ball on the break, even though it makes sense for you to dribble up the court. If you're a big that can't shoot, what?
That's the one right there. I think that we could look past.
We can look past.
Yeah, if you're a big that can't really dribble the ball up the floor, I think that's the one where we could be like, all right, we can still work with that. You know what I'm saying? Like
we could work with it, but it's an advantage if you can, right?
Oh, absolutely.
KG could do it. Chris Webber could do it. You know, a lot of the best bigs in NBA.
Jalen Duren could do it. That's why they had a 13-game win streak.
There you go, Jalen Duren. That's what you think. Y'all think they're
Jalen Duren dribbling the ball is not why they're on a 13-game win streak, Ron.
See, yes, it is.
Please, it's basically the reason. Yeah, it's basically the reason.
I'm sure it doesn't help, but that's.
But he's very skilled.
I'm sure it helps.
I feel like people look at him and they don't realize Jalen Duren is a very skilled basketball player. He is an above average. He is a great screener, great rebounder.
Y'all saw that motherfucker go between his legs and do some heady bullshit one time, and now he's very skilled.
He is very skilled.
But he's been skilled for a minute.
No, I think he is
very
skilled though. I think, but when you see a guy like that though, especially a basketball player, when you see a basketball player that's built like him, that looks like him physically, you don't expect him to be able to have a little bit of touch. You don't expect him to have good feet. You don't expect that. Jalen Duren is absolutely a very skilled big man. Now, mind you, I'm more leaning to Drench side with the we don't really need you, you know, bringing the ball up and doing all the extra dribbling. But it's cool if you can. Like it's cool if you can. No, I'm not gonna tell you, hey, don't dribble the ball, but like that's not, you know. Like, go ahead though, Pin. I'm sorry, because
I mean, like everything that you can do, provided you know when to do it, is an advantage. If you look at Kevin Love, his ability to throw inbound passes like 90 feet, that's an advantage. My ability to throw, like yesterday I was watching the Raptors and the Cavs, and I swear 4 passes went 60 feet and then went right over a player's head. The ability to just throw that pass as a big is such an advantage. And we're seeing it with Jokic, right? So we are increasingly seeing the best bigs in the league, Jokic, Giannis, Embiid, over the last few years, be very skilled. Very skilled. They can all dribble. They can all pass. They can all shoot. And I think that matters. That's it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't screen. I'm not saying you shouldn't be able to block shots. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a rebounder. All those 3 guys are really good rebounders too. I'm saying the more of these things that we can stack on your skill set and the more IQ that we can put into you, like that's what I'm saying. And I don't want people to mischaracterize Jalen Duren as some sort of unskilled brute. He is not unskilled. He is very strong, and people look at him like he's freaking Andre Drummond. He is not Andre Drummond. His basketball IQ is like so much higher than Andre Drummond ever was.
What I don't want to do, Penn, is I don't want to put you in a box. What I mean when I say, okay, you only as a big do this. I don't want to do that. But I also want you to do the things that big men do too at the same time. Right. So I feel like with you being a big guy, if you get the ball off the glass and you can go with it, I mean, that takes a lot of pressure off your point guard. Right. That takes some, especially when I'm dealing, just like me and Ox had this conversation. As a guard, my job is to rebound. And the reason why one of my jobs is to rebound is because Ox might have to deal with Andre Drummond and he might need some help with dealing with Andre Drummond. Well, same logic goes for your point guard, because if Davion Mitchell is hounding Cade Cunningham, I'm going to alleviate some of that stress, because as a ball handler, I'm going to be able to bring the ball up and take some of the pressure off of him. Because if he's getting hounded 94 feet, that's taking away from the shot clock, that's speeding up our offense, which we don't want to get into at certain points. We do want to slow the game down. We do want to speed the game up, but we want to slow the game down. So if I can take pressure off you in that aspect, I think that really helps us. But with that also being said, I don't want to take away from you being a big guy also.
I don't know why we don't do this with other positions, though, right? Like back in your day, point guards were pass first, floor generals, constantly massaging the basketball, holding the basketball a lot. Now point guards will potentially get off the ball very quickly, play off ball, take a ton of shots, take 30 shots, take a ton of pull-up threes. And this was all very wild to us when Steph was doing it initially. We're like, why is he not playing like John Stockton? You know, but we don't do that anymore. Like just what you described right there, Davion Mitchell and Cade Cunningham. I cannot think of two players who are more different, really. Right. But they're both very effective.
One is just way better than the others. I don't know if that's the difference. Like one is just way better than the other.
But they do different things. Davion is one of the best point of attack defenders, and he is absolutely a huge part of why the Miami Heat are able to play as fast as they are. He is also one of the best passers. Well, not one of the best passers, but he's one of the most frequent passers in the NBA. Right?
Cade is too, though.
Cade is not one of the best defenders at all.
Some skills are more valuable.
100% they are, Mars.
Cade is one of the best defenders at the point guard position.
I said Cade is one of the best passers, not defenders.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But I'm saying, like, Cade is a multi-scorer, and then Davion is a guy who is not really there to score. He's just it's completely different
than him. That's what I'm saying. Cade is better.
We're not talking about them being better. You're going off the rails, though, Drenchie. That's not what I'm talking about, right? That's not what I'm talking about.
I'm not debating he's better. If you got
a point, Drenchie, if you got a point guard and you got a point guard that's got a guy like let's say for example you got Cade Cunningham, or you got Jalen Brunson, but then you got Drew Holiday hounding him all night. Would it not help your crew and alleviate some pressure if you had a big, when he get the ball off the glass, he could go with it and get some early offense going? This has nothing to do with Jalen Brunson being a much better player than Drew Holiday. What this is about is being able to alleviate some of the pressure from him as a ball handler.
No, I get what y'all getting at. I'm just saying from the aspect of the Cade and the Davion thing, like, part of the reason why Davion don't score like Cade, because he can't. Like, part of the reason why Cade scored the way he does, because he's the best at it on the team. Like, I think y'all are putting these positions and things in a box, when at the end of the day, the name of the game is to win. And for the Pistons to win, Cade has to do all of those things pretty much. He has to be the facilitator. He has to be the scorer. He has to be a good shooter. Like, he has to even help out on rebound. Like, Cade has to do a lot for that team to win. Davion Mitchell can't. Like, that's just the bottom line. He just can't.
Right. And I'm not arguing that point. What the point that I am
whether
arguing
he play point guard or shooting guard, it doesn't matter. He can't
even
do
if that
but it's different versions of the same point. It's a different version of the same position. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't what I'm trying to make a point here, Jordan, is that we don't box the point guard position in because we understand that there are 100 different types of archetypes of point guards, and we've seen them all be successful. Tyrese Halliburton does not necessarily play like John Stockton, but John Stockton was very good. Steve Nash does not play like Gary Payton, but he was very good. So my point is, like, we can see shooting guards like Ray Allen, Klay Thompson, and then we can see shooting guards like Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant, and it's a totally different play style. And some shooting guards are very defensively oriented, and some are pylons. Some are very shooting oriented, some are very slashing oriented. But I've never seen anybody see a shooting guard take a jump shot and be like, no, slash to the rim like Michael Jordan. You know what I mean? We have a bigger variety of what we think wing positions and perimeter positions can be. Whereas with big men, if they don't rebound, we think they suck. See my point?
I don't think they think they suck. I just think they just not good at rebounding.
Okay.
No.
Tim, but it is fair to criticize a big that doesn't rebound.
Yeah, like, I don't get where we're going.
I get it.
Big man supposed to rebound. He's tall.
Jared Jackson
win or lose the game,
You've trash this year, so
you have to rebound.
I don't think every position has to rebound.
You can't be. No. It's
point guards get criticized for not doing point guard things.
But my thing is,
criticize point guards for not shooting.
Of course,
it's great to have a point guard or any guard that can help rebound. You need that, absolutely. But if you're a 5-man, if you're a big man, a power forward, a big man, and you don't rebound, if you're not good at rebounding, either you're not good or you don't do it, either one, you are going to get criticized, and you should get criticized.
Right.
You are
Triple J is a
you are
prime
a
example of that.
sorry ass big man if you can't get your ass on the glass. There's
I don't think Triple J.
there's
I
nothing
don't think
else to
Triple
say
J
about
sucks,
that.
Jordan. I don't think he sucks, but
Nah,
I
he
can't
don't
handle
suck,
him
but
not
he's
being
sorry,
able to-
though.
I think Triple
Chill.
J can get exposed in situations to where
don't.
he will suck. Like, and I think it happens all the time. I think it happens in the playoffs. Like in the setting, he can get by in the regular season because there's so many games and so many teams. But in the playoff setting, in these series, he looks like garbage. And he realizes, like, I'm not that good of a scorer. So if I'm not affecting the game and I'm this tall, I'm the team starting power forward or the team starting center, and I get 3 fucking rebounds and I suck on offense because I can't do anything, then you suck. Like whether you want to say that's not what big men do, the big man game has evolved or whatever, doesn't matter. Like at the end of the day, you're tall. They expect you to get rebounds. If you don't, and you're not that good of a scorer, well, you suck. Like
Mars, what this started with, because I know that we kind of lost you for a second. What this started with being the big man and being able to alleviate some of the duties of the point guard, because we're dealing with a point guard like Drenchie was talking about with Cade, who does a lot of things with the ball. Well, if he does a lot of things with the ball, he needs the ball. So if I got a guy like Davion Mitchell or a point of attack defender like that that's hounding him, if I got a big man who gets the ball off the glass and can go with it and take some of that pressure off of him, that's a plus for us. Now we moved into, okay, Davion Mitchell being better than, Cade Cunningham being better than Davion Mitchell. We kind of like took the exit before the exit we was trying to get off on. Okay, we let's get back on the highway.
I wasn't harping on Davion. Obviously, Cade is better. I was just saying, Penn was saying they're completely different point guards, and I'm saying the reason why they're completely different is because one's just better than the other. Like,
no, that's not why they're completely different. I just do something
exactly
different
why they're
than you.
completely different. You.
No,
Shea and Luka are completely different.
That's complete 100% that they are. And not only they're just because I'm completely different than you, that does not mean that you're just better than me. No, that doesn't mean that at all.
No, I'm saying that's the case for Davion and Cade.
Okay, but here's the
There are
difference.
different ways for the point guard position to impact the game.
going
We
back
all
down the road,
agree
we
that
should be
Jason
going
Kidd
Yes,
is
yeah,
amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like we agree with that.
Yes,
Jason Kidd was
yes, he is.
amazing. We all agree Steph Curry is amazing, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their skill sets are super different.
And
Their
impact the game
strengths and
differently.
weaknesses are super different. You don't need to go to
Luka and
Davion.
Cade's skill set are similar. I mean, it is what it
I don't
is.
think they're that similar, but okay. I mean, Luka's
What is similar
very,
about their skill sets, Jordan?
The way they score the
Oh,
basketball.
God.
I don't
Yeah,
think
we're
the way
getting
they
way
score the
away from
basketball
where
is
we
similar,
were.
man.
I think the way they score the basketball is similar. I mean, whether you want to say it or not, it's sure. I'm not saying their prototypical game is similar. I'm saying they both can pass, they both can shoot it, they both can get downhill and score it. It looks different, but it's similar. The archetype is very similar. That's why they both scoring 30 a game.
Look, man, I think it's
It's
simple
similar.
as this.
Davion-
You got to
Okay,
win.
anyway,
Listen,
a big
I
being able to
remember-
dribble is a
Real
good
quick,
thing. There you go. A big
I
being able
was
to dribble is a
about
good
to
thing.
absolutely. And I remember Dirk being called
Evan
soft.
Mobley's skill sets is Jalen Duren and Evan Mobley's skill set similar to you, or are they completely different bigs?
I think in theory they're completely different bigs, just because Jalen Duren, Evan Mobley seems like more of a finesse, like a stretch forward, damn near more than instead of the 5. Jalen Duren is more like he's starting to do some things that's non-traditional at the 5, but he's more of a traditional 5 than Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley is more like a 4, power forward.
That's what
I did not. If you would have told me today, like if you would have said this years ago when Evan Mobley was being drafted or when Jalen Duren was being drafted, if you would have told me that in November of 2025, Jalen Duren was going to be better than Evan Mobley, I would
I
have
know you was
cussed
going
you
there.
out. I would have
going
cussed you out. Honestly, I would have told you don't know shit about what you talk about. Get out of my face. Oh my God!
It's a real conversation.
Crazy how
It's
time changes.
It's a real conversation, like for real conversation that we can have.
You remember
about
there was a
Duren and
point where I
Mobley.
was like, by the time Evan Mobley's done, he's going to be in that top 10 power forward conversation. I was thinking Evan Mobley was going to be like one of them, and I still think he's a really good basketball player. Don't get me wrong, but if you would have told me that Jalen Duren was going to be the guy over Evan Mobley, I wouldn't even have finished the conversation with you.
He didn't look like it last night. I'll tell you that.
No, he did not.
That's the part of the game that happens.
It's just funny how much better these players can get. Like for real. And I'm not even trying to be sarcastic or anything like that. Like it's seriously amazing when these dudes get in the gym or sometimes just playing a course of 82 games and getting your ass kicked, chill. having to go city to city playing against guys that are better than you, or sometimes when you have a coach step in and show you a couple things and the light bulb will turn on and you'll just get better at basketball. And even with Evan Mobley, he might just be having a little slump right now. He might be going through some things. You know that happens sometimes. Sometimes you take a step back to take a few steps forward. So like Evan Mobley still could be one of the all-time greats. It's just as of right now, Jalen Duren has taken 3 big steps forward, and dude is just a monster. And it also helps when you have a guy like Cade Cunningham next to you too, just setting the table. And I'm not saying that Evan Mobley does it, but I don't think Evan Mobley helps his point guards as much as he could. Him and Darius Garland they really like gel together. So Darius Garland hasn't been there, so that could be a reason as well. But I don't think he puts himself in the position as much as like guys like Jalen Duren to really be successful.
Ron, do you think that's because the style of Jalen Duren? Like Jalen Duren is more of a like in the trenches type of dude. You know, Evan Mobley is not really that. I think I really look at Evan Mobley more as a power forward than a center. But I think Jalen Duren is just in the trenches. Like it's rare that you're gonna get a pick and pop from Jalen Duren. You know what I mean? Like it's common you're gonna get a pick and pop from Evan Mobley more times than not. So you know, Jalen Duren can roll to the basket. He can finish in traffic. He can withstand all of that. What you would call it, all of that contact in that area, all that traffic in the area, like he can withstand that. So I think that's probably why we saying what we're saying about Mobley and Duren. But I mean, give it some time. I still think like I said, the playoffs always expose what really happens. You know, like what's really going on. So give Mobley some time. But
Drench, if you got 82 games in the regular season, and let's say you're a first or second round exit. I can't agree with that. Like
it ain't about exit. I'm talking about just how they played, how they performed.
Right. But that's my thing. If I see you play, let's say you play 76 of the 82 games, and of those 76 of the 82 game season, you either play great or you play not so great. And then in the playoffs, let's say you get 7 to 10 games off, and you play the opposite of what you did in the regular season. I can't go off that. Like, no matter how it goes, even if you average 11-5 in the regular season and then you go crazy in the playoffs for 6 games, I'm not gonna just assume, oh nah, he's like that because of those 6. You know, I can't.
I think you should. I think you should because at the end of the day, if it comes down to a playoff setting and I'm able to get some shit off, you can't really look at me. You might need to be looking at the coaching staff and the team. Like, what the fuck have y'all been doing all year?
But like, that's against one. That's it's a game of matchups, right? So if in 82 games you've played everybody in the league and you didn't look that great, but then you just so happen to get a lucky draw and maybe you're playing against Memphis. No knock to Memphis, but let's say Jaren Jackson let's say Jaren Jackson ain't on the glass, and then you're going crazy. You're averaging 15, 14 rebounds. I'm not gonna just assume now, like, oh man, his coach didn't know what he was doing. He's the guy, or you know what I'm saying, something like that.
Yeah,
Context too, though, Ox. You know?
Context too, though, Ox. Like, obviously, if a player is going dumb in regular season, going dumb in the playoffs, and he up to a lot from his regular season, he probably wasn't getting the rotational minutes that he thought he should get. He wasn't getting put in those positions that he thought he should. That matters. Usually what happens in the playoffs, you become more strategic a lot of times. Like, coaches just become way more strategic. So if we slow the game down and Evan Mobley, you going to Evan Mobley 4 times in a row away from Donovan Mitchell a little bit more than not, and he killing and cooking, you gonna probably see his numbers go up. You know what I mean? And then if they go to Jalen Duren 4 or 5 times in a row away from Cade, and it looks bad, then it's like, okay, some of that shit you did in the regular season just not translate yet. Not saying that Jalen Duren's a bad player, just right now it's not translating. So,
Ox, what's the as of right now? Because like you just brought up the Evan Mobley, Jalen Duren conversation. Right now, what's the separator between Jalen Duren and Evan Mobley?
It's physicality.
That's all I think it is, to be honest with you.
I agree too.
It's physicality, chill, and that's not. I don't think Evan Mobley is soft. I remember we had this conversation a while ago about the Cavs and the Knicks, and I don't think Evan Mobley is soft at all. I just don't think he's a physical. You can look at these two dudes and see what you about to get.
There's a difference between the two of them.
Like Jalen Duren, he wants to hit somebody. Like, and I don't mean in a malicious way. I don't mean like he's trying to hurt anybody or he's trying to.
He bringing the fight to you. He's bringing the fight to you.
You going At the end of that night, that morning, you're gonna be in an ice bath. You're gonna if you're on the road in Detroit, you're gonna be, I don't know what hotels downtown Detroit, but whatever, you're gonna be in one of those nice hotels. You're gonna be laid out. Like, God damn. What did I just have? You know what I'm saying? And depending on what type of person you are, you might be like, yeah, I like that. Like that was the type of fight I was looking for. Or you might be like, bro, I can't wait to get home and I hope I never got to come to Detroit again. Jalen Duren is going to he's going to make you make a decision that night. Like, am I about this or am I not?
The difference is that Duren can be alone big, and I don't think that Evan Mobley can. I don't think that Evan Mobley really does well when he's asked to play without Jared Allen. The numbers would back that up. In 390 minutes without Allen, they are a pretty mediocre team, plus 0.5 net rating. Allen without Mobley is plus 14.8. So Allen does much better
without him. What is Mobley individually?
Mobley without Allen is plus 0.5. Their defense is not as good. Their offense is not as good. But when they play together, in the 177 minutes they managed to play together, they are plus 16.4. So together they are good. But
I really like those dudes.
Yes, and I agree. But, I think a lot of people are down on Jared Allen because he just got a pretty expensive extension and he doesn't shoot a lot. He doesn't shoot a lot. He's not the most skilled guy. And sometimes, they have to sit him in fourth quarters. But overall, I don't think Evan Mobley can be a center. I have always felt this way.
Yeah, I think he's a power forward.
Mars loves him at the 5. Mars doesn't like him at the 5. Mars loves him at the 5.
Why you like him at the 5 instead of the 4?
I was trying to see. I was trying to see why Mars loves him at the 5 so much because I don't like him at the 5. I like him at the 4.
But I think like
you guys actually asking me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Why do you like him at the 5, Morris?
I was talking about the Cavs roster construction, and I think the odd man out was going to be Jarrett Allen or one of the guards. And I think Evan Mobley at the 5 opens up offensive opportunities for more people than Jarrett Allen at the 5. I think just his ability to shoot, play in the short roll, play in the dunker spot. And I think Evan Mobley offensively is unlocked when Jarrett Allen isn't on the court. I think his rim percentages are way higher because he doesn't have another big down there. Talking about the physicality stuff, when the spacing is clogged, you're going to struggle to have Evan Mobley maximized offensively because he's not going to finish through the way a guy like Jalen Duren can. So if you clear that lane out, you have Evan Mobley who's able to roll into open space and not have to deal with congested lanes. That also opens up lanes for Donovan Mitchell, Darius Garland, two of the more high-level drivers in the NBA. And I thought Evan Mobley was one of the most versatile switchable defenders in the NBA. So you add that into everything. I liked it, but the issue is the Cavs can't rebound. So,
hey, Penn, you know who I like at the 5?
Who?
Dominating and Ivica Zubac. I like these two, and we are going to watch them go head-to-head, toe-to-toe tonight, along with Luka Doncic and James Harden. And I guess we'll watch a little bit of LeBron James versus Kawhi Leonard. You guys pull up. This is the super-duper late-night showcase on NBC, and we'll be on PlayBack, and it'll be me and some other characters. You never know who's going to pull up. You never know what type of time it's going to be. All you know is that you need to bring your ass, bring your personality, and be ready to go crazy in the chat because we're going to have a good time in the battle of the LA teams. I can't wait for it. Late night, we'll see you there. And in between now and then, you need to get ready for what we got in store for Splash Sports. Now, first off, scan the QR code or click the link in the description. Go to Splash Sports. Make your quick picks. You know you got to get that in daily. That's when you pick 2 to 6 players. You go more or less on their player projections, and you win. But we got an NBA Survivor contest going on right now. If you're not in it, that's because you missed the deadline. No worries. I just want to say that there's 62 remaining people of the 161 entries. So we will see how things go moving forward. I'll keep you guys updated. But I got something much more better than that. You know, we got Thanksgiving coming up this Thursday. So we have a Thanksgiving special for you this Thursday. Now, in between, you know, you eating your dressing, your turkey, all the other good stuff, I have the best side for you. And it is the Thanksgiving Tears Contest on Splash Sports. $1,300. $15 to enter. The entry deadline is Thursday the 27th. But here's the thing. I know everybody on the panel loves hoops, but on Thursday, you're going to have to pull out the pigskin and go NFL mode. Now, if you need some pointers on who to pick and all of that good stuff, on the press box, tomorrow night, Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern time, they will talk about every single tier and every player that you need to pick. J-Rob got you. Bama got you. And if they don't, maybe Swiper got you. One way or another, you will leave this show knowing who to pick in this NFL tiers. But fellas, as if that isn't enough, I got the best thing for everybody. You know, Thanksgiving's cool, but what's better than Thanksgiving? A nice discount on Black Friday. And that's what you're going to get during the NBA Cup this Black Friday coming up. We have a $1,300 prize, and it's really much of the same thing, except it's NBA tiers. We've done this before. You guys remember Halloween. You get 6 different tiers. You pick a player from each tier, and then you play against everybody else's selected roster. One night, one slate of games, one opportunity to win $1,300. You guys make sure that you get into both of these contests because the slots are limited, and I promise you they're going to fill up soon, and you don't want to miss your opportunity at one shot, one day, one prize, and you could be that one winner. All right, fellas, we got super chat, so let's go ahead and get into it. What's good, Pin?
We got to correct one thing. Dominating will not be playing tonight.
He will not, Ron. He is out
not
the
playing.
tonight.
He's injured.
We'll have Maxi Kleber there, so we're all
Chill.
If
We
you
18 games into the season. What's this dude doing on the bench?
Got a knee contusion.
I got to tell the people because just in case there's somebody up here who is going to come up there and hate watch dominating, I would never say something bad about DeAndre Ayton. We know. I respect DeAndre Ayton. I love DeAndre Ayton. But just in case there is somebody up there who wanted to hate watch DeAndre Ayton, you will not have a chance. You can hate watch him in street clothes.
Jackson Hayes.
I'm so happy.
It hits a little bit different. It hits a little bit different. I'm gonna be honest.
I can't lie. I'm excited that DeAndre Ayton's not playing today.
Why?
I don't know if I would have been able to make it through that playback, bro.
Okay.
Bro, are we not tired of watching the Clippers just be a fucking embarrassment to basketball? Like,
Kawhi's playing now. Kawhi back.
He played the other day. That shit is an embarrassment.
We're good. Watch, you'll see.
Yeah, they go blitzed by Cleveland.
Like, bro, the Clippers are just an embarrassment to basketball. Like, they don't play hard. They don't do shit, but just James Harden is the only one that just looked like he trying to do something. Everybody else
had 33 and 18 the other day.
Huh?
Zubac
Anyone
had
can
33
fry
and
Evan
18
Mobley. That don't mean nothing.
That's right.
No, it's just as a team, they don't get back in transition. Like they don't try to overwhelm you with their skill set and their talent on their defensive end. They're not trying to create extra possessions. It's one shot and done. Jog back in transition. Other team beat the shit out of us. That look like what they break out in the huddle. You know when you get a team break and you say, hey guys, let's run hard, play defense on 3. It look like they say, hey, one shot done, get the shit beat out of us on 3. Let's go. And they go out there and that happened to them. Every time they're an embarrassment to basketball. I'm tired of watching the Clippers with all this hope and shit that I had for them. I don't got no more hope, chill. I'm sick of it. I'm finished. They get their ass whooped every time they on TV. And then when you don't put them on TV and they play against the Hornets and James got to score 55, like, bro, this shit is an embarrassment to basketball.
Jordan is like my uncle at Thanksgiving dinner. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like I'm sick of this shit, bro. I'm just gonna get.
I am tired of that shit. I am tired of that shit. Every time I cut the goddamn Clippers on, it's always the same shit. The same shit from the last game. Somebody gonna get 30 on them. Multiple guys is gonna bust their ass. And they're going to walk around there scratching their head and shit. And, you know, they're going to talk about Kawhi and James Harden and Chris Paul. Nobody gives a shit about them no more.
You had higher aspirations, huh?
I don't think anybody ever really did, if we being honest with you. I think that we roll with them primarily, especially this season. I roll with them off vibes. I'd be lying to you if I said I roll with them because I really thought that they were going to be that good. Because, you know, they're old crew. But I mean, there are some bright spots. I did not, as an Evan Mobley guy, I did not appreciate that ass whooping a couple of nights ago that Zubac put on my boy. I did not appreciate that at all. He kicked Evan Mobley ass.
Did the Cavaliers kick their ass?
Yeah, they did. They ended up.
All right, then. It don't even matter.
Sure, I don't know what to tell you, bro.
I
kicked
had faith in the
Mobley ass.
Clippers. I'm not going.
He straight kicked
I had
Mobley's
a lot of
ass.
faith
I
in
didn't
the
appreciate
Clippers. They
that
just
at
suck.
all. No, I don't know. But now,
Chill,
from what
why
I'm
they want to
understanding,
work
Chill.
transition defensive teams in the goddamn NBA?
Chill. What's
because
that
they're
thing you
Well,
putting
used
them
to
that's an age. We'll say
Chill. What's that
thing
thing you used to say? We know who guys are by year 5, right? That's what you used to say.
This is probably who you are. This is
Probably who you are, right?
Yeah, this
If
is your
I'm a
floor.
coach coaching against Evan Mobley, the first thing I'm telling my dude, go hit him. Go hit him really
It might
hard.
not work though. He might.
It's worked every time.
I mean, if
You
they
get
win, you
physical
can't really
with
say
him,
it
he
works if they
folds.
win.
You get
You can't
physical
say
with
it
him,
works if
and
they
he
win.
folds. They're not winning.
Is it because
Yo,
now,
fellas.
the thing?
Aren't they like
Fellas.
12-7 or some shit?
What's
We
good?
got to get into these
Yeah.
crunch time chats. If somebody
let's
wants
get
to hear
into
us
it.
talk more about the Clippers, send through a super chat. If not, we might get around to them later in the show. But as of right now, you guys have sent through super chats. You guys have been heard. So we are going to speak based on what you had to say. The first one is from GOAT7850. Sent through $10. GOAT said, Ox, I got 2 words for you. Keegan.
Murray.
Hey, Ox, I got a question for you because you know you the Kings guy. You know how they said the Kings are off limits. You know what I mean? Like the Kings players are off limits. Keegan Murray, Nick Clifford. I think those two, the only two, right? Some shit like that. Why the fuck when I be watching the Kings play? Why the hell do they just play this freestyle basketball that don't involve Keegan Murray or Nick Clifford? Why do they just be having guys just hooping like they got SGA and all this erotic talent on their roster? I don't get that shit. Like they come down court, jack a 3.
Erratic. He means erratic.
Motherfucker,
That's
we
what he
got
means.
Keegan Murray and Nick Clifford on the team. Can we
Nah,
move?
maybe
I
erratic.
don't want to assume what he means. He said erotic.
No,
I'm hearing
he
him
meant
out.
erratic. That's what he meant. He did not. No, this is not
Shit,
that
I really
kind of
mean
party, ladies
exotic.
and
The way
gentlemen.
they be fucking taking them goddamn step back threes and shit.
But
That's
hold on,
kinda-
no,
that kind of party.
Jordan. But who in specific though? And the
Zach
reason why I'm
Levine.
asking,
I'm
well,
gonna tell
Zach
you,
Levine's
Zach Levine, that's one of them.
Yeah,
Dennis Schroeder, and I love Dennis Schroeder. That's another one of them.
Mhm.
Sometimes Russ do it too. My thing is this. Well, this is my theory, and I know, Ox, I'm sorry, I do feel like the Kings are a better team without Sabonis, and I'm gonna tell you why. My thing is this: they got an older team. They also have good players like Keegan Murray, Nick Clifford, that the GM say it's totally off limits. So if those guys are off limits, we might need to use our old guys to kind of slow the game down a little bit, move it, because Keegan Murray is very, very good off a closeout. Why the fuck do we come down court and we take a between the legs step back like we got Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or some guys that can get us back in the game like that? They don't got that. They need to value every possession, chill. They got DeMar DeRozan, who's money from that mid-range. Money. They got Zach Levine, who if you move him around, I've said it last year, Zach Levine is really a shooter for real. But if you move him around and, cut and moving all that shit and swing, you'll see better out of him. But going this ISOs with Dennis Schroeder and Russell Westbrook and sometimes even DeMar, what the fuck are the Kings doing? And the Timberwolves suck, by the way, but that was my question to Ox. The Timberwolves play some badass basketball, Mark. I mean, just why the fuck is Mike Conley even on the team? But sure.
Look,
But
for a team
Veteran
as
presence.
bad,
Veteran
for a
presence.
team as bad as the Kings, it's pretty remarkable to me that there is a player who actually wins his minutes consistently, and that is Malik Monk.
Oh, I love Malik Monk. I like Malik
That
Monk.
dude should
I
be
love him.
untouchable. I think Keon, if I was running the Kings, Keon, Malik, Keegan, and probably Nick Clifford, maybe a little bit of Maxime Renault. I feel like those guys would be like, I'm not trading those guys. Precious Achiuwa, you can go.
Preston True played all right, though.
He played all right, but he's not a good player. I think
Oh,
Drew
Spin,
Eubanks,
Spin,
you can
be
go.
biased to
You can
ex-Raptors
go.
Players.
I don't
Spin,
care.
be
What the
biased
hell
to
is it, man? If I like a Raptors player, it's because I like him. It's because I don't like him. It's because so I can't have an opinion about a Raptors player without you calling me biased, huh?
No, it just every time a player
a
comes
dumbass
from the
basketball
Raptors
player.
and they leave, they just
Bro.
end up trash.
They
That's
traded
they
his
end up
ass.
trash.
I'm not a fan when he was there. Yo, no. I'm saying I think it's pretty amazing that on a losing team, Malik Monk in 328 minutes is winning his minutes.
Malik Monk's a good player.
He's a really good player.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like.
He is a
Preston
really
True
good
with the
player.
Euro.
Why is he
I
not
like
starting?
Preston True,
Why doesn't he play
Preston
more?
True play all right. They 2-0 without Sabonis, right?
No.
What are they?
Sabonis
You're
missed
2-0
more than the last
with
two games,
Keegan.
I want to say 2-1 with
lost.
Keegan.
Keegan was there.
He
Keegan
came,
was
but
Two
2-0
and
with
one.
Keegan starting. 2-0 with Keegan starting.
Right.
Okay.
Keegan came off the bench.
Last night the Timberwolves some goddamn trash. I'm just
Ox,
like,
you feel your
I knew
team
the
turned a
Kings was gonna
corner
win
when
that
they got their ass whooped, like that big ass whooping that we
Against
texted
Memphis?
about.
We played
Memphis?
Denver. We played Denver off a back-to-back, a rough back-to-back. They just had to fly home from Houston after almost going to overtime. It was a rough game. We took advantage of that. We ran them. Like, come on, man. Like, the Nuggets are better than us, y'all. We got lucky on a schedule situation, and then we usually play good against Minnesota anyway. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm not sure if Doug Christie know what the hell he doing, but
Me either.
But in
That
both
shit-
hold up in both cases. I mean, look,
like,
That's
to be real, I just don't even know. I don't even know if Doug Christie know.
Coach,
what
do you have
going
any
on
idea
out
what you're
there.
doing, Coach? Do you have any
You might need
idea?
to ask him.
But you know, mind you though, I do
you deliver
I do
a hell of a
think-
quote though.
I do think like coming into like an easier stretch of games opposed to like the first 15 we had. The first 15 we had were really rough. We played a really tough schedule. So I don't think we're playoff bound, but I think our schedules our record will start to even out a little bit as we get closer to January and stuff like that. But once again, like, no, we're not better without Demarcus, but we are, Keegan, we are better with Keegan. You know what I'm saying? When he's healthy and he could play. But it all started when Mike Brown just gave DeMar DeRozan the offense, and now we look like we look. I mean, I don't know, bro.
I think if y'all start Malik and Keegan, I don't care who the other three guys are. To me, those two together synergize everything.
Bro, Malik has to play. Malik has to play some way, somehow. So,
I don't know if he had to start, but he got to play. He got to
Yeah,
play.
I-
Y'all got a
I don't know about
126
start or
offensive
whatever.
rating with Malik and Keegan on the court.
Those things can go
That
down.
sample
Limited
size
minutes.
is about 38
that's
minutes.
It's 43 minutes. I don't
Maybe
give a
we
shit.
should-
I knew that.
He's only
Well,
playing
maybe they should be playing more. Maybe they should be playing
But
more
look,
together.
Keegan
but
only
Mars,
just
but
got here.
Mars,
Just got here.
you know,
Yeah,
in
just got
theory
here,
that
so.
works. You a ball knower.
In
You
theory, I
know
thought
that
the Kings
Keegan
were going to
plus
have a good
Malik
offense
works.
this year. In theory, I thought the Kings were going to have a good offense.
Look,
so,
I think
that's not
roster
a concern. I just
redundancy-
don't think anyone on that
It
team
really-
other than Keegan and Keon can defend.
I think
Right.
Keegan.
It
I think
really sucks though that Keegan got healthy as soon as DeMarcus got hurt. So that really sucks for us, especially for Kings fans that were just looking for some glimmer of hope. You know what I'm saying? We're looking for the silver lining somewhere. And Keegan Murray coming back was, for me, what I was waiting for. But for him to come when DeMarcus gets hurt, it's just like, damn, like, we can't catch a break. So
Ox,
I
pick
don't
your
know.
head up. Y'all 2 in a row.
I mean, I'm not.
Continue on
like,
this pace, you won't lose
like
the rest of the
to
season.
your
I'm-
point.
I'm-
To your
Pick
point,
your
Ox.
head up.
To your point, Ox.
Hey, Pin. I'm sorry. We got to
No,
move
go
on.
ahead, go ahead.
We gave the Kings their 2 minutes of hope. You guys won your Super
And
Bowl.
I
Ox.
did not
Keep
bring
the ball in
Kings
Russell
up.
Westbrook's hands, and you guys will maybe be better.
I'm just gonna
All
write
right,
my comment in the chat.
Okay, wait, Ron. I just need that to be put on record for the next time somebody sends one of them stupid ass super chats saying, "Well, actually, you always talk about the Kings." I did not bring the Kings into this conversation. Go ahead, Ron.
You guys sent through some more King super chats. I actually enjoyed that.
Exactly.
DSG
Russell Westbrook
Piccolo.
and DeMar. Trash as fuck last night. Dennis
DSG
Schroeder.
Piccolo said Ryan Rollins got
Right,
put
Dennis
in a
says.
box. Tumani, best defensive game this year. Blazers, go get Keon Ellis, please. Kings don't use him anyways. Klingon realizing he's 7'2" will change the offense. Dunker, spot him, please.
Shit,
That's
Tumani
what
should have
I'm
put
saying.
OKC in the box the other day. Rapped by Ryan
I
Rollins.
don't know what you want him to do with Shea, but yeah, I didn't watch that game yesterday. So
I didn't either. I'll be lying.
I ain't see my most improved player get boxed. It didn't happen if I didn't see it.
Hey, but the whole Keon Ellis thing though, man. Keon for Robert Williams, man. Fair exchange, no robbery. Let's
I'll
do
take that.
Keon for
Fair
Hansen Young.
exchange. Hey,
I'll take
Hey.
that too. But add Robert
Hey.
Williams. to
I
that
want
too,
Robert
bro.
Williams.
Yeah, add
Yeah,
Robert
but you
We
can
Williams.
get Young.
we don't need Hanson yet. We got what's his name? Maxime Renault. We good. We don't need Hanson.
You don't need Robert
Robert
Williams. You got Maxime Reyna.
No. We
Shit.
need Robert Williams. Robert Williams for
Shit.
Keon. Fair exchange, no robbery. Let's do that.
Them
All right,
busters
speaking of
play like
exchanges,
5 in a row.
J7.
By the way, Ron.
What,
5 in a
for
row.
Blazers?
With the Bucks since Giannis left the lineup. 5 in a row. Trash.
Oh, losses.
Yeah.
Garbage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
well,
it's 5 already?
Are you serious?
He know.
5 in a row.
Hey, that happened like
Shit,
that.
what did you think? Like,
5 in a row.
Shit,
I
he
didn't
giving
know
that
you
Take him-
team-
take-
he
take-
giving
take
that
him
team
off the
mouth
floor.
to mouth.
Take him off the floor. They're a completely different unit. 5 in a row.
Oh well,
What-
2 of those games were with Giannis, but 1.5. But yeah,
Okay,
5.
but chill. Like I told you, he's gonna spend this couple weeks out. He's gonna see this team, and he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I got to go." He's giving this team mouth-to-mouth resuscitation every time he's on the court.
Or when he's on the court, they're much better as a team. It's not like I'm doing everything, but when I get back, these other guys play better when he's on the floor. He is doing everything, but they play better when he's there. It's not like he gets back on the floor.
for sure.
All right, I got to score all the points. I got to get all the rebounds. I got to pass the ball. I got to do no. These guys actually play better when he's on the floor. They're much
Yeah, for
better
sure.
when he's off the floor. However, no, not so much.
Yeah.
Yeah, can't wait to start bringing up the Giannis on and off losses. But either way it goes, J718 talked about an exchange. Jay said, what do you think of Kuminga for Miles Bridges? For the Dubs, they can play in space and an aggressive third option scorer. Knueppel, JK, Miller, add space and versatility. What do you guys think about this swap?
I don't think
Love it.
Miles Bridges is competent. And no disrespect to Miles Bridges. I don't think his game complements the Warriors offense.
Why not?
I think a lot of people miss like understand how the Warriors offense is kind of
Basketball
complex.
IQ.
You gotta have
You
it
got
up
to be
here. You gotta
smart to
think
run
ahead.
that offense.
Yeah,
Yes.
you gotta
That's
think
one of
ahead.
those kind of offense,
playing
like
with
being in the
Warriors.
triangle. It's like Penn, as I would say, in my day, playing in the triangle. You
Yeah.
had to be you had to be cerebral to play in the triangle. You couldn't just
Yeah.
look at the play as it was. You had to look at the next play.
Right.
And on top of that, when we come back down, how did they cover this? Your brain's got to constantly be spinning when you're playing in a triangle. The Warriors got that kind of offense where there's no ball stoppers. The ball is consistently hopping. You got 2-3 seconds to either get it, do something with it, or get off the peel. And I think that to Drench's point with Miles Bridges, I don't think that he's ever played in anything that complex before.
No.
Y'all-
just
y'all
because you
said-
haven't
y'all-
doesn't mean
I
you
just think
can't.
Kuminga's
Charlotte
better than Miles
said-
Bridges. So
Charlotte said, but Charlotte
I don't
says
think
no.
so, Mars.
yeah, I just think he's better than Miles Bridges. So
Yeah,
I
but
don't
Charlotte's
think
the team that's going to say no, not Golden State. Charlotte's like, nah, we straight.
Ox,
and
am I
Ron, we
on
gotta
some-
talk about the three degenerates of the NBA in trade talks right now. You know who I'm talking about. I ain't even gotta say it.
Before we go
degenerates.
there, Ox, am I on some nonsense with this Charlotte logic to think that it seems like they're kind of developing a plan here? I mean, we got Kalkbrenner.
why'd you sound so
We got
surprised?
because they've been incompetent for years, Mars. That's why.
Chill. They
You told me
drafted.
you literally
They
got all
drafted
the
competent,
degenerates out there.
proven winners.
Hired new people.
Okay, they took the notes. They said
Yeah.
we're going to take guys who've developed winning habits in college because we don't know how to develop winning habits here.
We clueless about that.
We don't have any idea how to build a
We're
winner, so
clueless
we're just going to import winners who've taken 4 years of
You help
strong
us.
collegiate coaching, so that they
You
can't
help
be.
us do that.
Like, I want guys who are so error-proof when it comes to their mind on basketball that they cannot be corrupted by the Miles Bridges and the LaMelo Ball of the world. They can't be corrupted. They can become like
I don't know. I don't know
know?
if it's Miles corrupting them. I mean, shit, to me, Miles.
Yo, but
all
I'll
right.
tell you right now, if I see Colin Knueppel got a back tattoo and a Lamborghini,
I'm out.
shit, I'm out.
I'm out.
That's crazy.
Oh,
That's
can't get a
crazy.
Lambo? Like, that's a.
No, he said.
He rich now.
But remember, now chill. Remember the conversation we had when I gave my rant about good old Charles Lee, and I said that motherfucker doing the same shit everybody else doing. It's
Oh, when
time
you
to
was
clean the
hating on him?
house. Yeah, it's time to clean the house, like top to bottom. Get out.
What you mean he doing the same thing? He getting back tattoos and Lambos too?
I don't know what he getting. He ain't getting the picture. Pack your shit and get your ass up out of here. And take your motherfucking socks with you too. Get Charles Lee ass up out of here. He can't change
Charles
no
Lee hate is
culture.
crazy, man. I respect Charles Lee. Good
I
one,
don't
Charles Lee.
respect
too.
Charles Lee. Some coaches are just good assistant coaches. You gotta have
Ben
that.
is right though.
You
I-
gotta have
I-
that intentional fortitude to be a culture changing coach.
Intestinal
Pit-
fortitude.
Penn, be
Whatever.
We get
clear.
what he
I don't
means.
think that
Good shit,
I
bro.
don't think that you could have been more spot on. You know, just because I own the company and I got the money does not mean that I can't hire some smarter people to come run this place because I don't have a clue what I'm doing.
Facts.
Let's be clear about that, Pin.
Well, I think this is a nice blueprint for all losing organizations. Go draft established winners from collegiate basketball who have been to consistent. We've seen it work. Okay, first of all,
Absolutely.
Sion James, that's someone is working, right? Ryan Cockbrenner, that's working. Jamal Shed is working. It's working.
Kentucky guys, Kentucky players, they win. They might not win a national championship, but they win.
Yeah, that's more talent. That's more talent and development. But I mean, like,
all of them guys got talent. They got to the NBA. They got talent. Kentucky players consistently win. Coming on to Coach Cal, they win. I'm not talking about Cal at Arkansas. I'm talking about Cal at Kentucky. Those guys consistently win. Look at them in the NBA. Now, Zion, I don't know what that shit is going on. But
so he
I mean, this is not new. Like, look at Jalen Brunson. Those dudes won. Villanova won, right? So taking winners, proven winners, and play at least like players who play winning basketball. Jalen Suggs is a player who played winning basketball. Anyone who watched him at Gonzaga could say they may not win a national title this year.
To the Final Four. They went to the Final
Four.
They
just won last night. Gonzaga won last night. They're probably going to the Final Four this year.
He went to the Final Four his last year there. So
I don't know if they got an NBA player on that team.
That's a really good point. That's a really good point. We're gonna hire some people that know what the hell they're doing because clearly we don't.
Christian Brown.
We'll have a clue.
Christian Brown.
We doing
another winner, right? Christian Brown.
Absolutely.
I don't remember the last time Christian Brown lost. Like this dude, high school, college, boom, right to the pros, won a championship first year, right? So it just I'm saying like for teams that are always drafting these long rangy prospects, coming from Antarctica or whatever because they had measured off the charts on some test. Yeah. Go look at the 4-year, 5-year collegiate basketball player.
Go back to high school too. Look at that.
And like with 5 years of data on dudes, you can see if they're getting better. With half a year of data or like 2-game sample size, shout outs to James Wiseman or Precious Drew, those guys, they didn't play that much, right? So you don't know what you're getting. You signing up for, I don't know, right? But whereas like look at AJ Mitchell, that's another guy. Jameson Battle, like there's so many guys. These like 3-year, 4-year, 5-year basketball players. Tyrese Proctor right now, he's playing rotation minutes for Cleveland. He's a 2nd-round pick. This is value.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. The next super chat I got, speaking of the Charlotte Hornets, is from Hunter TV. Hunter said, y'all picking LaMelo Ball and Kemba Walker as the Hornets' best players, like Khan wasn't right there.
Hunter,
shaking my head.
Hunter, first and foremost, we didn't. That was Damo who did that in the PCL. That's number one. Number two, Khan hasn't been there for even 3 minutes.
Fucking weeks.
He ain't been. He literally he's a as of right now, right? As of right now, he's a temp. Like he hasn't even gotten the job yet. So we still got some work to do before we can start
wouldn't take a
piece of the franchise. What do you mean he a temp?
He just got there. Okay, so we still got some work to do with him.
Wemby, the Spurs got the number 1 pick, and Wemby was the face of the franchise in May, and he got drafted in June.
I think compared to Kemba Walker and LaMelo Ball, it's a little different.
Maybe this is trolling. Then maybe
that's a little different.
I'm becoming more
20 games into their careers. Are you telling me Khan has shown you less than LaMelo Ball?
In 20 games?
Yeah, it's the first 20 games.
I still think LaMelo's the Hornets' best player. I'm just
I don't know where you're going with this, Pen, but
I'm just putting it out there. I
don't know where you're going with this, but LaMelo's
better. But Con's amazing. Like, I'm giving Con.
I
still think LaMelo's the best player.
First of all, Con hella young. Con is hella young, right?
He's 20.
Hello too.
Melo's
okay,
24?
Cool.
Yeah, 24.
Young.
He is young.
He was 19 when he showed up.
I think honestly, if I'm the Hornets, I'm building around Con Knueppel. It's not even a question.
Building around Con Knueppel might get you in trouble. Pen.
Why?
I'm just building.
Just build a good basketball team because Con Knueppel, don't get me wrong, Con Knueppel is good. If you sitting up here telling me he's a franchise number 1 option player.
Yeah, I don't care about franchise number 1 option. I'm talking about building a team around the dude. Like I'm building around
his. You do that with number 1 options.
That's exactly what you do with number 1 option.
That doesn't mean that I can't find a player better than him. I think what I'm saying is
then you're not building around him then.
You just be building around.
Build a good team.
No, you can build around a player's skill set and introduce a more skilled scorer because he's just this all-around player. I just think Con Knueppel leads to good offense, personally. I think he leads to good team basketball. I think his movement shooting. But just because I'm building around your skill set doesn't mean I can't introduce a player at some point or draft a player next year who is a better scorer than you. I'm still building with you in mind, if you get my point. Like, he's the piece that cannot go. Like, he is the one untouchable piece in Charlotte.
Sounds like a foundational piece to me, Pen.
He is
building with
Pen.
is different than building around.
Building with.
Pen, I want to ask you though, is Knueppel is he even better than Brandon Miller? Or do you think more highly of him than Brandon Miller?
I think he is, but
I don't think so. But
barring health, Mars, is that what you're telling me?
I'm not as high on Brandon Miller as you guys. I think Con is better.
This take may age like milk, but many of my takes often do. So I will say that I think Knueppel right now is a top 75 player in the NBA.
I don't have a list, and I'm not about to get into that.
To me, he
sounds
feels
a bit
like given the context that he's playing with, given the lack of spacing at times that he plays with, given the lack of talent that he sometimes plays with, the things that this guy's able to do, I can only imagine what his skill set translates to in a better environment. So build the better environment in Charlotte, and we'll see what he becomes. But I think,
all right, Drenchy. So Drench, before we fly off the freeway in this Ferrari, let's bring it back, right? Let's bring it back. To your point, we got Knueppel as a foundation player. We got Kalkbrenner as a foundation player. We're building this unit, and now there's going to be a style of play that we have to have that's conducive to these dudes.
Yeah.
Right. That's conducive to what these guys do, as opposed to we're building this unit around Knueppel. Okay, let's I think that we pass stuff like that. Let's chill out.
I like Con.
I like Con.
I did not think that he was going to be this good. Does this pick with
my ceiling is not that high?
Does this make up for the Solange pick?
Solange.
Tijan Salon, the guy who they
drafted.
Who's already not getting it. Make up for it. I mean,
same shit.
I think Con is so good that like you can kind of forget about the fact that they wasted the 6th overall pick last year. But I don't think it makes up for it. Like, at the end of the day, you wasted a top 6 pick on Tijan Salon. Like, that's just bad.
Who ain't better than
I don't remember the last time I saw Tijan Salon play. It might have been like
I don't
opening
remember
week.
neither.
Like, he's not even getting minutes in year 2 on a team that's
He's a project.
Yo, fellas, we about to transition into the next super chat and then get into our fast breakdown. Before we do that, though, Pin, you said he's a top 75 player, and I have our top 75 list from last year. So I'm gonna just throw some names, and you let me know if they're better than these guys. Brandon Ingram.
Ingram was 75th.
I said
no, he's not. He's not better. He's not better than Brandon Ingram.
OG Anunoby.
No, he's not better than OG.
Norman Powell.
No, he's not better than Norman Powell.
Rudy Gobert.
We're too high in the tiers right now.
Yeah, I would.
I mean that we're literally.
I would take.
You know what? You taking Knueppel over Rudy Gobert?
Yeah, I don't care.
Taking Knueppel over Rudy today?
Yeah, fuck Rudy Gobert.
And I'm gonna throw out some more names too. Lauri Markkanen, Jared Allen, Austin Reeves. You think he's better than Fred VanVleet?
Of course you do.
Yeah, I do.
He's not better than any.
I do think he's better than Fred VanVleet.
No, is he better than Devin Vassell? You don't believe that. You don't believe that, Payne.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand how good you think. I think Knueppel is. Like, what I'm watching right now is not a rookie. This does not look like a rookie. He's more composed.
Shit franchise team. I mean,
bro, everybody knows. Everybody in the world, everybody in the building knows exactly what shot he's gonna get. Every single person is honed in on him, and he still gets the shot off. Go make it.
He don't really care. He's playing against the Hornets.
I'm sorry, Ron. Ron, get back to it, Ron. I apologize, Ron. My fault.
Jeremy Grant, yeah, he is.
Yeah,
Devin Vassell.
Yes.
No, he's not better than Devin Vassell.
I think this is Con's tier. Like, these names are the. I think this is from what I've seen.
He's not better than Brandon Ingram. Okay,
Michael Porter Jr.
not better than Devin Vassell.
He's not better than MPJ. But like, this is.
I'll take him over MPJ.
Right, he got it. But like, I think Devin Vassell, and I think that's Con's tier.
I'm not trying to clip farm. He actually plays defense.
Yes, you are trying to clip farm. We know what you're doing, Ron. Come on, brother.
I think
do you realize that Michael Porter Jr. plays with the worst defense in the NBA?
I realize.
If Knueppel was on the Nets, they'd be a better team.
That's what I realized.
If Knueppel was on the Nets, no, they wouldn't. No, they wouldn't. Because
The Hornets are 25th in
last year
defense.
before Con got
If Michael Porter Jr. was on the Hornets, they probably would be a better team. I could probably tell you. I would believe that before you try to hoodwink me into thinking if Con was on the Nets, they'd be better.
Nah.
I can probably make a serious argument that if Michael Porter
Yo,
Jr.
the
was
jig
on the
is
You
up.
Hornets,
actually,
The jig is up,
think Con Knipple's better than MPJ today?
No,
I
he
do.
doesn't think that. You know good and goddamn well he don't think that, boy.
He said he
He's a
thinks
very
it.
good.
You-
Yo,
but you
first of
know
all, I
good
think
and
Con's.
damn well
First of all,
he
I
don't
think
think
Con's
that,
playmaking is hella underrated. I think his court processing is
I agree.
hella underrated. I think his effort on defense and his just ability to be in the right place. Yeah, he's not very athletic. Fine, but he gets there. He gets there every single time. Offensively, he makes the right read every single time. When the defender sags off, he is the first person to notice the mistake. I don't think that y'all are appreciating how well coached that this guy is and how well he is processing the court. I see Michael Porter Jr. make more mistakes on the court.
Pen, first and foremost, he is a rookie. He doesn't
I
understand the
don't
pro
care. What do I care if he's a
Bro,
rookie?
just
reason
because you're
why
a
I
rookie
can't-
doesn't mean you don't understand. That's not
That's
always
exactly
true.
what it means, Mars.
He
That's
might
not
win
different
Rookie of
than
the Year in a class that he was supposed
Being a
to
rookie
be like
doesn't
a top 14
automatically
pick.
mean you lack understanding just because you're a rookie. There's been
Chill.
high IQ.
I have watched every single
Okay,
rookie
and
in
with
this
those high
league
IQ
for the
with
last
those high-
15 years.
those
I have
high
not
IQ
seen a lot of
rookies,
rookies
they
who process
struggle
the
in
court.
things.
Okay.
And
That's
let's
fine.
just-
You can struggle. That doesn't change that you understand. Like Luca came in, understood what was going on.
Yes. And how did that work out?
If
Court
Luka came in-
processing
okay,
this early
are we
is
really
a very
up-
good
so,
sign. No,
this
yo,
is not
we
something
are.
that's-
How
this is
how
not
are we?
something-
Hold on, chill.
Oh my
He
goodness.
is Austin.
This is so
Okay, yo,
nuts.
we watch
Because
Austin Reeves.
when I say
We're
rookie,
watching
when-
Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves really
Yep.
good. I promise I'm not comparing these two because they're both white.
Sure, because
We
I'm
watch
listening
Austin
to these
Reeves,
dudes
and
from
what
Pitt.
is his advantage?
Luka
His
is-
ability to shoot, his ability to pass, his ability to dribble, his ability to laterally move space. Like we are not used to players who don't have a lot of elite burst at the rim being able to be successful. But now almost every guy who's successful is like a big playmaker in the mold of Con Knippel. Cade is not super bursty at the rim. Jalen Brunson's not super bursty at the rim. When you can dribble past, shoot, and process the court at the level Con can, and you have this level of flamethrower jump shot, dude, he is better than Austin Reeves at the same age, and it's not close. And he's in the same archetype.
First of all, he's not better than Austin Reeves at that age. That's number one. He's not.
Are
better
you
than Austin
crazy?
I'm not
Austin Reeves
crazy.
went undrafted as a.
Reeves- Yeah, it doesn't matter. Austin
Well,
Reeves
again,
is
undrafted
good
doesn't mean that you're
college.
worse, but-
Like, what are you talking
Wait,
about?
so he's not better than Wichita State, Austin Reeves?
Are you kidding me right now, Jordan?
I don't think so. I think Austin Reeves always had it. Always had it.
I'm
I
not
think
gonna
Austin Reeves
speak on
always
things
had
that I'm not well versed in. I'm gonna leave that alone. But
it. Yeah, college.
I
bro,
know.
if
I know.
you- if you're
Oklahoma
a
Austin
big
Reeves
college
was
guy,
bad.
If
And that boy
you
was
a big
cold.
college guy,
I don't
you
know-
know
I don't know
who
about
Austin Reeves
Wichita.
was. Like
I
you
don't know about
who
Wichita, but
I don't know about-
State, Austin
yeah,
Reeves is-
yeah.
Hey,
Hey, but-
Oklahoma, yeah, he was there.
Okay, hold on.
Hold on, so
Austin
Pitt-
Reeves
Pitt-
averaged 4 points per game as a freshman. You're telling me that this Con Knippel is not better than that Austin Reeves?
Well, to be fair,
You got it.
Con's 20 now. To be fair,
Yeah,
Pin,
but I'm talking
I
about
wanna-
him as a
Not
freshman.
18 or 19.
Okay,
Pin,
he
I wanna
averaged 8
bring
points
it-
per game.
I want to bring it to right now, though. And this is a list that we made last year, so it may be a little skewed, but I'm
He's
going to
not
start
better
at the
than Isaiah
bottom.
Hartenstein, and he's 98.
Pin, I'm going to start at the bottom, and you tell me where to stop.
He made it
So
Dylan
I'm going to
Brooks
just keep,
either.
I'm gonna just
He's not better
keep
than
going
Dylan
up. You tell me where to stop, Pin.
He should
Or
stop
is
at
he
100.
better than any of these guys?
Yes.
Stop at
Ty
100. He's not
Jerome,
better than.
He's better than
He's
Ty
not better
Dylan
than
Brooks. Better than
He's not
Shaden
better than
Sharp.
Dylan.
He's not better than
Better than
Ty
Drew
Jerome.
He's
Holiday.
better than
He's not
Shaden Sharp?
Brooks.
Yes, he is.
How is he better than Dylan Brooks?
He's not even close
On
to
what
being better
level?
than Dylan Brooks.
Yo,
Yeah, he
hold
is better
up.
than
Just
Dylan Brooks.
hold up right quick. Before we debate every name, I just want to see where Pin has him. So
All right, okay.
you said he's better than Shaden Sharp, so that means
Yup.
he's 95. Tell me when to
No,
keep
he is
stopping.
not. What the fuck?
He's not better than Hartenstein either. but
He
whatever.
better than Ty Jerome?
No,
Better than Ty Jerome.
Better
We
than
haven't
Russell
seen Ty
Westbrook?
Jerome play this season. We'll leave that alone.
Better than Westbrook?
Better than Josh Hart.
fuck
better
no.
than
Come
No,
on,
he's
man.
No, he's-
not. Better than Russell Westbrook, TJ
No.
McConnell, DeAndre
All
Hunter,
right, Ron,
Andrew
this
Wiggins,
shit is a
John
troll. Let's
Collins,
get this shit
Nikola
off of here,
Vucevic,
man.
Devin Vassell,
Vooch?
RJ Barrett, yeah, for sure.
He is
You know
Bradley
he's not
Beal?
better than Laurie.
No,
No,
he's
he
not
is
better
not
than
better
Laurie.
than RJ.
He not
Bradley
better than
Beal,
RJ.
Marking in the 80s.
Bradley Beal,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
games
Jordan Poole, yes. Malik Beasley, get that trash
my
out of here.
fucking
Kobe
God.
White, 100%. Yes, he is.
Is he
I
better
ain't
than
going
Trey
to-
Murphy?
The player that he's better than on this list.
Yeah, I'll give it to him over.
Oh
Trey
no, I've
Murphy.
seen players. I definitely think he's better.
I'll give it to him over Trey Murphy. I
I
won't
don't
give it
think
to him
he's
over
better than
Malik
none of
Monk.
these players they just showed.
I'll give it to him over Andrew Nemhart. I'll give it to him over
Miles
Miles
Turner?
Turner. I'll give it to him over MPJ. I'll give it to him over Tobias Harris. I'll give it to him easily over to CJ McCollum.
He's not better than Peyton Pritchard. He's not better than
Yes,
CJ
he is better than
McCollum. What the
Peyton
He's
fuck
not
we
better.
doing?
Oh my god.
Keep moving up. Keep moving up. Keep moving up. He's better than Nas Reed. Better than
Is he
Miles
better than Cam
Bridges.
Johnson? Is he better than Cam Johnson?
Cam Johnson been really shitty right now, but I can't give
I'm
him.
gonna take that as a yes.
All right, but you can give him Michael.
So
Porter
this
Jr.
is
though, right? You can give him
some
Michael
straight
Porter Jr.
fanboy shit
Let's
right
go.
here that we're doing.
Uh-huh.
Talking about he's not
we
better
carry
than
on?
Cam
Can we carry
Johnson.
on?
I'm not even
Come
that
on,
big.
man.
I'm not even that big.
Keep
a fan.
going, Ron.
Straight
Keep going,
I'm not
Ron.
even that big of a
fanboy
fan.
shit.
Keep going,
I'm not even that big
I
of a
want to
fan.
see how high this is
Keep
going.
going,
I wanna
Ron.
see how high
I
this
want
is
keep going, Ron.
Not better than Giddey, not better than Caruso, not better than Gordon, better than Fred VanVleet, better than Jalen Green. What I saw of Jalen Green this year, he looked amazing. But better than Jalen Green for sure. Better than
Pen, is Michael Porter Jr. not better than Alex Caruso?
Michael Porter. No, he's not.
All right, okay, that's fine. That's cool. I see what
I've
we're
only
going.
seen one of them lock
All
up.
right, all right, Penn. I think we're about done. I don't think he's
I
better
see
than
where we
anybody
going
else.
with
up
this.
there.
Y'all just
I
move
did
up.
know that
Better than
Michael
DeMar
Porter Jr.
DeRozan. I'll give you that. 100%.
See,
Keep
let's
moving,
keep
keep
going,
moving,
see?
keep moving, keep moving. Go, just scroll up real fast. Zach LaVine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it to him over Zach LaVine.
Scotty?
No.
Damn, Con better than Zach LaVine?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyone else?
He hasn't been better
Julius
than
Randle,
John
huh?
Morant.
He better than Julius Randle too, huh?
No, he's not better than Julius
It's
Randle.
no way that we're in
Okay,
this
yeah,
series.
okay. It's not
Yeah,
gonna be
we're
here.
good, we're
It's
good,
not
we're
gonna
good,
be
we're
here.
good.
It's not gonna be here.
So yeah, roughly top 75. I could have a
No,
debate
he
about
was
some of those
Con.
guys. I could
I
have a
thought I
debate
was like
between him
higher on
and
Con than
MPJ.
everyone up here, but apparently not. Yeah, whoopsie.
I had
We're
no
not-
idea. Mars, I had
Mars,
no idea.
I'm gonna say
MPJ
this
I had
again.
no idea
We not
Caruso
wrong.
better than
We
MPJ. I
early.
had no idea.
And I'm just telling you, it's not about. I'm not even saying that he's gonna be this in a year. I'm saying he is this now. Just wait till he gets the right context around him. Wait till he gets the shots. Do you realize
Get the right context around him, he'll be a corner boy.
Hold on. The right
Okay, I
context
think you're
is he gets the right
drastically
shots. Hold on.
All right.
LaMelo Ball. Jordan, you realize as good a shooter Con is, LaMelo and Miles Bridges take more threes per 100 possessions. Do you realize what will happen when that actually shifts in his favor? When he gets to take 13 or 14 threes per 100 possessions? He's going to be averaging 26. Easy.
Get the fuck out of here. Come on, man. What? So you say he going 100% if he shoot 13 threes? That's what
Do you know,
saying.
do,
That
do you know
would
what
be
13
39
times 3
points,
is? Because
okay.
that's
That'd be
39.
39 points, but close enough.
And
Right,
I didn't
67%,
say he's just going to shoot
Fuck, I
threes.
forgot. Let me
He's a
subtract my
complete
per 100
scorer.
possessions. Fuck
Yeah,
it.
there
My
you go,
bad.
there
Let
you
me
go,
subtract that.
Okay, man. I'm sorry. Okay. Sorry to trigger y'all, but Con is really that good.
I mean, the guy's shooting 12 threes per 100. I don't know how many more threes you want.
85.
15.
Like 12 threes is a lot of threes.
15.
So
Yeah,
Brandon
15 up.
What do we need to do
three-point
per
rate.
How
100?
many
Let's just
how many
do
is he
what
shooting? How many is he
doing
shooting
now.
per game?
How many does he
many-
shoot in reality? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah,
How
let's
many is
just
he
shoot
shooting
in
per
reality,
game?
not hypothetical.
8.5. 8.5.
8.5 per game? Okay.
That's a lot of
Which
threes.
is
game,
a
though.
lot of
That's
threes, by the
lot.
way. Yeah, that's a lot of threes.
What is he shooting?
8.5, I want to say would be like top 10-ish in the league, top 15,
So what is he shooting from three? What is his
That
percentage?
matters.
43, 44%.
Okay. So if Penn, we switch that up to 15 threes a game, he's still shooting. He can shoot 15.
I just want to remind you that
Knueppel was 10th in the
I
league
just
in
want to
three-point
remind you,
attempts per
Jordan,
game.
that
He's 10th.
undrafted senior Austin Reeves at the age of 23 at Oklahoma shot 30% from three in college.
Austin Reeves didn't come in
That's
as a
the
shooter.
guy
He came in-
that
he
you're
came in
saying
as a
Who
scorer.
is better.
cares? But why does that matter? Like who
Well,
cares?
Con's a better
Austin Reeves
shooter than
is
Reeves.
a better
but-
player
Con's a
than
better
him.
shooter than Reeves right now.
I'm trying to tell you
Yeah,
that
but
at a
that doesn't
younger
matter.
age, he
Austin
is
Reeves a better
better
player than him.
and
At
bigger
shooting.
than the
Shooting.
same guy.
But Penn, he's not better than him right now, though, right?
No.
No, he wasn't better
No,
than when he
Austin
was at
Reeves is better.
Oklahoma.
Okay. Cool.
All right.
I
Penn,
watched-
we're
I
gonna
watched him
move
run
on.
point
I
guard
think
last
Jordan
year. Okay.
underrates Con and Penn overrates Con. That's my opinion.
I'm
Can
not
we get to a
underrating
middle
him. I'm
ground,
just trying to
please?
put him in his
Can we
right
do that?
place. I'm
Can we
just
get
trying to put
somewhere
him
in
in
the
his
middle?
right place. That's
You
it.
said in the right situation he's a corner boy. I think you're underrating him.
Yeah, I mean, no, hold on. I'm gonna clear that up because in a different, if he with the Bulls, he's not a corner boy. But if he's on the Lakers right now with that roster, guess what he'll be?
I
In
don't
the
think you're
corner.
getting the most out of him then in that situation. I think you're
That's
just
the right
wasting his
situation for
time.
him. That's the right
That's
situation
part.
for him.
That's part of
That's
basketball.
what I'm saying. That's the right situation.
No,
for
that's
him.
fine. He can play that role for sure. But
Yeah.
in terms of Penn's point of
Yeah.
the right context around Con Knueppel, it wasn't.
Yo,
make
Jordan,
him a
you
role
know how
player.
you know it's legit?
Put the right
You ain't
situation
never
around
seen
him.
me glaze a white player before. Have you? Be for real. You have
What?
never. You have
Jokic,
never. Oh wait, my bad.
Jokic one of us.
Yeah, let's make sure we don't forget
And
that.
Luka. And Luka.
He is.
That's just
And
a disgusting.
Sabonis.
Hey,
statement
shout
to
to
make.
Jokic,
Like,
man.
that's-
Hey,
I'm
That's
just
just a
saying,
thing to
Pen, I'm just
say.
saying the context that you
It's
trying to
true.
create.
I was
is
getting- I was
is like
confused.
Khan
Bob
Cousins,
Cousy
first-team
sucks.
All-NBA,
Caitlin
All-Star,
Clark
and
sucks.
that's just not
Hey,
the
I ain't,
context.
I ain't, I ain't
Cage
know-
Beckers,
I ain't know
and
Jokic
Con
was one of
Knueppel
them.
probably the only two. Even with the Cooper Flag thing, I think I was like more hating on Cooper Flag more than liking him because I kept saying like,
Oh, hell no.
AJ DeBonsa would go over him in the draft. I always
Bro, he
introduced it
just
with
a
that. I don't
sick
think he's
dude, bro.
generational.
Yeah, but
That's
Pen,
just the weird thing to
let's reel
say.
it back in. Let me slow down because I'm saying the context that you trying to put Con Knueppel in is first team All NBA, is All-Star level, and I'm saying he's never gonna be in that context. He would be in the context that I'm talking about before he get into that or what you think he's gonna be. That's what I was basically harping on. That's why I said with the Bulls, he won't be a corner ball, but he damn sure won't be the
He
leading
doesn't need
force
to be
of the Bulls.
first
I can tell you
team
that right
All
now. He won't
NBA
be
to
that.
be better than the players that I'm saying he's better than. I didn't put him over anyone
Well,
who's made a first team All NBA team.
I mean, but the way you,
Michael Porter Jr. first team All NBA.
I mean,
must
that's how
be
you want to
lost.
see it, sure. But your talent level is skewed. You think Caruso is better than Michael Porter Jr. So I mean, that's just. But you draw the line at Cam Johnson. So
just stand
that's
on, just
what we
stand
do.
on that, Jordan. Just stand on that. Right situation. He in a white T-shirt, curb serving.
All right, Chuck.
Straight curb.
Hey.
That's
All right,
what's
y'all.
going on,
I'm
man.
running a
Just
poll
stand
right
on
now.
that.
I'm running a poll right now. I'm asking you guys, will Con Knueppel ever be an all-star? Simple question. Yes or no? But Pin, we're going to head into a direction that I think you're going to actually like. And we're going to be segued by this super chat from GOAT7850. Jumping into our fast breakdown, the super chat from GOAT7850 said, the Scotty Barnes hype is no cap. He's a game-wrecking defender. That is the entire glue to the Raptors' defense. Positional versatility is insane, from ball pressure, switching, and rim protection.
Scotty, all right. Scotty, pretty good.
Yeah,
He's a pretty
and
good,
that-
pretty
is
good
he
basketball
top 10?
player.
Is he top 10?
Decent.
No, he's not top 10.
Oh, okay. Is he top 20?
No, he's top 11.
Okay, so he right
joking.
outside.
I'm
Okay,
joking.
so
I'm
on a
joking.
good
I'm
day, he
joking.
could be 8.
No, he's
Okay.
top 20. He's top 20. He's a top 20 player for sure.
I mean, 11 is in the top 20, so
I was joking about 11. He's not the
Oh,
11th best
okay.
player in the league this year.
he might be 20, huh?
Fellas, and that leads us into our fast breakdown segment. We are going to talk about some of the games that happened last night, starting with Scotty Barnes and the Toronto Raptors. But Scotty Barnes wasn't the best player on the Raptors. Last night, it was Brandon Ingram. But the Raptors beat the Cleveland
It
Cavaliers.
was Sandro Mamukelashvili, casual.
Oh, my bad.
Mamu.
But the Raptors
It was
beat the
Brandon
Cavs
Ingram.
by a score of 110-99. The Raptors are now 13-5, and the Cleveland Cavaliers are now 12-7. That's good for the Raptors to be the number 2 seed, and Cleveland is now the number 4 seed. But in this game, Mamu, according to Penn, the best player on the Raptors, had 12 points, 9 rebounds, 3 assists. Brandon Ingram, 37 points, 7 rebounds. Scotty Barnes, 18 points and 11 rebounds. As for the Cleveland Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell didn't really He ain't really have his
He had a
best
bad
game.
game last night. He did. He had a bad game shooting.
He had a
the
couple
basketball. He
bad
did.
games this week.
Yeah.
I mean, within the last couple of weeks, too.
Really? Are you serious? I mean, so you forget about the 37 that he had a couple of nights ago, and the 32 that he had the night before that, and the 35 that he had the night before that. What are you talking about, Jordan? I know how you feel
You don't
about
Said he's had a
that.
couple
Yeah,
games.
but life,
do.
bad games.
but life
Yeah,
hits
you
you
remember the
different when
game
you go
he
up
played
against
against
top
Rockets?
10 defense, though, Cho. Life hits you different when you go up
Yeah,
against
he
top
had
10
a he had
defense.
Played
a
against
not
the
great
Rockets?
game against Houston. Yeah, that was about a week,
Not great.
about a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't great.
I think Jacoby did a great job on him. I think Scotty did
I
a
do
great
too.
job helping out.
Yeah.
I think Ochai.
He had
off the
another
bench.
bad game before that, too, though, Mars,
We,
right?
we just got a lot of long
The other
switchable
Raptors
defenders.
game, I think.
The
The other
Raptors,
And I
yeah, I
think
think the
that- I
Raptors
The
think
other
had
that-
him
time
in
they
the
lost to the
chokehold.
Raptors. Yeah.
Penn, I think the difference in that
He
game
struggled
was-
against Toronto both times. I think they
Yeah.
played each other twice.
Yep.
3 times. No, actually 3 times.
But Donovan Mitchell
Oh,
played
yeah,
I
twice.
think he missed.
I don't know
think
if
he
Donovan
missed-
Mitchell played that
I
one.
think he missed one of those 3 games.
Yeah.
However, but Penn, I think the difference in that game last night was how you guys attacked that zone. Brandon Ingram in particular, when he was at the top of the zone, when you had both when Cleveland had both Porter and Donovan Mitchell at the top of the zone, when the ball swung, he would attack Porter's side of the zone and get into the teeth of their defense. He would just shoot right over the top of them. And they didn't really have anybody to slow that down. On top of that, I thought that they did a really good job on the glass and getting second chance opportunities. I thought that was the difference in the game last night.
Mm-hmm. I agree with you. I think Scotty was very instrumental as key points of the game in terms of changing the dynamics of the game, the pace of the game. I think he was more or less our only real point guard out there other than Jamal Shed, because Emmanuel quickly was just kind of off in his own world, doing his own thing, like just playing bullshit basketball. Emmanuel quickly's been playing really well, but the last couple games, he's been totally off the rails again. I think the Ingram thing, it's a little bit overrated to me. I don't think the game was as good as the box. I don't think the game. I don't think the game.
What did I do?
I don't think the game
wasn't good.
No, he was fine.
You don't
he was
get
joking.
the joke.
He was joking.
Yeah,
he was
you don't
joking.
get the joke.
That's sarcasm. No, I don't think, like, when I've seen 37-point games, there's different classes of 37-point games, 40-point games in the NBA. There's 40 points when you get it and you change the dynamics of the game. There's 40 points when you force it. And I think Ingram forced a lot yesterday. I think he over dribbled, over penetrated, missed open cutters all the time. That's not really how we play basketball.
But that's not his game, though, anyway, Penn.
But it has been his game. It has been his game. Would you believe me if I told you that in terms of front court touches on the Raptors, Scotty Barnes is the leader in front court touches? Would I tell you? So he gets the ball more than Ingram in the front court. Ingram has played off of that and has been very good. Ingram is a bailout guy, right? On our team, he is the one guy who can get his shot off.
Wait a minute, rewind.
6 seconds.
I want to make sure I'm following you. You told me that Ingram, he was missing cutters and he was taking a lot of.
He was making shots.
But if he's missing cutters again, that's really not his game. I want to make sure.
Shots.
Right, I do want to make sure I'm following.
Yeah,
you.
37.
And I did see a couple of stretches. For example, Cleveland had cut the lead. They had cut the lead down to 4 at one point. With them cutting the lead down to 4, he ended up making a 3 on the right wing, and that took the lead back up to 7. And then on top of that, you guys, I don't know how his dumb ass did this. It wasn't Porter, but the other guard that they had. He ended up pushing the guy and getting an offensive foul. Then you get the ball right back the next trip, and then you score again with Brandon Ingram being a connector. So I thought that Brandon Ingram did a lot of good things in this game yesterday.
He did do a lot of good. He did a lot of good
things.
Things. He did a lot of great things but his game was very mixed. There were plays where I feel he over dribbled, overlooked for his shot, and there was a particular play where he sort of flagged out Scotty Barnes. He had an advantage. We always pitch ahead in transition. That's why we're the number 1 transition team. When you over penetrate and then force the collapse and then do not pass the open cutter or open man, our offense breaks down. When guys go 3, 4, 5 trips down the court and they don't touch the ball, they're out of rhythm. Now you throwing them the ball, they're out of rhythm. That's not how we play basketball. That's not Toronto Raptors basketball. That's not what's made us successful. I know the narrative from people who don't watch the team. They're like, they added BI and everything got great. No, it's not. Brandon
What
Ingram
exactly is your brand of basketball? We got a different personnel this season than we did last
Jordan,
year.
You're not about to school me on what the Raptors are doing.
I just want to.
But I'm about to school you on how basketball works, because at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck how much you think Scotty Barnes and the Raptors are this good. They gotta adjust to fucking Brandon Ingram. Like, he not coming over there to fucking adjust to them. Like, this how y'all play. Like, no. Brandon Ingram's the best scorer. All that shit y'all used to do when y'all was trash.
How'd that work out for the Pelicans last year? How'd that work out for the Pelicans last year?
He wasn't there.
Huh?
What are you doing, yo?
Yeah, he was
First of all,
hurt.
I don't know who you think Brandon Ingram is, or if you think I'm gonna start insulting.
He's a bucket getter. That's what he is.
Yeah.
He's a scoring.
We know about to turn Brandon
yo.
Ingram's game of the season into a Brandon Ingram slander session. We know about
No, we're not doing that.
Because Jordan acting like we fucking drafted. We got Michael Jordan up here. It ain't Michael Jordan, bro.
No,
Why
he's
did
not
y'all get
acting like
Brandon
that.
Ingram to be a connector? He never been a fucking connector in his life. What did y'all get? What did y'all actively get Brandon Ingram for?
Okay, first of all, we got Brandon Ingram because he is the one player. Try to hear what I'm saying without trying to like. I'm speaking to Jordan. Like try to hear what I'm about to say without thinking about what you're going to say in response, and just try to absorb and understand that you're talking to a person who has watched every possession of this team play twice. Okay, so just hear me out and pretend that I actually know what the fuck I'm talking about. What I'm saying is that Brandon Ingram is the only player on this team that I trust with 6 seconds on the clock. But he is not the player that I trust to set up in the first 6 seconds of the clock. The Toronto Raptors last year were in a lot of close games down the stretch, and they lost those games because they didn't have players who can close out tight possessions. Brandon Ingram is a special scorer in that regard, in that he is a pull-up threat, and his greatest strength right now is that he is able to invite the double team, potentially sometimes even a triple team, and make the read out of that. He is not Luka Doncic. He is not Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. He is not Donovan Mitchell. He is not that level of talent who can now score over double teams. But on single coverage, He is as good as any scorer in the league on single coverage. If you put single on him, he is going to go to the basket and score every time.
He got doubled a few times last night and he scored the basketball.
Occasionally it will work, but over the long haul, Brandon Ingram scoring pull-up jump shots over double teams has never been a successful formula, and he is not the level of talent who can do that consistently and win basketball games. Shea is, Luka is, Embiid is. There's tiers to superstardom and stardom in the NBA.
Sure.
DeMar DeRozan is not that level of score. Kawhi is. The gap is no. Look, if you tell me, Jordan, the gap in separation here is very important here. If you tell me that we just took in 2018 Kawhi, by all means, everybody bend, cater to him. He is a very upper tier superstar. Ingram is not that. Scotty is not that. Our team dynamic works on the basis of moving the basketball and moving human beings in space.
Sure.
100%.
Jamal Shed is number 2 in the league, number 2 behind Nikola Jokic in assists per 36 minutes. And I think he turns the ball over less than Jokic. Largely, the entire offense is predicated on Scotty's ability to read the court.
Can we come to a pause really quick?
Go ahead.
Because I think you're going to the extreme about what we saying that Brandon Ingram is to the Toronto Raptors. Nobody is saying that he's Shai Gilgeous-Alexander or Luka. Nobody is saying that.
Cool.
I'm basically observing from what you think from the play you put up of Brandon Ingram last night, and you was like, he need to cut this bullshit out. Darko got to grow some balls and stop him. I didn't see nothing like he made a play that every basketball player would do.
But that's not our offense. I don't care if every basketball player in AAU does that. That's not who we are. We don't do that. Okay, I'm just trying to tell you, the Raptors don't do that. The Raptors do not dribble 1-on-3, have an open shooter, and not make that pass. That's how the defense becomes stagnant and sets up on you. I'm going to tell you right now.
With every player in the NBA.
I don't care about every player in the NBA. That's not how we play basketball. Jordan, I don't give a fuck, bro. This is not. We're not playing American basketball.
Right, I get your point, Penn, about that's not
play.
I get your point about that's not how
a lot of plays.
Well, see, but Penn,
the motherfucker had 37 last night.
I don't care, Jordan.
But
I don't care. I don't care about 37, 52. I don't care about these numbers. I'm not a box score merchant. I ain't no PRA merchant.
Penn, what I'm
we could have won
asking,
that game 100 different ways last night. 100 different ways.
Yes, but what you're losing
won a
me
fucking game, and he had 37. What fuck are you talking about?
You're losing me with the identity of this team offensively. Well, why did you get Brandon Ingram? You bought Brandon Ingram in to
be a connector, Kill. That's why they got him.
No, they did not.
Brandon Ingram is a very good passer. Hold up. I believe that Brandon Ingram has left a lot of production on the table in the past 7 years by playing bullshit basketball. I believe that the best version of Brandon Ingram is yet to be seen. I think the best version of Brandon Ingram can be unlocked in a movement-friendly, spacing offense that is constantly shifting pieces. Grady Dick is like plus 20 on the court, off the court, because he shifts offense. Jamal Shed, Mamu, these players, these are the types of players that, quite frankly, and shout outs to Willie Green, Darko Rajakovic, 100 times better coach too. This is the type of system that can unlock the best version of Brandon Ingram. Consider what happened with Kevin Durant's game in OKC versus
with Brandon Ingram being Brandon Ingram.
Okay. Brandon Ingram is nowhere close the talent or scorer that Kevin Durant is. However, the same gap that existed, which is to say, if we can make Brandon Ingram 15% more effective, we will do that. Yeah. Now, Brandon Ingram has had a very interesting couple of games here where in the previous night, he shot 6 for 18.
Yep.
Not efficient. Earlier in the season, when he was buying into what we wanted to do, he was still scoring his 20, but he was scoring the highest 2-point percentage of his career.
Sure.
That's what we do to players. Our offense unlocks cleaner looks. You become a better basketball player when you come play with the Toronto Raptors. You unlock the best version of yourself.
They didn't fucking make the playoffs last year.
I don't care. They weren't trying to make the playoffs.
But Penn,
they were not trying to make the playoffs. Jordan. They actively rested players.
But Penn, I want to stay with Penn. I want to stay. Penn, stay with me, Penn. I want to stay with where you are because, like you just said, we're unlocking.
Chill. No, we're about to lock this up and move on. Okay. And I'm throwing the key away. Shout out to the Toronto Raptors. They're on an 8-game winning streak.
We'll pick this up later, Penn.
We're gonna move on to the next game, because I also got to shout out the Detroit Pistons. They got a win last night against the Indiana Pacers, and they are on a 13-game winning streak. It wasn't much of a surprise that they beat the Pacers, but they did beat the Pacers by a score of 122 to 117. The Pistons are at the top of the East and are second in the league with a record of 15-2. And ironically, the opposite is the same for the Pacers. They are 2-15. In this game, Cade Cunningham had 24 points, 11 rebounds, 6 assists. Jalen Duren, 17 points, 12 rebounds. And off the bench, shout out the boy Karis LeVert. 22 minutes, he had 19 points, doing what he does best. On the other side, for the Indiana Pacers, Pascal Siakam, 24 points, 8 rebounds. Off the bench, Jarris Walker, 21 points. Thoughts on the Pistons, fellas?
That was a dogfight last night, Ron. Contrary to popular belief, don't let that. As good as Detroit is,
they got on them for a second.
That was a dogfight they were in last night, and Detroit was able to, get out of there the way that they were able to get out of there. But I think that Indiana, I thought they made it hard on them late in the game in terms of getting shots, in terms of tough shots that they had to make. And you know how I feel about a guy or a team that constantly has to make tough shots. And I thought that, players like Jarris Walker consistently put pressure on their defense. And Isaiah Jackson came in and gave them some really good minutes. That game wasn't, even though Detroit just won their 13 straight, that game wasn't as far away as people think. No, they was in a dogfight last night. 100% that they were.
Yeah, 13 wins, ties a franchise record.
Yep.
So
we now get to see, and I think we're in a space now with Detroit where I get to see now what this group looks like. They just got Karis LeVert back. They got Toby back. They got Jaden Ivey back. Jalen Duren is in the lineup. Stu is in the lineup. Now I get to see what this group looks like in terms of their offense. I get to see what this group looks like in terms of connecting passes, defensively, how connected they are. I get to see where exactly they are. My biggest issue with them has been, and I do need to see it improve. Same thing with Bam being able to finish around the rim. Same thing with Cade. That's my biggest issue with him because I feel like if he can finish around the rim more, I think that's going to open up so much more offense for them. I thought that Jalen Duren this season, before they came into the season, I thought that he was going to be the difference in their offense. And I feel like he has been because of his ability to finish around the rim. That's definitely helped them. But now I get to see what this group really looks like. And JB Bickerstaff, I got to give him credit like I did last year. He's doing a great job with this group. He 100% is.
All right, well, shout out to Detroit. We'll see just how long their winning streak can go. The next game I got for you guys is the Battle of New York. And not surprisingly, the Knicks took this game by a score of 113 to 100 over the Brooklyn Nets. The New York Knicks are now 10-6. The Brooklyn Nets 3-14. Karl Anthony Towns dominated this game. He was a plus 25, 37 points, 12 rebounds on 14 of 20 from the field. Jalen Brunson, 27 points. And on the other end for the Nets, Michael Porter Jr., he had an all right game. Went 1 of 9 from 3, only 16 points. But Noah Clowney, 31 points, 7 of 13 from 3. Shout out Noah Clowney.
Jordan, you coach high school kids. That game last night, because I didn't watch the whole game, but I watched a little bit of that game. That looked like JV versus varsity. And that one dude on the JV that could be on the varsity team, that's what that shit looked like last night.
I told you, chill. I know y'all think I'm just trolling when I say I went and saw the Brooklyn Nets team, and I'm just the whole time like, this ain't no fucking talent on this team. Man. Outside of a couple of players, they don't got a lot of NBA guys, I think, that should be in the NBA on the damn team. I'm like, this shit is ridiculous.
Now, Michael Porter Jr. played like
straight garbage last night. Like he played like straight garbage last night, but
the Nets I was on Twitter Spaces last night with somebody who said they knew you from like New York or something. And Chill? He was telling me, you gotta ask Chill. He asking me about the Cleveland Cavaliers. I'm not asking the Cleveland Cavaliers, but I asked him, what's more likely walking down New York to find an Orlando Magic fan or a Brooklyn Nets fan? And he paused for a second. He said, probably Orlando Magic fan.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And that is the truth.
That's
so my suggestion to the Brooklyn Nets is to take back Knicks players, like Knicks legends, players who made a name in New York, maybe had a fan base in New York for the Knicks, and then just start trading for those guys. Bring them back to New York, but as Brooklyn Nets. I think that would be smart.
Like who?
RJ Barrett. Manuel Quickly,
No.
Kristaps Porzingis, guys like that.
Okay.
Like I would target those guys. If I was,
You set all of this up to just get the guys off the team he don't want.
nah, I'm just saying that would be a viable business move for me because if you
And don't know the Raptors would
Hold-
suffer so bad if RJ wasn't on that team. But
Yes, they would.
They
would
would
not
suffer
be.
so
Yes,
bad.
they would.
I
No.
agree.
I don't know ball
agree.
about a team that I watch every night that you don't watch.
RJ is so good at basketball.
No, he ain't
But
saying
this
that,
is-
Pen, but I don't think you give RJ Barrett enough credit for what he does.
He-
for that
he-
team.
He's
RJ
been
Barrett.
like
All right,
trash.
Before,
RJ
before
Barrett.
we get back into the Raptors, y'all, we still in the fast breakdown. I'm trying to get on to this next game,
Well,
which
what
is the
about
Houston
Nets,
Rockets.
About the
Go
Nets.
ahead, go ahead,
Let's keep
Go ahead,
going.
Ox, about the Nets.
No, we don't got time. I'm not tripping. It's no big deal. Keep going.
We got plenty.
Which
of
is
time.
the
We
Houston
gonna
Rockets
be here for
and the
20
Phoenix
extra minutes.
Suns. We got
Damn super chats.
the Houston Rockets beating the Suns by a score of 114-92. The Rockets are now 11-4, and the Suns are 11-7. Amin Thompson, 28 points. He balled out last night. Shot 1 3, made 1 3. He also had 8 assists and 7 rebounds to go along with that 28 points. Off the bench, Aaron Holiday has been playing very good. He went 6 of 10 from 3 and finished with 22 points. On the other end, Dylan Brooks is still on a heater. Maybe, just maybe, he might be their best scorer. He had 29 points last
Relax,
night.
Ron.
Devin Booker,
Fuck.
he had 29 points last night,
Oh
11
my
of 22 from the
God.
field. Devin Booker had only 18 points and was 5 of 13. But the Houston Rockets took the win. Thoughts on this?
So
Man, the
Devin Booker
Rockets
sucks now.
knocked Devin
Need to
Booker
move
ass
over?
up last
Yeah,
night.
they said them booking on doing none against them.
He ain't doing
But-
shit. They did the same thing Donovan Mitchell though. To point, they're gonna
They've
do
been
it to
doing
every
that to a
good
lot.
scorer.
They've been doing that to a lot of the stars.
Yeah. They just won't let them get the ball. Like, you're just not going to get the ball. It became to a point, they were doing it to Devin Booker so bad that I think it went like 2 or 3 possessions where he didn't touch it. And then Devin Booker got some little opening in transition. And as soon as he did, he shot that bit. And I was like, yeah, they got him. I was like, they got him. When you start playing like that, they got you. Because he just
That's all
had to
it
get
take.
one off. And I'm like, and the Rockets did that without KD. You know what I mean? Like, they whooped the Suns' ass without KD. And I think the Suns are a good team.
Yeah, the Suns are, but that no Mark Williams, no Grayson,
of
no
course.
Jalen. Like the Sun, we've seen the Suns fully healthy for how many minutes did Jalen Green play against the Clippers the second time? Like
Probably,
8
we probably
minutes.
seen him healthy for 48 minutes, Mars. The whole
Nah,
season.
because that was
the
second
second
Clippers game, the game where Jalen Green played and Dylan Brooks played, was the first game of the season.
Oh,
The
okay.
Suns had their full lineup, and Jalen Green got hurt in the first quarter. They've had their fully healthy team for about 8 minutes this season, and
Yeah.
they're currently the 6th seed. So, like, good on the Suns. For like
My
how
take
good
looking
they've
good,
been
Mars.
overall.
I'm just letting you know. My take
It
looking
is.
good. Huh?
It's looking good
Yeah,
to start the season. I think
my-
top 10
my
in
two-
offense and defense.
Mine too, Drench, because when Jalen Green is healthy, y'all gonna see that the Suns won that trade.
Oh fuck! I didn't know you was
Y'all
going
gonna
there.
see that the Suns won that
But
trade.
if that's what make our takes joined aligned, Ox, that's cool with
Yes.
me. I just said that the Suns is gonna win more than 41 games this year,
Oh,
and
you
they
did
probably
say
make the
that, yeah.
playoffs. So
You did say
they're
that.
looking good. I told you, less is more, but they can't fuck with the Rockets, Ox. They can't mess with the Rockets. Like, it's over.
met-
Yeah, I
Maybe
don't,
not.
I don't think they can compete.
Maybe
Yeah.
not.
Not a lot of teams can mess with the Rockets. If I'm being real.
But that has more to do with the teams and less to do with Jalen Green, Dylan Brooks, and Kevin Durant.
No, it has a lot to do with Kevin Durant.
Yeah, KD's
It's
a
not
part of
doing-
that, but you know,
It's a lot
I
to
mean,
do
I
with
get
Kevin
you.
Durant. I know you're trying to sneak that in there, but it got a lot to do with Kevin Durant. But it's cool, you know. The Rockets ain't fully healthy yet. Wait till Dorian Finney-Smith get back. Y'all gonna really see some.
That's true.
It's gonna be black.
And
forces all over
Taurean
the
out now.
sideline.
And Taurean out now too. Obviously, no threat this
happened
whole
to him?
season. Like, hip. I think it was his hip. Oblique, maybe.
No,
It was one of those
oblique.
things.
Yeah,
Oblique.
he got
That's
a
it.
really
Yeah.
bad oblique injury. That's a dangerous injury too, though. But
That's what
Dorian
Paolo
Finney-Smith
Franz
coming
had last
back.
year.
Drench,
Shit.
they got Kevin Durant out of Devin Booker's way, and got better.
They do look better than
They
they
brought-
did last
they
year,
brought-
but the
they-
Suns
they
started
brought-
well last year as well. So
I mean,
Right, but
yes,
they-
but
but they
Devin
brought-
Booker
they
is
brought
playing
a
better.
real-
Also,
They brought why? Because they got KD out his way.
I agree.
Then they
I agree. I said that.
They
I
brought
said that,
a
though.
real dog. They brought a real dog in Dylan Brooks over there to come play some real defense. And you know what I'm saying?
see, this is
He
the thing.
come-
You guys are mischaracterized. None of this is about KD or Jalen
Yeah, it
Green
ain't about
or
KD. I
Dylan
was trying
Brooks
to
or
do that
Devin
nasty.
Booker.
It's really about
Tyus
Jalen Green. I was
Jones is
trying
no
to do
longer
Jalen
on the
Green.
team. That's the
Oh,
reason
Tyus-
they
they
look
got
this
Tyus
much.
out the way
Tyus
too.
Jones is off the team. That's what's changed their
Oh,
fortunes.
God, I'm
Tyus
fucking
Jones.
disappointed in you, Bar.
And Mark
All right,
Williams.
y'all.
Mars, when you
Tyus
saw
Jones.
really quickly, Ron, when we
I'm
move
disappointed
forward,
in
Mars,
Bar.
Bradley Beal, that's right.
What'd you think of the kid last night, Mars? Because I know how you feel about him in the dunker spot. What'd you think of the kid last night with the ball?
What kid? Amin?
He know who I'm talking about. He knows exactly who I'm talking about.
I mean, I think he made a mid-range jumper. That was interesting. But
that shit don't be impressive.
I think he's going through the growing pains of trying to be a point guard, and like I'm not. My issue is not saying whether or not that's good for his development. It's in the playoffs. I just don't think this is going to happen. But in the regular season, like this is what you want. Like he wasn't going to be perfect day one. He wasn't going to just figure it out instantly. So he's going to have good games. He's going to have bad games. He was coming off a stretch that was like quite bad for like the last 4 or 5 games. But last night was great, and hopefully it's a step in the right direction. He can do more with the ball, and then he can do stuff in the dunker spot and cutting and all that stuff. And then you end up with this wing/guards combo that is like the most athletic player in the NBA. And look, all-star. But right now, it's just like flashes. That's what I see. I see flashes. I still think you'd probably, while Fred's out, you probably would just put the ball in Reed's hands more. But maybe you go with it, man. I don't know.
Come again?
You mean, Ron, what we drafted him for? Is that what you're trying to say, Ron? So don't start it, Ron. But that's fair. That is fair, Mars. But I really quickly, Jordan, that's fair, Mars. But I know that we do have. I know for a fact that there are some growing pains, but I do see, to your point, the flashes, and I see the improvement. It's just about the consistency, which would explain why I felt like they aren't a championship level team yet. Even with adding KD, I didn't think that they were there, but I do see those flashes. I do see him reading defenses. Like he ended up having a shot on the baseline last night where he ended up getting wrapped up at the rim, took it out, and then fired it underneath the rim to Jabari Smith. That was a big time pass. Then he also got downhill. He had the ball at the top, got downhill, collapsed the defense, and then ended up firing it out to Aaron Holiday, and he ended up cracking the 3. I mean, these are the things that I'm looking for from him, right? In addition to him being able to get into the paint, because he ended up taking Devin Booker one time and getting the and 1. That should have been a flagrant foul, by the way. But he also he also had one where he had a sidestep in the middle of the paint. I mean, I think the skill set and I think the tools are there. It's just now about honing them and getting them and him getting better at that. That's how I feel about him.
All right, fellas, we're gonna go.
Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead.
We're gonna go ahead and jump into these crunch time chats. We got a lot of super chats, so let's see what you guys is talking about in these super chats. The first one I got, we haven't heard from him today. But you guys knew we wasn't going to go a show without hearing from Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said, with the CP3 news, I have been thinking about point guards. Is Luka in the top 15 with guys like Steph, Shea, Magic, Harden, Kidd, Nash, Gary Payton, Stockton, Paul, IT, West, Robertson, AI, Frazier, Russ, Pistol?
Damn.
I put AI and Harden all time as 2 guards. But yeah, I think Luke is a top 15 point guard.
Yes. Of these guys, realistically, 5 are better than Luka. 6,
Shea, Magic.
6.
Yeah. Oh, chill! I had a question for you. Did you know, since Russ is up there, did you know Russell Westbrook is probably going? Russ and Steph, they both going to retire, and Russell Westbrook is probably going to have more points than him.
Yes.
When they retire.
Mm-hmm. I did know.
Yeah.
That.
More points.
So
And
what?
what? And what else?
How many points ahead of him is he? Like a couple thousand?
Like I think a couple hundred. Oh no, maybe close to 1,000. It's like probably close to 1,000. I think.
Russ said he got 2 more years left in him.
Yeah, it's probably close. He said he got 2 more years in him.
He might have 4.
I don't mean that don't mean the league got 2 more years left in him. He said he got 2 more years. We'll see about that.
Yo, based on the way Russ hooping, Russ easily got 2 more years.
Russ is about 600 ahead of him. I don't know if he's going to retire with more points. Steph averaging like 28. Russ averaging like 12. I don't know if he's going to keep 600 above. But
that's a hell of a hawk down though, Mars. In theory, that's a hell of a hawk down.
It's doable. It's doable based on the level. Based on the level Steph at, I think it's doable. But 26,000. I mean, Russ gonna get to like 28-ish. He gonna get to about 28,000. Yeah. It's a lot of points. 28,000.
People be slandering Russ, dog. They talk about Russ too much.
What
bro.
the fuck is happening?
And how many rebounds too, Chill?
He's at like 8,000 rebounds.
And he's actually gonna get to 9,000. I think he's gonna get to
10,000 on rebounds, but still, it's gonna be really, really.
Well, we
impressive
gonna get that
whenever he
10,000. Hey,
All
we gonna
I
get that.
know, all I
People
know
be
is
talking
Russ
too
has to
crazy about
play.
Russ.
Russ
He's
has
at
to play as long as it
8,800, so
takes.
he's 1,200 rebounds away.
He got to
probably
get
not gonna
as
get
that.
long
This
as
is
it
a
takes.
4 rebounds
As long
a
as
game.
it takes. Not, but as long as it takes to make sure Steph Curry don't pass him in points, Russ got to stay in the league.
I agree with you though.
Right now,
I
Russ
would
is
if I was
fourth
him.
amongst active players in points. He's fourth.
I would if I was Russ. I'm staying until Steph retires. So there's no way you passing me, bro.
I don't think it's up. Once again, I don't think that's up to Russ. But yeah, sure.
Absolutely. But shit, I lie on somebody's team and say I'm gonna be a hype guy, and as soon as we suck, put me in the game. And I'm going bananas.
I'm talking about I'll play
dumb.
anywhere. I'll play because he said he wanted to stay close to home, stay on the West Coast. I'll go anywhere. I'll go to Washington. I'll go
And
back
he's
to
shooting.
Washington.
Mars, he's shooting good.
Yeah, put me on a
from three
tanking
now.
team. Let me average a quick 22.
Straight up.
Yeah.
Mars,
Come
he's
on,
shooting
hey
good
Danny,
from three now.
go
Don't
holler
forget
at
that.
Danny. Go holler at Danny Ainge. Danny, let me just. All I need
Just
is
so we
15
clear, he
minutes
was
a game.
he was traded to Utah not once, twice. Nope.
So
You
let's
good,
make it
bro.
three
They
times.
didn't
I'm
cut him.
going
He wanted
back.
to be cut though.
Yeah,
He
he
wanted to be
good.
waived.
I'm not moving to Utah. I'm not.
I would say 10,000.
Whatever it takes to stay ahead of Steph Curry.
Hey
let's
man,
do that.
I just know Russ needs to get his respect while he playing. We don't need to wait till he finished. Give it to him now.
While we
Like,
bullshit.
I
for
agree.
real.
Give it
That's
to
a
him
fact.
now. Like nobody want to talk about that though. You know, when we bring up, certain things. I know Steph is people's guy, but hey man,
Wait a second, Jordan. What are you?
I'm not saying
what-
Russ
what are
better
you
than Steph
insinuating?
Curry. I'm not saying that. Don't do that.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying everybody loves to talk about Steph in a great light, which is well deserved. Let's talk about Russ in a great light too, because y'all favorite player. Hey man,
Jordan,
he got
you
more
are
points than him.
wasting
He got more
your
assists than him. He
time.
got more
Look, you
rebounds
see
than
what
him.
Chill
He
just
probably got
did?
more
You see
steals.
what Chill just did? You see Penn just put his head down? You're wasting your time. He's saving a bum-ass franchise from being a bum-ass franchise, and yet
Saving us from what?
the nigga that likes the bum-ass franchise ain't up here giving him his credit. I'm telling you,
know.
you're wasting your
I know.
time. Hey, he literally helped swipe his team last year in the playoffs.
Oh,
Swipe wanted to
that's
cast
true.
him away and
that
act
was
like
terrible.
and rewrite history like Russ was not good for that Nuggets team. You're
Bruh.
wasting.
Oh yeah, Russ
your
is definitely
time,
better than
Jordan.
Bruce Brown, by the way. Just putting it out there.
Oh no, hold on, Mark. Don't do that. Bruce Brown jumped off a fucking platform. Don't do that. Jump off a fucking platform. Remember that. Oh, Mars, and I know you be on Twitter, so I know you seen it. Could you believe when I said that people act like Russ is the reason why a lot of teams didn't win a championship? Could you believe it was motherfuckers saying Denver? He cost Denver a championship.
No, they didn't.
That
Nobody
shit
said that.
blow. I had smoke coming from my ears.
There's no way somebody said that, bro.
It's Ox, I'm not kidding. You shit.
Hell nah. That's
Go
crazy.
look at the replies. Everybody. Denver,
Every team
Denver.
Russ has been on, it's his fault they don't win, apparently.
Every last one of them.
That's what they say. That's
Every
basically
last
what they-
Houston, Oklahoma City,
they
everywhere
said
he
the
went.
Rockets too. I'm like, oh, y'all out y'all fucking mind.
So Mars, what's the gap between Russell Westbrook
that
and
Rockets shit was disgusting.
Russell Westbrook and Steph Curry right now in terms of
About
career
600
points?
About 600 points.
Okay, so if Steph Curry plays 65 games this year,
Okay.
at his current scoring rate, and Russell Westbrook plays 70 games at his scoring rate, he will
He'll
pass
catch
him
him
this
this year?
season. He will pass him midway through this season.
If
Midway. Jeez.
don't
Little
know.
bit
I
past
don't
midway.
think
So
You didn't
the gap.
just see Russ go 21-11? You think
Yeah,
Russ finna let
Yeah,
that
last
boy
night
pass
Denver?
him this
Denver,
year?
though. Last night,
I mean,
Okay.
I think it's inevitable. I think Steph's going
Make a bet.
catch.
Make a bet.
I think
Don't
Steph's going to
put your
catch
hand
Russ
on-
This season? This season?
at
This
some
season.
point. I'm just saying
This season?
Give me your weird
Oh.
ass handshake, bro.
How much
You-
this season?
I'll cancel your debt.
What's my
You're not
debt?
even winning nothing.
$20. Double or nothing.
Wait a second.
Mars, you think it's gonna happen this season?
Is DeMar still ahead of Steph too?
No,
Yes.
DeMar's behind him by
No, DeMar's behind him.
couple.
He caught
maybe
DeMar.
like-
Okay.
Yeah, he just caught DeMar not too long ago. So he is. Let me just check in. DeMar is just under 200 points behind Steph, and then Steph is just over 600 points behind Russ. Yeah, 600 this season. Yeah, probably. It probably happens this year.
Where's James Harden at in all this?
28,000. He's at 2,000 above.
Oh,
both
yeah,
of them.
He's gonna get
Yeah,
the
right.
30,000.
James-
So basically,
The rate he
Steph-
going, he gonna hit 30,000 either at the
Yeah,
end
at
of this
28
year,
points
or
per- at
he gonna hit
28
he gonna
points
hit
per-
30,000 next year.
at
He's gonna pass
28
Shaq and Carmelo Anthony this season.
Facts.
At 28
He gets to 30 next year.
At 28 points per game, he has to play 55 games, and he will clear him.
I don't know if Steph's gonna keep having 28 though.
Okay,
Yeah,
he
I
could
would
average
expect Steph to
27.
average
So
somewhere
pass
around
him in 56
25
games.
to 27, but he gonna
37 years
pass.
old, still averaging 20.
I would expect him to pass.
Either
I would
way,
expect him to
How much do
pass.
y'all expect Russ to average though?
13,
Oh.
Yeah, 13, 14.
probably less now that
I
Keegan
think Russ
Murray's
might
back.
get to 18 by the end of the year if the Kings keep progressing and keep Sabonis out of the lineup for now. Ox, I know you hate that, but Russ might get to about 18 a game. Like he might get
James
to about
Harden
18
gonna
a
retire
game.
top 10 all time in points.
He's
Yeah.
passing.
All right,
Yeah,
y'all.
he passing Shaq and Carmelo Anthony this season.
Russ?
Yes.
No, it's James Harden.
Oh, we know James Harden is. I'm talking about Russ.
Yeah. James
Nah,
Harden.
Russ a little bit further away. Russ about to catch Tim Duncan. He 40 points behind him, so give it a few games. He gonna pass Tim Duncan.
All right, fellas,
He might
moving
catch
on
a
to the
cue
next
this year.
super chat from Joe Fernandez. Joe said, "Hey guys, I love the show. I wanted to ask Penn if my Celtics to draft Nate Biddle, or if not, who would you recommend? I also wanted to ask Big Ox, prime Sabonis or prime Demarcus Cousins? That's a good question. Well,
Penn,
no,
you like
Swag.
Nate Biddle? I was at Prolific Prep with Nate Biddle. With him, Muhammad Gay. That's how old Nate Biddle is compared to these guys. Him, Muhammad Gay, Adim Bona. Are y'all serious? Shout out Nate Biddle though, but he's not an NBA player.
Where's he at right now? Who does he play for?
I totally forgot.
Oregon.
I just saw them play too.
Yeah, he's in
Oregon.
Yeah, he's in
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, he's a
Big.
player for Oregon.
He's all right. He's good. He's physical. I don't really see a lot of growth in his game over the last couple of years, though.
At all.
So, he's pretty stagnant as a shooter, but he could be one of those, Quentin Post type of, late second round finds. But in terms of like who I would like to see the Celtics draft in terms of bigs, I like Ade Mara for Michigan.
You mean like Kalkbrenner was?
Yeah,
And they could have bagged him. I'm never getting
Kalkbrenner.
off this, Mars. I'm never getting off this. I'm not.
I will say this.
never
Ben, do you
getting
know how
off.
old Nate Biddle is?
23,
23, 24.
23, 24.
He doesn't have a lot of upside in his movement. Doesn't have a lot of.
Yeah,
I just wouldn't do it.
he's pretty. Like there's going to be a lot of depth in this draft, man. I got to tell you. I know everyone's talking about like the
Good
first
class.
round and stuff. It's a very good draft. It's very deep. There's a lot of players that I think a lot of people would like in terms of like depth in the second round. Yeah,
they got 60 good guys, Penn. They got 60 good guys in this draft class.
I don't know about 60 good guys,
guy.
but there are guys like to the point of like Henry Visar, from North Carolina. Like that's a decent big.
When you
You know,
draft, really quickly, Penn, because you're a draft guy. When you draft guys at that age, between like 21 and 23, where is because I come from a different era, where is the word I'm looking for is, where is the upside? Like what's the ceiling on the upside for these guys? In your estimation?
There's plenty of upside. You have to go case by case. I think a lot of people sell guys who are 21, 22.
Sure.
And they say, well, they don't have any upside. That's not true.
I disagree with that too, right? I disagree with that too. Penn.
Alex
question I'm
Russo
asking, fellas.
had a ton of upside. Lou Dort had upside.
That's the question I'm
Reeves.
asking from the both of you, because you guys can appreciate this. So when you draft guys that old, what's the ceiling on their upside? At what point is it
The ceiling is the roof. Look, chill.
Okay.
There's plenty of things that help me understand an athlete's upside. Number one, your habits, your work ethic, your mindset towards the game. Are you somebody who has actually shown me year over year improvement?
Sure.
There's some guys in collegiate basketball that peak as juniors and then they just hang around for NIL money, but I don't see any growth in their game. Every year they're making the same turnovers. I'm seeing what you're doing in the summer. Collegiate season is long. You got a lot of time. Okay. You got a lot of time between those books to get better at your jump shot, to get better at your court processing, to get better with your handle. And if you're not getting better every year, you're not getting stronger, you're not working on your body, that to me is a big red flag. If you're not getting better at 21, what chance am I going to get drafting you at 23 and expecting you to get better with NBA training? So that's one thing.
So it's
Number two, I look for untapped potential deterrences. So for instance, maybe a player was in a really bad system for a couple of years. They took a transfer. They end up in a new system. Shout outs to AJ Mitchell. You make a transfer, I see a new wrinkle of your game because you're in a new system and I see a different way that you're being used. That's another thing. Number three, court processing. To me, this is the most important thing. Do you read the court? Does your basketball IQ translate? Number four is, what about your game translates to what I'm trying to do as a team, and how can you scale down your role? A lot of guys are the man in college because they're getting 22 shots a game. How are you going to translate that to coming off the bench? I look for players who, especially with like the late bloomer upside, like 22, 23, second year, third year, fourth year players. I'm looking for guys who've made big climbs. They went from JUCO, D3, D1. I'm looking for guys who were 3-star, 2-star recruits, came up. I'm looking for guys who had maybe injuries early in their season. They lost a year of development. Now I'm trying to get some of that back. So to me, development can be stunted, but it can be untapped at the NBA level very short order. Very short order.
I think it's a little different though, Chill, to your point. I think I'm not as big of a what's your upside if you're an older player. It's not about upside a lot of time. The only reason I brought up upside with Nate Biddle is because I think he's at where he's at and he's not very good at, like, he's good in the collegiate game.
Like, that's
but he's
it.
not,
Like, I'm not getting much more.
I think you can put him in a role where anybody can look good. I don't think you have to waste a draft pick on that though. Or I think you can wait to the late second round and pick that up. But I will say that for me, with an older player, I'm not as big on Penn as far as like, did you get better from your sophomore year to your senior year? Like, if you're consistent from your sophomore year to your senior year and you're consistent and you're good, like, and I see like if you're a good shooter, you're a good jump shooter, and I'm like, okay, you're 23 years old. He's been consistently good at making shots, tough shots, catch and shoot, whatever. I feel like I can draft you. You know what I mean? Like, I can draft you.
You should be getting better, Jordan. You should be getting better because your competition is getting younger. But every year, your competition gets younger relative to you. When you're 18, you're going up against 22-year-olds. When you're 22, you're going up against 22-year-olds.
This is my opinion on that, Penn. This is not your opinion. This is my opinion on that. My opinion for guys that do that, a lot of times, sometimes you look a little bit too much on guys getting better. Like, if I'm scoring 20 a game, from my sophomore year to my senior year, like, I'm consecutively scoring 20, I look at that as, he's a consistent scorer. If he was to go 28, 30, you're looking at a franchise guy. A lot of times, just because I draft a guy don't mean you're going to be a franchise dude. Like, sometimes
he's just going to help me with this right here. And maybe that's
it is rare for
your stats to get better.
It's rare that you draft a franchise guy.
Exactly.
It is
like
rare.
That's what I'm trying to say. It's very rare.
It's even rare that you draft a starter.
Exactly.
It really
I'm
is.
just looking for somebody to contribute. Like, okay, this guy, and he's gaining experience if he's winning too.
Yeah,
if he's winning, he
a
knows
long-term
how to
starter.
Yeah, that's what you do your homework for, because they're gonna starting power forward for the next 10 years. Right now. They're gonna starting two guard for the next.
That's why a lot of guys
years right
chill.
In theory, it works like that, but
no, it's not.
In theory, that's what it is.
That's what the
chill. Just because you do you can do your homework and fail the test.
Okay, I can do my homework and fail the test, but there's a reason why I'm in this position, because I've gotten it right in the past. There's a reason why, to Penn's point, there's a reason why the scout for the Portland Trailblazers went to the Portland Trailblazers and said, I found our point guard. He's in the big sky. His name's Damian Lillard. This is our point guard for the next 10 years. And this is why this is our point guard for the next 10 years.
Yeah, but that's
Damian Lillards do you find?
That's an outlier.
How many Damian Lillards do you find?
Your homework.
No, that's an outlier.
Damian Lillard and Ja Morant are exactly who I'm talking about. Those are guys who got rapidly better.
Those are guys that you find once every 3 drafts out of a mid-major school.
These are guys that people
out of a mid-major school.
No,
chill. Yeah,
not every draft has a Damian Lillard.
Like,
is that why?
No, because these guys
that level of talent just doesn't
exist
every year.
It just doesn't exist like that.
There's not that many players with that level of talent.
But chill, to your point, do you know, like, this is the most, like, I think they did a stat like over the last 7 years, I want to say, the most guys that have been drafted in the first round are out the league so fast. Like, so fast. And a lot of it is because you're looking for these, a lot of it is you're looking for these franchise changing guys sometimes. And, and I was one of them. We were one of the guys like in that draft with Zachary Richichet where he went number 1. Like, that's a solid pick for a guy that's probably going to stay in the league 12 years, 13 years, like, or longer. But that's what I'm saying when I'm starting to realize because the game had just got so much younger in the NBA. Like, God, they were just putting young guys in the NBA, and they're not ready to contribute. So I'm saying if I can find a scorer that's been averaging 20, for example, I got a perfect example because I'm a big fan of him. Jerron Pierre Jr. Right now he goes to SMU. He led college in scoring last year. Okay, 6'4", 6'5" guard can really score the basketball. Will you draft him top 10? Probably not. He may even go to the second round. He's a consistent scorer throughout his whole college journey. Like, consistent. He's an NBA player. Like I don't have to look. Did he get better? Like, is he a better playmaker? Like, no. At the end of the day, everybody is like, we can't keep creating these perfect basketball players. Like, that's not realistic. Once in a lifetime, you'll get that, or sometimes you'll get that. But for the most part, can we just draft a player that's older and that can contribute? Maybe not year one, but year two, you're at least ready to play. You're starting to see a lot of those things. People are surprised with what's the kid from Portland, Caleb Love. People surprised with him. 5 years in college,
And you shouldn't be. Because he
You shouldn't be.
5 years of college.
No, he didn't.
yeah,
Okay, he
5
should have
years.
got drafted when he was playing for UNC.
That's-
Caleb Wilson is a very good basketball player.
Caleb
But
Love.
y'all, we
Caleb Love,
got
yeah.
my bad, Caleb.
Mhm.
But Caleb
I know we
Williams is
gotta
a
move on.
very
I
good
know we
football
got-
player.
I know we got to move.
But
I don't know.
if
Caleb Love has been that good, but we'll leave that alone.
he got busy the other night. But
He was
if
great
you
against
are
Warriors, for
watching,
sure.
Yeah.
if you are watching the show, make sure you like the video. Make sure if you're on Facebook, you love the video. If you're on Twitter, make sure you retweet the video. And if you're watching on any other platforms, salute to you. Shout out to everybody that sent through their super chats. Like, subscribe, become a member, all of that good stuff. The next super chat is from Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said, we talk about air taxing for players that played in the past for their competition. But could we also do the same for guys today for having modern technology? By the way, who deserves the biggest air attacks?
People do that. People already do that.
We do that. I did. I've actually done it. Talked about the fact that we live in a space where, you know, the amenities are so much better. Why aren't these guys better? So yeah, I've done it.
Biggest air attacks is anything before the shot clock. I don't count any of that.
What
You can
year
hold the
was-
ball the whole game, Mars. You can
The shot
literally
clock
hold the
was
ball the entire
implemented
game.
55, 56. So
Damn.
anything before that. So the
You can
first
literally-
7 years of the NBA.
Ken, you can hold the ball the whole game. Literally.
Shit, they do it
There
in
was a
Texas.
game that
I
was
remember the high school
19-18.
game, they do
The
that
score
shit.
was
Yeah,
19.
you can hold the ball the whole game.
Yeah, the fact that there's places where high school basketball has no shot
They
clock
just
is
did
ridiculous to me.
it where I was at Mars. I watched a team up 10 points and they went into a stall offense with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Just not even trying to
That's
shoot it.
BS. That is
Like
BS.
I'm like, first of all, why do you want to coach like that, bro? Like, why do you want to coach like that?
The shot clock should be mandatory for basketball, in my opinion. It doesn't.
I
5
agree.
on 5
Except
basketball should have
except for
shot
at a
clock,
younger
doesn't it?
age, except for at like anything outside of high school.
Now, I know
Yeah,
that's so
sure,
crazy
okay.
to you, Mars, but when I was in college, my freshman year in college, the shot clock was 45 seconds.
God damn.
Mhm. I know that sounds crazy.
Yeah, what the hell?
I know that
All right,
sounds
y'all. The
crazy.
next,
Yeah.
the next super chat I got is from Hunter TV.
Mhm.
Hunter said, "Jam All-Star Murray."
Jamal
Jimmy
Star
Jam.
Murray.
Mhm.
Jamal Star Murray.
Yeah, he gonna make it.
If you look
I
at
don't
the, if you
know,
look at
but
the,
maybe.
at the landscape of the Western Conference right now, if you think about the best players, the best guards, or guards that are playing the best right now, I mean, is Jamal Murray? Is
It
Jamal
doesn't
Murray?
matter. Chill. He's international.
Yeah, he ain't gonna
So
make
There's
the
only,
All-Star
eight, there's
game.
only 8 international spots. That's still not guaranteed.
So Shea, so Shea,
Shea and Luca have got 2 of them
Luca,
guaranteed.
Shea and
Wemby.
Luca,
Jokic and Wemby have another 2. That's 4.
4.
Okay, go for your fifth.
Shangoon.
Şengün is fifth.
Sengun would be another one, but also
Sengun is 5th.
can
Lori
you
Marketing.
can you get all of them from the West? Because it's 8 period international.
Yeah. So it's
So
8.
it's West and East,
Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah,
is
so it's
gonna
West
make the
and
All-Star
East now. So
team.
you're gonna get to the Giannis, France.
You don't. I don't think you have to balance
Denny's
it
been
out.
playing well.
Yeah, Josh Giddey.
Josh Giddey. Yep. Yeah.
Point is, even if you're going the international, there's no guarantee he's gonna make it just off the strength of being a top 8 international player. Because I don't know if he has been.
I don't know
Larry
if he has
Markin has been
either.
hooping, but I don't think the Jazz.
Ain't no
gonna get an
fucking way
All-Star.
Larry Mark need to make
Yeah,
All-Star
the Jazz
game.
aren't going to get an All-Star, but Larry's been hooping. So it's like, I don't know. Maybe.
Which they do that
This
in
is the best
baseball, by
one.
the way. I don't know if y'all they do that, but that's because there's more players. Because they do that in baseball, where
Man,
everybody
you
from
move
every
goddamn
team has to
Dominicans
make
in
the All-Star
baseball to
team.
anything.
Mhm. But they don't. You're not able to do that in pro basketball because there's not enough spots. That's why
I
I
wouldn't
think-
bet on Jamal Murray being an All-Star.
That's why I think they should expand it. I'm on record saying that they should expand the All-Star roster from 12 to 15 guys.
All right,
I
the
mean,
next super chat is from Mr. Coulon 30. Mr. Coulon said, "Y'all better start respecting the Raptors. They got BI for spare parts. Most of y'all had them outside of the play-in. Mobley a bum. Scotty clears.
See, this is what I'm talking about,
I
Mister.
think
Whatever your name
maybe
is.
one of us had the Raptors outside the plane. I don't think most of us.
Yeah,
had.
I
I
had
don't
the
think any of
Raptors
us.
top 4 seed.
I don't think any of us had.
I had them
I had them in the
6
play-in.
through 10. That's right.
I had them top 4.
I had them in the play-in. Now, Penn, to say that, I mean, what are they at? Number 2 right now in the East? If you sit there and say that, not you specifically, but if any of you sit here and say y'all had them as a top 3 seed in the East, you lying.
No,
Well,
I said
hold
top 4,
up.
top 5.
No, you did
Hold
not
up.
think they were going to be this
I made a
good.
video.
Don't do that.
I made a video 3 weeks before the season saying the Raptors going to be a 50-win team, and I said it confidently.
Raptors fan thought his team would be good.
No, I hold up. I'm not that type of analyst. I don't care if we play shit. I'll say we played shit. I thought we were going to be close to a 50-win team. When I was asked what do I think this team's going to do, I said anywhere from 42 to 50 wins. That's like around there. Things are going off better than I thought.
They are.
Okay. I didn't. And by the way, Joe, even if I thought we were going to be a 50-win team, I did not think we were going to be a top 5 offense. I did not think we were going to be a top 5 half-court offense. I did not think we were going to lead the league in transition points. And I certainly did not see this type of ascension coming from Jamal Shed. Although I'm very high on Jamal Shed and Sandro Mamukelashvili, this is crazy to me. So
he was
Raptors
nice.
offense is way better.
That's another one that we're talking about, Pim. We talked about the draft. Like Shed was nice in college. That Houston team was awesome.
Yeah.
That Houston team was awesome. And the fact that he
when
dropped
Houston traded that pick that turned into
because
him.
of their defense.
Yeah.
They weren't awesome because of their offense.
Houston traded that
I
AJ
know
Griffin,
you in
and
Houston,
he
so
decided
you
to
watched
retire
a lot
off
of
on
the
a
University of Houston squad. A lot of their defense turned into offense, and
correct.
that was largely due to Jamal Shed because he was the point of attack defender that they had,
and he's a pure point guard.
Yeah, I did watch some Houston.
Yeah, I mean, it's just the style of play, but I mean, Jamal Shed was the leader of that team for sure.
Sure,
he was also the cultural leader.
U of H is really good just because they number one, they play harder than every fucking body. They play harder than everybody. They have the most. They usually have the most experienced team in college basketball too. I think that year they had guys that were like 5th, 6th year players too. So that's a part of it.
I'll
but
tell
at the
you,
same
like
time, Jamal Shed.
I'll tell you the moment that sold me on
ass
Jamal Shed. I don't remember. I think it was a game against Arizona where they lost, and they got lost at a buzzer. I don't know if it was Arizona, but they lost the game at the buzzer, and the coaches and the players are walking off, and they're very pissed. And I don't know if y'all remember this, but they knocked over like a garbage can.
When he started picking shit up.
And Jamal Shed just unprompted saw that, and he started picking it up, and the fans are like pointing to him. He's like, "Oh, there." And it's just like when I saw that,
that's a.
I was like, "This is a character dude who's going to come in and be a leader on day one." And he is.
Character thing, no doubt.
He called it. He called his way. The odds were definitely stacked against him. Just him being an undersized guard, like definitely stacked against him. He found the role. He took what he learned in college, and this is why sometimes you can draft a guy who stayed in college as long as he did, and it works out because
he's a 4-year player.
Yeah, you will understand. Like he took what he learned in college and brought that to the NBA. Sometimes people forget that, or they wasn't taught a lot in college. But he took the hard-nosed mentality, guarding, playing the right way from U of H, and brought that to the NBA. And without trying to be this designated scorer, without trying to, make sure that he get his numbers and scoring to stay in the league. Like he learned how to play a good role, playing with a good team in college basketball. Not saying he was a role player on that team, but U of H plays a team style oriented.
Ron, I think that's where we live, though. Ron, we live in a space where we forget that in basketball, not everybody gonna average 30. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
No, we need some dudes on the crew to do the other stuff in order for us to win. But the difference with that, Jordan, is if you ain't averaging 30, your game is whack. You suck.
Yeah, and a lot of a lot of players, it ain't even 30 for them. They want to micro that and make that 30 turn into 8.5, 10. I gotta get 8.5, 10.
Jamal is not a super athlete. Jamal is not super strong. He is not big. He is 6 feet tall on a good day with a 6'3" wingspan. Okay, he is fast. He is super fast. He might be one of the fastest players in the league. But he doesn't have a good jump shot. He's not a jump shooter who's respected. He's not a great paint finisher. He doesn't have great floater touch. Why is he successful? Court mapping. 100% one of the smartest players I have seen.
On that court mapping thing.
100%. Because chill, if I can register where the other 9 players are and I have a good idea of where they're going to be in 2 seconds, I am light years ahead of you. Offense is always at an advantage. Always. When the player on the defensive end can make up the gap with his court mapping, anticipation. Scottie Pippen, Draymond Green, Kawhi Leonard. Anticipation. I know your move before you know your move. I know your tendency before you know your tendency. To me, I know where the help is coming. I know where I have help. I know where to steer you away. That ability to just see with the eyes behind the back of your head and understand a good intuitive understanding of where your teammates are, that is very helpful. And on offense, it is a superpower. Because I make fast
sounds to
decisions.
me.
And
sounds to
Penn, I also think like Jamal Shead from doing 4 years in college, like after his first year of him just not really playing that much or not really doing the things that he thought he could do, he became very consistent with his team. Like very consistent with learning how to get them the ball in the right spots, learning how to turn the game around. Like he knows when it's time for him to shoot, when it's not time for him to shoot.
He got grit, man. Grit,
Like
discipline.
He's won so many games, and I'm telling you, like a lot of that has to do with him being coached by Kevin Sampson. Like he just like a lot of that has to do with that. Like he learned so much. He learned how to be a pro while he was in college, staying for a long time. And another example of what I said is not about sometimes players getting better. Like if you see from his sophomore year to his senior year, it's pretty much consistent. He was who he was. It's just you look at that and say, I can use this shit. He know how to win. I can use him. I don't need him to come in here and try to raise his light, raise his.
Hey Ron, get the man. I'm sick of you. I swear I'm sick of you.
So my back. So your back the only back that can itch. My back can't itch.
You don't have to
boxing this dude when I see him. See, George trying to make a point.
Not that Jordan. I know you don't care too much for this stat, but just to give you a perspective on just how much Jamal Shead did get better. Okay, just to give you this perspective, as a freshman, he was 1.7 box plus minus. Next year, 6.6. Next year, 6.6. As a senior, he was 12.7 box plus minus. He did get better. He got better in small, subtle ways. He took on a bigger role. His PER went up.
His team got better too.
His team got marginally better, and his assist percentage got better too. His turnovers went down. His assists went up. Look at this. As a freshman,
his turnovers stayed pretty much consistent for
No, they didn't.
Yes, they did. 2.0, 2.1, 2.0.
Okay, you reading the wrong stats. Okay, hold on.
No.
Don't do this because he played more minutes. Okay, let me give you the ratio here. As a freshman, 28% assist percentage, 21%. 23% turnover percentage. That is awful. That is purely awful.
And I'm not talking about a freshman. I'd say from sophomore to senior year.
Sophomore, 33% assist percentage, 16% turnover percentage. That's much better. That's like 2 to 1, right? By his senior season, he had a 40% assist percentage with a 13% turnover percentage. Do you see the gap?
Consistent, Penn. You just
that's not consistent at all. He went from 1 to 1 to 3 to 1. What are we doing here?
Man, average. Okay, Penn.
Penn and Jordan.
This man average 2.1, 2.0, 2.1.
Penn and Jordan.
You can't be obtuse, bro. I don't even know if you're trying to be obtuse this time.
Only on the panel are we going to break down Jamal Shead's
Hold on, Ron.
turnovers.
Can anybody explain to me what does being
in college?
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? I don't know what it means. I'm serious. What does that mean?
What is what?
Yo, we bet
being obtuse.
Jordan.
What does that mean?
Oh, it's an angle.
It is. Hey.
An angle north of 90 degrees. Yep.
Shout out the obtuse angle.
I gotta be
but yeah, only on the panel
obviously.
when we break down Jamal Shead and glaze him to infinity and beyond. Shout out to Jamal. MVG League sent through a super chat and said, "Yo, does Kenyon Martin have beef or something with Draymond? Bro randomly dropped 200 better power forwards than him. Elite rage bait."
Nah, it's not random.
From my knowledge, it started with Kenyon talking about how he just thinks Draymond's a fake tough guy.
He's been saying that for years.
Amongst other things, Draymond responded saying that Kenyon underachieved in his career. Blah blah blah. No, it started with the fake tough guy stuff. Then Kenyon the other day said that like Draymond's not a 200. There's 200 players in NBA history better than him. Then Draymond responded to that saying that Kenyon's an underachiever. Blah, blah, blah. First overall pick, one-time All-Star, didn't achieve as much as me. Yeah. And then Kenyon responded to that by saying his 50 power forwards better than Draymond Green. And then
he said Reggie Evans and Popeye Jones better than Draymond. I'm going to fucking jump out the window. Student.
Shout out Reggie Evans.
Draymond was the second best player on the dynasty.
You break.
I mean, that he wasn't. But at the same time, at the same time, I think Kenyon Martin have been taking slick shots at Draymond Green for a long time. Like, and I think he's, and I always wondered when he first said it. Like, one of the first things I heard him say was like, probably like 2-3 years ago when he was like, nobody have hit Draymond yet, and it's kind of like, even if I felt that way, if I'm an NBA guy, like, why do I need to like express that somebody need to hit Draymond for him to be a tough guy? Like, maybe they ain't hit him. Maybe nobody don't hit him because they think he a tough guy. I mean, regardless, I think first of all, I think Kenyon is wrong. Draymond Green is for sure a tough guy. Like, it doesn't mean he's like the baddest of the baddest, but he's tough. That's number one. Number two, it ain't 200 power forwards better than goddamn Draymond Green for sure.
Are there
and it ain't 50 of them. But at the same time, huh?
Are there 50? Because that's
No, it's not. 50.
Are there 20?
Absolutely.
Could be 20. It's probably 20. But
hell no.
I don't
yeah,
think
it's
so
probably
neither.
20.
There's not even 5, you
No.
casuals.
Yeah, I don't know about 5, but
I don't think it's
5
20.
is crazy, Mars. But I will say, if you ask me who's a better player out of Kenyon Martin and Draymond Green, like Kenyon Martin's a better player. Draymond Green fits on more teams.
He's more talented than Draymond.
Yeah, Draymond Green fits on more teams. Like, but Kenyon Martin is a better basketball player. Like, he got a better skill set.
Oh, yeah, I still don't agree with that. But like, I'm not. It is what it is.
Oh,
like
also
Kenyon.
to that other super chat. What's his name? Demarcus.
Yeah.
Oh, the Sabonis versus DeMarcus.
Pick Demarcus. Pick this.
Are we even having this conversation, Ox?
I don't know if y'all. I don't even want to explain to y'all how good peak Demarcus was, because then y'all gonna be like, "Oh, calm down, Ox, calm down." Nah.
Ox, who you got better out of Kenyon?
Put peak
and
Demarcus
Draymond,
in the NBA right now. I tell you who we better than.
Enlighten me.
All
Go ahead, Ox.
Please.
I'm willing.
Let's-
No,
let's
I'm
move
willing to
on.
back you.
Please.
I'm willing to back you.
Hey,
Come on.
let's move
So
on.
turn my mic
I'm gonna
down.
tell you want me to tell you who's better than him?
Ox, you ain't gonna swing on me and then walk out the door. Please.
Yeah, we need to.
I'm gonna tell you who's better than peak Demarcus. Giannis.
Keep
Okay, what about
going.
Jokic?
And
Oh, he
What about
froze. He froze.
No, he didn't freeze. He's still here
No,
with
he
us.
froze. He froze.
No, he is still here with us. Ox,
What about
there's
Jokic?
no way.
Cousins
Ox,
is
Earth
better
Giannis.
than Nikola
Giannis.
Jokic.
hello, Earth to Ox.
So Ox,
Giannis.
in your honest opinion, and you be in your honest
Chill,
opinion,
Giannis.
watching
That's where the
basketball,
love stops.
At the Giannis. So today in the 25-26 season, peak
Peak
Boogie
Demarcus
is the
Cousins.
second
I'm
best
talking
player,
about
arguably
16,
in the
I'm
league.
talking about 2016.
25-26.
15.
Peak Demarcus Cousins is arguably the second best player in the league.
It's Giannis, and that's where the love stops.
Can you enlighten me on how Boogie's better than Shea?
No,
Please.
No.
And Joker.
Oh, okay, Shay.
I don't care. Jokic, you can just say he can't guard a shadow. I don't care about that. Can you enlighten me on how? he's better than Shea?
Okay. I can see Shay. I can see Shay. My bad, Shay. I
I want to see how you can see Jokic. And I'm not saying I disagree or agree with you. I just want to see.
I'm not trying to have this clip.
You weren't talking
I
about
can-
bigs. You were talking
so
about
I can
players.
see
Period.
the people in the comments. Oh, but if Jokic was black, he wouldn't be saying it. You know how tired I get of reading them comments?
I do.
Every
If
Jokic
Demarcus
video-
was white.
Every Jokic video, we have a subsection of people who comment, basically saying that because you guys are black, that's why you hate Jokic. So I'm like,
This is the dumbest shit. Super dumb.
Mars,
I
you
don't
know how
understand
many white
I'm not impressed with a behind the back doozy pass. Like
that
because
that
I'm
one
not
pass the other
impressed
night was
with
I
crazy.
was very impressed. with
So
that
you
one.
were
But
impressed by
this
Demarcus Cousins'
this
defense?
the thing though, Mars. This is the crazy part about it though, because I've got it from both sides. You know how many times people say, "Oh, Ox only likes the white boys. Ox only likes Europeans," and then they'd be like, "Oh, Ox is racist. He hates white boys." They're like, "What?" I love all basketball
if I say anything
players.
about Luka or Jokic, I'm racist. Not look, they'll skip all the good shit that I say about them. But if I say I'm not impressed at Swiper with this, wow, and I read every tweet in Swiper fucking voice when he says, "Wow, the announcers are on the floor behind this pass," and I'm like, all right, cut the shit. But I'm racist. I'm fucking racist because he skipped a pass off the top of Sabonis' hairline. I'm fucking
Yes,
racist.
I'm trying to protect us from those comments, so that's why I asked about Shea and not Jokic, because Shea is of a different demographic.
Yeah, no, I can go with Shay. I'm fine with Shay, but I mean, just off the top of the head, it's Giannis, and that's where the love stops. And y'all know I love the bitches. Love them.
When is peak Demarcus Cousins, Ox, in your estimation?
Oh, what, like 15?
Like 16 to 18.
16,
Those,
16.
like,
I
was
maybe
thinking-
16.
I was thinking like
Because
15,
remember he
Before
got
he tore
hurt.
his Achilles.
He got hurt there in 17.
Was it 17 he got hurt?
That was the year he got traded in 17.
That was 17. He got hurt in 17. Right? Or beginning of 18.
18.
Whatever. So those last 2 years with us in that time he spent with the
Yeah,
Pelicans
so
before
16,
he got
16
hurt.
through 18. Yeah, 16
Yeah,
through 18.
that's peak Demarcus, and Demarcus was unfuckwittable.
DeMarcus was
I don't like
DeMarcus-
DeMarcus as much as you guys.
DeMarcus,
Oh my God.
DeMarcus
Hey, Morris,
was better than
attitude
Anthony
aside,
Davis. When they got
attitude-
together, DeMarcus was better than Anthony Davis. Like he was the best player on that team.
See, I'm not like you're just
No.
not. I'm not getting.
No,
Yes, he
he
was.
was not.
Yes.
Yes, he
Yeah, I'm
was.
not
No, he
entertaining. that.
wasn't.
So like,
Yes, he
yeah,
was.
this is why I stay out of boogie conversation.
Wait,
'cause I
damn,
don't-
Boogie was
Yeah,
so
I don't.
nice.
I don't see. I don't.
Is
see
it just
what-
is it just the points and rebounds? Like if guy put up big
Yeah.
points,
It's just
big
the- it's just the-
rebounds.
no,
it's
no,
like,
No,
wow,
y'all
he's
gotta
it's the
understand.
skill. It's the
Yes, thank
skill
you,
in the
Ron.
block work.
Because I've never once in my life been a
This is
a
AD
stat
when
merchant.
he was moving.
I've never.
This is when AD
I've
had
never-
the wing movement.
He was the best four man
but
in the
so
game.
did
And
DeMarcus.
it wasn't a question.
And I want to make this very clear
DeMarcus
because
had
I've
permanent
never
speed.
been
At
I've
no
never been a
point
stat
has
merchant.
DeMarcus
I've
Cousins
never. All right, but hold
been
on,
more
because you
efficient
asked
than
the
Jokic.
question. You
Ever.
asked the question.
Ever.
You
More
asked the
efficient,
question.
yeah.
So let me answer the question you asked me.
Sure.
No, it has nothing to do with any of that because I've never been a stat merchant. I don't care about that. I'm just going off watching basketball. You know what I'm saying? And, I got the.
You
just
watch-
from-
you-
just
so
from
you
But
watch
I'm, once again,
basketball.
though, I want to be very clear about this too, though. Very clear about this too, Chill. I'm not trying to convince y'all. I'm
Yep.
just giving you my opinion.
Sure.
Like I'm fine. I'm fine with who y'all got, and I respect.
This is worse than Chris
I
Webber over
respect
Jokic.
Hey, for real though, like
I
Significantly
got
you,
both
worse.
them niggas over Jokic.
See?
hey,
Yeah, that's fine. But I'm just saying this is worse.
Wait,
This is terrible.
Is DeMarcus Cousins better than Chris Webber?
Hey, Ox, don't do this, please, Ox.
What?
Please, Ox.
That's really
please
not
don't do
crazy
this.
though.
Big
That's
fella.
really not crazy.
What?
Ron
What?
DeMarcus was
Listen
like
to
that.
Ron.
What's
No,
happening?
DeMarcus
Yo,
was like
Cousins-
that.
Ron is
Were
like
you
the
guys
worst-
not watching? Were you guys not watching DeMarcus Cousins?
Ron, you are like
What
the
did
worst
y'all not
friend
see
in the
about
world.
saying, like, were you
DeMarcus
guys
Cousins?
really
Wait,
not
so
watching
is
DeMarcus
Boogie
Cousins?
the best player you've ever seen play for the Kings?
At a certain time.
Yeah,
that-
like the
that
best,
was-
the peak of Boogie. Is that the best player you've seen play for the Kings?
Yo, Mars, he was that good, Mars.
The best version of
DeMar-
Boogie is not better than Chris Webber. No, he isn't.
Okay.
I'm gonna run
No,
that
he
for
is
you.
not.
That's fine.
He not
No,
better than
that's
Shea,
that's
he not
fine.
better than
That's
Luka,
fine.
he not better
That's
than
fine.
Embiid, he not
We're
better
not
than,
talking
like,
about that's
15 guys in the league right now.
better than Embiid. You know what? Look, not in Embiid. What?
He's not better than Draymond.
Hey, for
Move
real
on,
though,
Ron.
like,
He's not better than Draymond.
hold up though.
Are you
Hold
out of
up
your
though.
goddamn mind?
No, I care about
You
defense.
gotta
Ox.
be
What do you care
losing.
about?
Is it better
You
than
gotta
Conklin?
be
Is it better than
losing it.
Conklin?
You,
Yeah, you better than Conklin.
Okay,
he's not better than Draymond. You got to be.
No,
Hey,
he's
but
not
for real
better
though,
than
like you guys are gonna hate this, but in the likes of Embiid, Jokic, who else? I even put Hakeem up there too. When we just talk about skilled bigs, I'm not talking about
because
overall players.
he is
When I'm just
one.
talking
Close
about
from
when
a
I'm just
skilled
talking
level
about
to
skill,
Webber,
bro,
Ron.
are you out
What
of
are
your
you
mind?
doing,
Chill.
Ron?
I'm talking about
Yeah,
there was
slow down.
DeMarcus had no offensive weakness. The only offensive weakness he had was that he was a lunatic in the brain. DeMarcus could get the ball, go coast to coast.
That's a fact.
I'm not. Hey,
This
somebody
reminds me of that
might be
person
better
who
at a
telling Chill that
somebody.
Boogie's better than Shaq.
Somebody might be better at a certain thing. Cool.
So-
I'm just talking about being skilled. Hold on, Pin, before you cut me off. Let me just describe what I'm talking about. DeMarcus had no offensive weakness. He could pass. He could shoot on all three levels. DeMarcus was back. That's not what I'm talking about, Chill. I'm
going.
just
Keep
listen to
going,
what I'm
Ron.
saying.
Keep going,
Back
Ron.
to the basket, mid-range game, turn
going.
around fadeaways,
Yep.
coast to coast, get
Yep.
downhill, drop off a no-look pass. DeMarcus
Absolutely.
had absolutely no weakness on the offensive end with the basketball in his hand. DeMarcus was like that. The only thing that we get caught up with DeMarcus is that first off, he played for that weak-ass Kings team during that era. And on
Sure.
top of that, he was a bozo.
Okay.
That's it. Other than that, DeMarcus was the shit.
No doubt about
Point
it.
blank period.
No question about it. Everything that you just said, Ron, Webber was better than him at all of that stuff.
He
No,
could have been chill.
no.
He could have been.
At
I'm
all
just
of
saying
that stuff.
DeMarcus.
I'm
I'm
better
just
than you
saying
one
DeMarcus
time.
is on
I'm
that level. DeMarcus is on that level. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think
He's
Chris
on
Webber's
that
a better
level.
scorer than DeMarcus Cousins. I don't think so.
I think
I don't-
Demarcus is a lot better than in theory than he actually was.
100%, Mars.
Hey,
He is
hell of a
he is
theory
the-
player then.
He is the
Hell of a
Hell of a
theory,
theory.
He is
motherfucker.
Do you
the
know that DeMarcus
Do
Cousins'
you
most efficient season was less efficient than Jokic's
Fuck
least
that
efficient
efficiency.
season?
Hey,
If he
fuck
has
that
no
efficiency.
weaknesses, why does he miss so many shots?
Nobody
Fuck
asked
that
you.
efficiency.
Nobody
What
asked
is,
you.
That
what
was
is
the
DeMarcus'
boy.
weakness? What is his weakness?
That was the boy. He don't got one.
No, I want
He
P
don't
to say
got one.
what's DeMarcus' weakness. What's his weakness?
Was he a great defender? Was he a
On
good
offense,
defender?
On offense. Ron said
No,
he
we
had no
talking
weakness
all
on offense.
around. He didn't say best offensive player.
I
No,
said,
he
I
said best
said
player.
that's what I said. I said with the ball. I said offensively, DeMarcus is in that tier with
I think
those
his
guys.
decision making sucked.
He was a
very
better
often. He had tunnel vision.
defender than Jokic too.
Pen, you think DeMarcus' decision making sucked? So do you
You
think he was
can't
a good
deny
passer?
that. You can't deny the charges. He's a better defender than Jokic.
I can't believe you.
Y'all look
DeMarcus
crazy.
Cousins been
Was y'all, what was that? What, so what were y'all doing between
I
the
said-
years of 2014 and 2018? Y'all just wasn't watching
To
basketball?
be fair,
What was
I
going
was
on?
just learning
think-
to walk in my defense.
Honestly,
Gotcha.
I think-
Okay,
first of all, I
okay,
think it's
Morris,
crazy.
you get a pass, but the rest of y'all
Nah,
ought to be
not me.
shaming yourself.
Not me.
Oh,
Yo,
okay.
I like
Well, you two in the
Cousins.
middle. Y'all should. What were y'all doing in this time?
I like DeMarcus Cousins. I don't like him this much. Are you kidding me? Better than
It's not
AD?
about who you like. I don't care about
Better
who you
than
like. I'm
AD.
not even talking.
I just
I'm
don't-
not
I
talking
just
about
don't
who you
agree.
like.
Rookie
It's about
AD
who's
was
better.
better than
I
DeMarcus
don't agree
Cousins.
with you saying he had a lot of weaknesses on offense. I don't agree with that.
Just because you can do a
Well,
lot
then
of
no,
things.
no,
not-
Jordan. Jordan, the box plus minus. Jordan, did you check the box plus minus, Jordan?
I haven't even checked the box plus minus, but I guarantee you he wasn't great.
DeMarcus Cousins is the chick in the picture, and then when you see her in real life, you know what? You really ain't
Yeah,
that
that bitch
fine.
bad.
You really ain't as good
Hey,
looking as I
when
thought
I
you
see her
were.
in real life, I'm trying to crack
You
instantly.
really ain't as
What's
good
up?
looking as I
Why
thought you
would
were.
we-
What's
why
up?
would we bring
Compared
this
to
up?
this other person. Wrong.
Hey,
Why
chill.
would we
I see
bring
her in
this up?
person.
Why
What's
would
up?
this be a
Getting
chick
there.
analogy time for DeMarcus Cousins?
I can't believe
The only problem with this broad that we talking about right now is she kind
this a man?
of rude.
Hang
You know
on.
what I'm saying? She's a little bit rude to the people when we go out. She's not, but nice for what? Nice
DeMarcus
for what?
Cousins
You know what I'm
is
saying?
close-
She don't got
Hold
to
up.
be nice. Have you? What y'all? Are we talking about the same DeMarcus Cousins?
We clearly are.
You know what I'm saying?
Eddie Curry.
You know what I'm saying,
Eddie
Ron? Like, nice
Curry.
for
You
what?
guys saw
She
Eddie
don't
Curry
need
is
to
closer
speak. She
to DeMarcus
don't need to
Cousins than
talk to these
DeMarcus Cousins
bums.
is to Nikola Jokic. Okay,
Was
we put it
DeMarcus
there.
Cousins?
Say that one more
People are
time.
out your mind.
Wait,
So
wait,
we
wait,
don't
wait,
know
wait,
what
wait,
DeMarcus
wait,
Cousins
wait,
is.
I didn't hear him. Hold on, chill. Hold on. What'd he say? Say that one more time. I didn't hear him. I literally didn't hear him.
Me?
One more time.
You talking
Yes,
to me?
you.
You talking to
Yes.
me?
Foolishness.
You talking to me? Okay. Eddie Curry is closer to DeMarcus.
No, we're not doing that. No,
Man, get that
No,
nigga
no,
up
no,
out of
no,
here
no,
with that
no,
shit.
no,
What
no,
you
no.
Curry
talking
averaged
about?
like 20 in like 07.
my question.
damn that.
DeMarcus Cousins with
So,
20,
relative
to Aaron, that's like 38 today.
27,
My
27.
question.
What are we doing?
Vale, we love her, Vale. That's my hey Vale. I see you in the chat. That's my favorite.
So Ox, relative to era. So DeMarcus Cousins, when he was at his best, and I think that we've established this is between like 15 and 18. Is that fair?
What?
Between 15 and 18 was when this was peak Cousins. Where was he?
Sure.
Yo,
I would probably say 13 to 14. I would go back 13, 14. But
Wow,
if-
okay.
I was thinking 15 to 18. So where was he
cool.
relative? Where was DeMarcus Cousins relative to the players in the league? Was he ever?
But
He never made a
chill,
single
chill,
All-NBA
chill,
first team.
chill, you got,
Give
but
me that.
you got to also
I mean, he missed
understand
all
and remember
NBA
this
average
too, though.
27 and
Hold
11.
on, but chill, you got to
DeAndre
also
Jordan.
remember and understand what he was going through in our franchise.
What was
the
he
fact
going
that
through?
the fact that they fired Mike Malone. When they fired you, like, do you not remember what was going on
I
in
do remember that.
Sacramento?
It was Animal House over there. 100% of it.
Like,
I think he had 5 coaches in 6
ridiculous.
years, something like that. I think he
Five
had
coaches.
five-
It was ridiculous.
Yeah, I
And
think
then
he had five coaches
they
in
fired
6
Mike
years.
Malone. Somebody in the chat talking about, oh, well, he got traded in his prime. Like, he had to get out of there. That was him. He wanted to
free.
go.
I mean, Luka got traded in his prime, so that don't matter.
You know what I'm saying? So that's not on knock to DeMarcus. DeMarcus
Man, it
got
doesn't matter
traded
at
for
all.
Buddy Hield
So we
because
just talked about-
he had to get out of there. So let's like, and then because y'all want to take all this stuff into perspective when it's about players that y'all are fond of.
No,
But when y'all
no,
want to
no,
prove
no.
because when y'all want to prove a point about DeMarcus Cousins, y'all don't want to take into who he was playing with, what was going on. They ran Rajon Rondo out of there, got rid of Mike Malone. He had to go back and get with Rajon. Like we were trying to we had a terrible franchise. Terrible. We were going through 5 coaches in 6 seasons, Chill.
Right. And with that being
And
said,
this dude averaged 27 and 12.
Yeah,
No
and he didn't
All-NBA.
make an All-NBA team. So
No
can't say
All-NBA.
that shit. I mean, he didn't make
Be for
All-NBA
real.
first team.
Not
who-
only
who
did the
did
NBA,
DeAndre
'cause
Jordan
the
more?
NBA always hated Sacramento, but they especially hated DeMarcus Cousins. When they saw DeMarcus Cousins, they was thinking like 99 Rashid. We hate this dude. Nah, DeMarcus Cousins was the best big man in the NBA for multiple seasons in a row.
Yeah, that's a fact.
No question about that.
okay, so with that being said, in 2018, like you just talked about in 2018, he was not. Anthony Davis's 2018 season is comparable to what Kevin Garnett did in 2004. DeMarcus Cousins wasn't
on paper.
The
paper,
best
maybe,
big man,
Chill.
the best big man apparently
They
since
reel that
sliced
shit
bread,
in, Chill. Reel
never
that in.
cracked.
what
50%
Anthony
from
I'm with you on
Davis-
AD being bad, man.
what Anthony Davis did in 2018 is comparable, in my opinion, to what Kevin Garnett was doing. It's comparable to that.
Kevin
At
Garnett.
no point was DeMarcus Cousins ever that good on
I
any
always
level.
thought y'all hyped the shit out
Was
of
he
him.
ever that good?
First of all, I mean,
Cousins-
Pau Gasol's
Oh
not
my
that
God.
Pau
DeMarcus
Gasol is
Cousins-
way better.
DeMarcus Cousins.
I agree. I think Pau
Cut
Gasol's better
that
than
shit
Boogie.
out,
And
man.
Marcus Gasol had a better
Marcus
career.
You said Paul Gasol.
Pau Gasol ain't better than DeMarcus Cousins.
When?
Is he not?
What is wrong
I
with
think he
you?
is.
You know,
I think
we
Pau's better
care
than
about
Boogie.
efficiency
No,
when
no,
it matters,
what
but when
year? What
when
year?
it comes to DeMarcus Cousins, apparently winning doesn't matter.
Do you
efficiency
know what
doesn't
Kobe
matter.
and DeMarcus
I mean,
would have did?
I'm not going like he wasn't going to win on the
Golden
Kings.
State
I don't
won
think he
a lot of
Yeah.
championships
Yeah.
before they
would've
brought
been-
in DeMarcus Cousins.
They would've been
They lost the first one
fighting.
with him, right?
They would have been fighting in the locker room. That's what. If
Okay.
Bryant
Now
was
you
on
can
that-
say
No,
he's
they
over the
would've
hill.
fucking won
but
a
all
He
I
was
know
fighting
is-
with Shaq in the locker
What?
room.
Yeah, they would have been fighting.
They would have been
Yeah,
fighting in the locker
no.
room, winning on the court.
No, they would
They
have
would
been
have for
fighting.
sure been winning on the
the
court.
Kings.
That's
wasn't
two
gonna win
crazy
nothing.
niggas, man. Like Kobe was crazy too. Shaq, all them niggas was nuts.
Kobe would have loved DeMarcus. Kobe would have loved DeMarcus.
You dudes,
No,
listen,
he wouldn't have.
Why not?
Kobe
First
likes
of all, let's
smart
not
I don't know
tell me
Kobe. I
who
can't tell
Kobe
you.
would not have
Yeah,
loved.
I don't
Like, we
know. I don't know Kobe to know who he likes, but
But we're talking about
DeMarcus-
on the court basketball
Yeah,
playing. We
Kobe
could
just
talk.
loved lazy defenders who never got back. He loved it.
So
Loved
if we
them.
re- so
he was
so
a super
so
chill guy, by the way, guys. That people don't remember Kobe Bryant. He was a super chill guy when it came to defensive closeouts and bigs not making good reads and
yeah,
you know
didn't
super.
that
yeah,
didn't
he's-
bother him very much. No, he
Nope,
was
didn't
okay
bother
with that. He was okay with dudes turning the basketball over. at a
Bro,
high
Penn,
rate.
the way you talking about DeMarcus Cousins, you
Taking-
talk about him in a very weird ass way. Like,
I'm talking about him in a
one of
weird
the
ass
best
way
big
because
men
I don't
ever
think he's
shoot
better than
50%
Jokic.
from the field. Oh, he never made an All NBA first team.
Hold up, hold up.
7 and 12 and
7
didn't make All
footer,
NBA first
7
team.
footer,
Based on
back to the
DeAndre
basket.
Jordan.
Apparently
Like,
has no weaknesses. Never cracked 50%. That doesn't seem weird to you. That don't seem weird to you.
Penn, 27. Listen, 27 and 12. What the fuck are we
35%
doing?
usage. What the hell do I care? You could take 500 shots a game and average 500 points. I don't care. I care if your scoring does not
Penn,
translate
he
to
got
winning.
27%,
Then
I
it
think.
matters. If your scoring does not come with defense, it
45%.
matters. You talking about empty calories, Jordan?
I'm
Empty
not talking about
calories.
empty calories. What are you talking about? I'm talking. See, that's what I'm saying. When you saw DeMarcus Cousins, you mean to tell me when you saw him play and he was doing that, you were saying, "Oh, this motherfucker ain't doing shit." This is it. When
You know what I
saw
wasn't
that,
saying?
that's
No,
what you
I'm not saying. I
didn't
wasn't
say
saying that.
but you know
Jordan.
what I
No, I'm
didn't
not
say?
saying that. But I
Oh,
also
that's
wasn't-
Shaquille O'Neal. I didn't say that.
No, I did not. I ain't say that neither.
It's no way when you saw DeMarcus Cousins in his prime, you wasn't saying, "God damn, this motherfucker good."
You
Yeah,
know
he's
what? You know
good.
what I was saying? For real, for real. You know what I was
Yeah, he's
saying?
good. Mhm.
We
God
can't hear you,
damn,
Ron,
I
but-
wish this guy knew how to
Why-
play
why you
basketball.
saying
He
that?
could be really
Mars,
good.
let him-
It's
let
no
him- don't let
fucking
him
way
talk
you
about
was
it.
trying to say
Let him
DeMarcus Cousins ain't know how to play
Thank you, Mars.
basketball. It's
Didn't
no
know how
way
to play
you saying
basketball.
that. It's
Didn't know
no
how to play
way in your
basketball.
right mind you saw DeMarcus
Wait, what?
Cousins play and say,
Okay,
"This
so we're
motherfucker
dealing
don't know
with
how
an
to
era-
play
we're-
basketball."
we're
It's
dealing
no
with-
way.
Waste of talent. Very talented. Didn't know how to play
I
an
ain't doing
efficient
that.
game.
That part.
No,
Y'all
no.
lying.
That
Y'all
part-
are
that-
lying.
Didn't,
part I'm not
didn't
doing.
commit on the.
No.
Yo, why are you lying to the people about who DeMarcus Cousins was? Why are you lying? He never
Up
made the
at that
playoffs in the
time.
entire.
Hold
Hold
on,
up.
hold on,
In
hold
the
on,
entire
At that
era that
time,
you're talking
at that
about, he
time.
never made
Hold
the
on, Pete,
playoffs
hold on,
once.
He
Pete.
was
Zero.
on the Kings.
They won't.
So
Pete,
what?
Pete, let me
He's
break
the
this
reason
down
the
for
Kings
you.
were the
At
Kings.
that time,
Sucks. What you
have
mean?
you saw
They
a
had no idea
center
what they
of
were doing.
DeMarcus Cousins'
So the
size?
best
We've been
player has
clowning the Kings
responsibility
for
to
years.
win
Hold
unless
on,
DeMarcus
hold on.
Cousins.
We're gonna act like
Hold
they
on,
have.
hold on, Chris, 'cause
They
you
were
said
blowing
this
draft
question.
picks. They had
Didn't
no idea
DeMarcus
what
Cousins get
You know
a
who else
fucking
was on the
triple-double?
Kings? Chris
Didn't he
Webber.
get like
Chris
a
Webber was
20
on the
didn't he
Kings.
get like a 27 and some triple fucking
In
double?
name, yeah, in name. That's not the
Y'all
same
box
franchise.
score merchants, and I really don't
Ain't
care.
no box. Hold on, stop this shit. Stop Talk this shit.
27
Did DeMarcus
points,
Cousins get an
0
incredible
playoffs.
triple double at that time? Did he get that? So when you saw him get that triple double,
But Jokic can average a triple double, but you're gonna slander him, right?
Huh?
Jokic could average a triple double, but you're gonna slander him, right?
I'm not slandering neither one of them.
Who's better, Jordan?
I will use your point
Who's
against
better,
you.
Jordan?
Who's
Demarcus
better,
Cousins
Jordan? Can average a triple double, and you'll say he
Who's
don't know how to play
better,
fucking
Jordan?
basketball. But
Who's
Jokic
better,
do
Jordan?
it, and it's like, yeah.
Who's better,
oh,
Jordan?
Man, great.
Say it. Who's
Like,
better?
What are you talking about?
Who is better?
At this point, this is bullshit.
Ask me who's better.
This
Who's
is
better,
bullshit.
Ron?
Ask you who's
We're
better.
good. We're good.
Who's
You're
better,
crazy.
Ron?
We're good.
Who's better,
Ron?
Jordan?
Who's better?
Who's
Ron?
better at what?
Who's better at basketball, Jordan?
Out of who?
Jokic and Demarcus Cousins.
Obviously, I would say Jokic, but I'm not gonna say Demarcus Cousins is not one of the best big men that we've seen play basketball. He's one of them. Like, he's one of them.
I don't think that that's
really
a question.
How long is your list?
How many people are one of them? That's the question.
I mean, right. We can. I don't think
15.
anybody's.
I would
Nobody
go
up here is
15?
arguing. Nobody's up here arguing that.
You think he's one of the best
I'm
15 basketball players
in
to ever play the big man
in his
position in the
peak,
NBA?
In his peak. In his
He
peak.
wasn't one of the top 15 players in the league when he was playing. And maybe if he was for like 2
So
years.
who the fuck
What?
at 27 and 12? Who the fuck was better than him? 15 guys better than 27 and 12.
But you're not a box score merchant.
I mean, in my humble opinion,
I don't give a fuck about that. I'm just telling you.
I think
at
Wemby right
27
now
and
is
12,
better
who's
than
better?
Boogie was. So I'll say that. I think Wemby
If
right now
you
is better than
think
Boogie was.
that Kenyon Martin is better than Draymond Green, I don't know what you watching basketball games is not helping you.
Pin. What the hold on, stop, because you're trying to skate away from that bullshit you just said. 27 and 12. There were 15 guys in the NBA better than somebody fucking averaging 27 and 12. Till
Try to make this argument without saying 27 and 12.
Who made second team All NBA?
I don't care if you're 27
putting
and 12.
all-
You what are you going to come up here and tell me Cam Thomas is like a great basketball player because he averaged 26? I don't care.
He didn't fucking
I'm
average
putting
26.
all numbers
He
aside.
didn't
Hey,
average
Jordan,
26.
all numbers aside, just strictly off box work, strictly off counters,
Ball handling,
strictly
ball
off
handling.
moves, strictly off shooting. Demarcus could shoot the shit out the ball.
Sure.
Like
What are we
Demarcus was really
doing?
shooting.
Really
he was
talented
really
player.
No,
Insanely
Demarcus is really DeMarcus. Like, we give Karl Anthony Towns the credit, but Demarcus is really one of the pioneers as a center 3-point shooter. He's one of those. DeMarcus was stepping out.
He's
If you
one of
ask
those
me
guys.
exclusively talent,
smacking that three.
if you ask me
One of those
exclusively
guys.
talent,
I just
I
think
will say he's
What
one of the
about
30
everything
most
he-
talented bigs I've seen. Yes, talented, but not better.
30 is
How
ridiculous.
many
One
guys in the
of
NBA will
the
grab
30
the
is
ball,
ridiculous.
pull it down,
Yo,
and push
the
it?
theory-
Oh, but when
Hey,
Jalen Duren do it, you got a problem.
Oh, he way better than fucking Jalen Duren. That's number one. That's number one, Mark. That's a nice try. But I want Penn to say, since we talking, how many guys at that time was grabbing the ball at the rim at DeMarcus Cousins' size and saying, "I got it."
Karl
I
Anthony
can
Towns.
dish it out.
Cat was doing it.
Cat wasn't in the NBA.
Cat was 100% in the NBA. In
Pau Gasol could
2017.
do it.
Yes, he was.
No,
But
no,
I was rookie year, 15, 16.
Mark
I was
Gasol
rookie.
could do it.
Yeah,
Yeah, he was doing
it. Was Cat doing that?
Boogie was doing
Yeah,
that.
Cat was
Boogie was
doing
doing that.
He wasn't doing it like
said
Boogie,
was doing
though.
that in 2013, 2014.
Cat was actually the
Joakim Noah could grab and go, man. I'm gonna leave
Yeah.
it.
Y'all talking about
Not
top
like DeMarcus Cousins,
15,
though. We're not gonna do
top
that.
Yeah,
We're not
I'm
15
gonna do that.
bigs.
Not
like,
even close.
y'all
Not even close.
crazy.
He wasn't doing it like
Absolutely
on DeMarcus Cousins
insane.
level.
We're talking about an era where the big
I
man-
agree with everything you guys are saying. Like, technically, like everything you guys say DeMarcus could do, yes, he could do it. I agree.
Sounds like in theory, Mars. That's what it
I
sounds
just don't think he was like as good at those things as you guys are saying.
Yeah.
But yes,
sounds like
he
in
could
theory.
do all of those things. He could shoot the ball multiple levels, post up, counters, handle the ball, pass. He could do all of those things.
All of that stuff.
Actually, how good he was at them, that's where the disconnect with me is. I don't know. I don't know.
Do you
where
remember,
Ben's
do you remember
at.
Eddie Griffin? Chill. Do you remember Eddie Griffin from
I
Seton
do
Hall?
remember Eddie Griffin with the Bulls.
One of the most talented collegiate basketball players I've ever laid my eyes on in my life. I thought that dude could do everything with the basketball. He was insanely talented. You ain't gonna hear me say he's one of the top 200.
What does that got to
anything.
do with DeMarcus Cousins?
What I'm trying to tell you, Jordan,
Absolutely
is
nothing.
it doesn't matter what you can do. It matters what you did. It matters what you actually
He
produce on the
fucking
court.
did it. He did it. What are we talking about?
He did a lot of
To
stuff
answer
that
your,
you're not talking about.
to
here.
answer your question, so
Okay.
Cat was doing it. Anthony Davis was doing it. And we talking about
Everyone's
big
doing
guys.
it on the level of DeMarcus
Yeah.
Cousins.
Anthony Davis was doing it. Cat was doing it.
Y'all really
when I
don't
think about
respect.
big guys, because the big guy at that point, don't forget, we're talking about an era where the big guy was dying, right? So the big guy was we were moving away from that level of big guy, and we were moving into the long ball era, guard era, like guys like LaMarcus Aldridge, Pau Gasol, like guys like that. That's what was going on during that time. So with the big man era being weak, I think DeMarcus Cousins capitalized on that. I'm not saying that he didn't. I'm not saying that he wasn't good. I'm saying that he capitalized on the big man era going the other way because guys like Dwight Howard were on their way out.
Chill. The big man era is under the fucking carpet right now. It's under the carpet.
Are you serious? No, it's
just because
we literally
yes. But why though, Mars? Why are we doing that though? So all of a sudden, because it's been like this for years. All of a sudden, this big ass nigga Jalen Duren dribbled the ball up the court 3 times, and the big man is back. The big man is back. Houston Rockets start Steven Adams in single 2 games. Oh, the big man is back. I'm respecting the title, but if y'all don't get the fuck out of here.
Hey, come on, what the fuck are we doing?
I'm respecting the title, but get real. Like, get real. Come on now.
Best player in the league.
The title doesn't say that the big man is back.
Okay.
It said we're talking about the next generation of bigs.
Right.
Never said anything about the big dying or anything like that.
The big man era was going the other way, so DeMarcus got to take advantage of it.
He did.
But so what the fuck is
Jokic
taking advantage of?
The fact that Marc Gasol made a first team.
Wait, no, answer that question. Answer Jordan's question. Answer Jordan's question.
They don't even want post-ups in the NBA.
Okay, so once again,
what is his question?
Wait, stay right here. Stay right here with the big man. With the big man now.
Because DeMarcus used to bust Anthony Davis' ass too before they got together.
Davis used to bust his ass.
That's it, because he used to tear Anthony Davis' ass smooth the fuck up. So let's go ahead and talk about that.
Since you brought that up, I'm glad you brought that up.
You out your mind. Jokic sees Embiid one time a season. One time a season.
Because Embiid be ducking that fade.
By Tim Duncan, the third best player to ever walk. Yeah, of course.
By the way, don't you dare let Kill get that.
That ain't no knock.
Don't let him get that off.
Let's get back.
I'm let him have that.
Let's get back to what Jordan. Let's get back to what Jordan just asked. The question that you just asked is, what about Joker today? Okay, so
who's Embiid one time a year?
Okay, so that's an Embiid issue. Just like during that.
Okay,
time.
well, that's a big man in DeMarcus.
But even still, we still got the big man. We still got the big man dying during DeMarcus Cousins' era because Dwight Howard is going out.
So it got to be ashes by now, right? It got to be ashes by now.
To answer your question, Jordan. With the big man, we still got big men that are dominant bigs in the game who are defenders. Anthony Davis is a damn good big man defender.
He ain't fucking playing. He ain't playing.
He ain't playing right now. But what I'm saying
he didn't play last year.
Okay, but he did play in 2023 when he got his lunch ate by Joker, did he not? Was he not on the all-league defensive team? Was he not? How about Rudy Gobert, who's the defensive player of the year? Was he not?
Rudy Gobert, who can't play in the fucking fourth quarter.
What do you mean he can't play in the fourth quarter? In fact, the year that the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship, Bruce Bowen is on record. Joker is on record saying that the toughest matchup we had was with the Minnesota Timberwolves. He said that was their toughest matchup with those guys.
On record, do Rudy Gobert come out of fourth because he can't play?
Okay, wait a minute. That's not what was going on during that time. That's not what was going on with
Rudy since he was in Utah.
But that's not what's going on. See, because now what you're doing is you're turning this into something else. Because Rudy got better as a defender on the wing. Rudy got better at closing out. So he was able to play in fourth quarters. That's just not true, Jordan. But stay right here
it's not
and
true.
Let's stay on the topic.
They literally put Rudy in every action. Literally.
Okay.
Rudy, bring your big ass here.
Exactly. This is where we're going. We're going the other way.
You capping on Rudy Gobert being the guy that he capping. That's how we got there. How
am I capping on Rudy Gobert being one of the better generational defenders who Joker had to deal with? How am I capping on Anthony Davis being one of the better generational defenders that Joker had to deal with? Meanwhile, DeMarcus Cousins, on the other hand,
they pick on Rudy Gobert and pick and roll.
Say that one more time.
They pick on Rudy Gobert and pick and roll.
Can you imagine the stuff that they were doing to DeMarcus Cousins today?
Don't twist the argument though.
Can you imagine what DeMarcus Cousins would do today? In this type of environment, type of basketball.
And what would Joker do in 2016 to those?
The same shit he's doing right now. The same shit he's doing right now.
Is that what you're saying?
I'm fine. I'm not. This ain't no knock to Jokic. I think Jokic is still great. I think peak DeMarcus. What do? Oh man.
Hey, according to Real Talk, Cousins gave AD 24, 20, and 13. 40, 16, and 4. 28, 14, and 7.
Used to bust his ass. Used to bust his ass.
And
Where
yet,
we get this from?
and yet, isn't it interesting that on their career that Anthony Davis won more games against Demarcus Cousins than Demarcus Cousins won against Anthony
No,
Davis?
Get the fuck
even
out of here.
though they
They
were
play
both
for
on
the
really
team.
trash
I'm
teams.
not doing that. No, I'm not doing that.
It's
Because-
true.
because that
Are
Sacramento
you trying
team
to tell me that
that
Anthony
Sacramento team
Davis
was
was
all-
drafted into
that's
some sort of
not-
powerhouse? And also, don't leave out the fact that Demarcus Cousins was older.
I do
He
think-
got into the league
AD's
2 years
quite
earlier.
clearly
So
the
in the
best.
I gotta do
early
with the
part
price of
of their
tea in China.
career,
He
yes,
used to cook his ass.
We're in the same.
but towards the later
age
part of their
range. I'm not
careers, when
buying
they
that.
were both in their prime, Anthony Davis owned that matchup. Let's not lie.
What year are you talking about? You talking about after the Achilles?
No, I'm talking
You gotta be
2015,
talking about after
2016,
the Achilles, 'cause
2017.
when he
You
get them
just
up, I gotta
isolate those
triple
2
double.
years.
Davis
When
did
they
it,
were-
guys.
when they were
Oh,
on-
that
When they
matchup.
were on
No,
the
he
team
did it.
together, he was the best player on that team.
That's a
In
fact.
your
And I
crazy-ass
agree.
opinion, yes.
I agree
And
too.
I
Was
agree.
it? No, he was not.
I
He
agree.
was not.
I think you
I don't
guys
care. I don't
underrate
care.
Anthony
I don't
Davis.
care. No. Anthony
That's
Davis
all
was
good,
who?
man. Y'all
Hey,
good.
no, Mars. Whoever you think Anthony Davis is, he was. But DeMarcus was better.
Not-
I don't care what the box plus minus say.
I'm just know
Y'all watch. If
we
y'all
watch it.
gotta
We
watch the
it.
game.
No, he wasn't.
I just
So
know
gotta
we watch.
bro,
we care about defense.
We have different
Until it
sets of
matters.
eyes. That's it. We have
For a
different
player
sets
that
of
we
eyes.
like. We care about efficiency until it matters for a player that we like. We care about winning in the playoffs and showing up in the playoffs. We care about attitude. We care about professionalism. We care about keeping your nose clean off the court. We care about all that stuff until it comes down to a player that we matter. It's different standards for different folks. And
That's
frankly,
No,
kinda
that's
sick of
not.
it.
That's not. We already talked about this.
What did DeMarcus Cousins do? Off the
After the bullshit
Dude
you
who
put
has
us
done
through earlier,
nothing but influence
after the
winning
bullshit you
in
put
Golden
us through
State.
earlier with Con Knipple, you need to zip it.
Yeah, I said Con Knipple.
Okay, you
Was
need
better
to
than
zip
Michael
it.
Porter
After the
Jr. I didn't say
bullshit
he was
that you
better
did
than
with that
Nikola
fangirl shit you just did earlier, you need to relax, brother.
I
Look,
just think that
we
brought
brought up Demarcus Cousins issues, and we said that we were talking about the crash out that he was. That I'm not trying to pretend like that wasn't a thing. Like DeMarcus Cousins wasn't pushing his own teammates out the chairs and doing all types of dumb shit. That was the big issue I had with DeMarcus. I had a huge issue with that. I still
hate the
do.
fact that- I just
still
hate the fact
do.
that this Joe Fernandez. I hate the fact that he brought this up. I really do. I hate the
Nah,
fact.
Kia, I hate the fact that you tried to diminish DeMarcus Cousins' skill set based on the big man's back then.
Rashid Wallace.
That's
never
what
averaged
was going
27
on,
points per game.
Jordan.
He was a better
All
player.
right,
Big man
fellas.
was dying. He capitalized
Fellas,
on that.
It's dead
That's a
now,
fact.
though. It's dead now. though.
Fellas,
No, it is not.
I gotta grab the steering wheel because we gotta get to these super chats.
Dumbass
And
man.
also, I gotta make a splash of the day. And my splash of the day is gonna go to two individuals. They both had 37 last night. One of which being the big cat. Karl Anthony Towns had 37, 12, and 3. But I also got to give love to the best player on the Toronto Raptors, Brandon Ingram, for having his best game of the season and his best game up north for having 37 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists. Those two both get the splash of the day. And now you guys need to go make a splash today. And you can do that by joining the Thanksgiving Tiers contest on Splash Sports. All you have to do is scan this QR code on the screen or click the link in the description. You have to join this contest by Thursday, November 27th at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. This is an NFL Tiers game. You will pick 6 players in 6 different tiers, 1 being the highest tier, 6 being the lowest tier. And the person who really can get crafty and really get their GM on and pick a player in the 5, 6, maybe 4 range, those are going to be the people that end up winning this $1,300 prize. And it's only $15 to enter. Oh, and by the way, the very next day, Black Friday, we will be doing the same thing, but this one will be an NBA edition, NBA Cup tiers. Yes, you know Friday's NBA Cup. You will have a bunch of games on. And once again, you will have 6 tiers, and you will pick a player from each tier. And if you can master tier 6, 5, and 4, you have the best chances to take home $1,300 back-to-back days. Y'all make sure to go enter both of them. It is limited spots, so I advise you to get over there as soon as possible. All right, y'all, we got super chats, and we got a lot of them, so let's make it happen. The first one is from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said, another type of player that I think is extinct are guys who are just there for toughness and to agitate the opponent. Guys like Pat Bev and Lance Stevenson.
Respect Patrick Beverly. He did a lot more than just that.
And those guys aren't extinct. The guy that plays for Indiana, why am I drawing a blank on his name?
Neesmith?
Nope, not just him, but the other one who think he the nicest one on the team.
Matherin?
For Indiana?
Yeah, Matherin is
Nembhard?
definitely an heir to
Oh.
100%. He got DeAndre Hunter thrown out of a game last year.
No, I think what he's saying is guys who are just there to be irritants. So guys who are just there to be like the.
Why y'all think
enforcer
Pat
tough guys.
Bear was just there to just be irritated?
He wasn't.
So
just
he's
an
so he's
irritant.
thinking
wasn't.
he's
Pat Bear
thinking
was
Charles
actually
he's
a good
thinking
player.
Charles Oakley. That's who he's thinking.
Charles Oakley
Or
was
John
not just an
Conchar
irritant.
is there just to be annoying.
Well, Charles
Jose
Oakley later in his
Jose
career.
Alvarado is there
Conchar
to
is
be
crazy.
annoying. Jose Alvarado is there to
That's
be
crazy,
annoying.
bro.
What? That's
All
a
right,
player
y'all.
on a team who's annoying.
I'm just saying that's kind of
he knows his role.
The next super chat I got is from user, a bunch of different letters. User said, shout out to my twin, MJ Collins, 40 points on 19 shots, leading Utah State to the win against Charleston, or to win the Charleston Classic, 803-704.
I don't know who that is. He had 40 on 19 shots. That's solid.
We'll take it. Mhm.
Yeah.
Hey, you seen that dude that had shot 21 fucking threes the other day? That's all he fucking made.
He was
that?
clapping them, though.
Auburn? He played Virginia.
I can't remember who it was. That motherfucker,
Virginia Tech?
21 threes.
Yeah,
He was clapping them, though.
Hell
I think he took. I think every shot he took that
You
game.
shoot 12 threes? Ooh, damn.
Every shot he took that game was a three.
Yeah, it
He
was.
said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just get him up tonight." 21.
Nah, but
I
still,
saw somebody in the comments
you know what
say
that
he
is,
was
though?
playing for badges.
You know what that is? That's a coaching issue. By the time you get to that many, coach gotta let you got is a designated person. As soon as we shoot the ball, whatever, you find him. He can't walk across half court without getting touched. It's not.
I mean,
it's
10 for
you
21. I mean, I understand it's like a little bit under 50%, but that's a lot of fucking threes. Like
It
that's
is.
a lot. First of all, that's a lot of shots. 21 shots is a lot of shots.
In college,
Some of them
20-minute
threes
game,
was
20
open, though.
that's 40. That's the problem, right? That's what I'm saying.
A lot of them was open.
Yeah.
40. It's a 40-minute game. This is a 40-minute game. We're not talking about the NBA. This is a 40-minute game, and you shoot this many threes.
Is it 30 or 40? I thought it's 15.
40-minute
No,
game.
40-minute game.
Had two
It's 20.
20-minute
It's 20. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
20-minute halves.
we talking about 40-minute games, and you're telling me you allowed this. And Ron, the thing about it is, there was enough shots that were uncontested and open. So at this point, it's just like, but you got to find the shooter. You have to find the shooter.
Yeah. I just think the will of just shooting that motherfucker 21 times from the 3-point line. Just 21 times, period. But
For one dude, that's a lot, yo.
that's a lot of
that's
shots. 21
one
shots is
dude.
a lot of shots. But then you add 21 threes to that.
Yeah.
God damn.
How many
threes,
how many threes per game are average college teams shooting?
Probably
Like
21.
whole teams.
Nah, it's probably more than 21. It's probably like 28. Because Gonzaga and whatchamacallit played last night, and they were both shooting shitty. They was like 4 for 14 from at the half or some shit like that. So probably more than that.
All right, y'all. Speaking of threes, Trade 3 sent through a super chat and asked, where is PlayBack going to be? I can never find it. Trade 3, PlayBack is an app. So to everybody that doesn't know, PlayBack is an app. You can also go to playback.tv on your browser, and that's where you can find it. Once you get to PlayBack, you have to find the room for Player's Choice. So it's almost like Instagram's an app, and then Player's Choice has their own page on Instagram, similar to that. But download the app. That's the easiest way to do it. You can watch it on your phone, or if you're on your laptop, which I like to watch it on my laptop because it's just a bigger screen. You just go to playback.tv. You'll find Player's Choice. You'll see us live, and we will be watching this game tonight. So make sure y'all pull up. Make sure you on time, because I don't want y'all coming in at the end of the second quarter asking for a VIP. I don't want y'all coming in halfway through the first quarter asking, Ron, can I get a VIP? Where's the VIPs at? Bring your ass on time, and you might get a VIP. And we will be watching Luka Doncic go against James Harden. I can't wait to see who cooks who and make this the title of the show tomorrow.
Man. Hey, did you have another one, Mar? My bad.
Excuse me.
But you back to super chats. Mars, I got a quick question. Demarcus or Blake?
Blake.
Blake, okay.
You said Blake?
I did.
I'm high on Blake. Give me DeMarcus.
I'm not high on
Anna
DeMarcus,
Monica.
so.
Okay.
Anna Monica Studios said next season, whose roster is going to change the most? Any predictions?
Cleveland, if they don't win the NBA championship.
I think that'd be too.
We're a month into this.
I think that'd be crazy, too. I just think that when you got a young team like that, you just gotta let it. I think you gotta let it keep going. I would hate to blow that team up.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe add like
the Kings, Mavs would be my guess. The Kings or the Mavs.
I would say the Kings or the Clippers.
Clippers too. Yeah, that's a good one.
Philly too. I think you're gonna see a lot of change
one.
in Philly.
That's another one.
Potentially Dallas. Potentially.
I said that, but nice one.
Oh, I didn't hear you. My bad. But great minds think alike. D-Jet sent through a super chat. All right, I got it then. Good take, Ron. D-Jet sent through a super chat and said, "Come on, chill. This big man era is worse than the one DeMarcus played in.
No,
why you naming defender bigs?
No, it is not.
AD is a power forward also. How many real bigs does Jokic have to actually defend at center? Name 5.
We know back in Demarcus's peak, Andre Drummond was like the 3rd best center in the league.
DeAndre Jordan is making first team All Pro, and he ain't making All-Star.
We are aware of what was going on, right?
I just want to make sure that we clear on that.
Nostalgia can't have a hold of us.
We are not aware.
We are aware
Nostalgia
that
cannot have a hold of us.
Are we aware that Ivica Zubac is one of the top tier bigs in the NBA today, right?
Ivica Zubac is better.
And he's not a top 3. He's not a top 3 center like people was Andre Drummond. And he's better than Andre Drummond, by the way.
By the way,
hey, Andre Drummond when he was in his peak, no thank you. Not rolling. Not rolling with that. Not rolling with
what
that.
I say.
Not
it's
rolling.
not going to help you. That's
hey, man, get us to 2035, and then we can talk about
not rolling with that. I'm not rolling with when Andre Drummond was in his peak. Not rolling with that. No.
Okay.
Shout out to Andre Drummond. I mean, Zubac just got a guy like James Harden who can come and make his life a lot easier. Imagine if fucking Andre Drummond played with James Harden.
Andre Drummond used to be nice though.
Brandon Jennings was making Andre Drummond look cold as a motherfucker.
Andre Drummond was cool.
What we doing?
Don't forget Andrew Bogut. I think we forget about Andrew Bogut. I think we forget Bogut was.
Man, y'all tripping with this fucking.
What's up with that, Mars? Bogut was dope.
Bogut was nice. Bogut was nice.
Don't forget we was in prime Brook Lopez times. I mean, Mark Gasol was still running around.
Mark was.
So y'all don't got no love for Brook Lopez now. All of a sudden, this shit is too much for me.
I mean, we saw better versions of Brook Lopez later when he rolled out into
I don't give a shit what y'all saw. I know what I saw. Andre Drummond in his peak when he was with Detroit. I'm not fucking rolling. You think it's Zubac better than him?
I will say this though. The thing about it is for Jokic in the center position, it has just now over like this last year. So starting with last season, the center position has gotten a whole lot better. But from 2020 to about 2023, 24, the center position was
trash. Joel Embiid died.
The fact that we had Jokic and Embiid in the league at the same
Trumps
time
everything that was going on during that time.
Outweighs what was going
Trumps
on.
Everything that was going on.
Either one of those guys clean up first team All NBA every year.
Man,
from
give me
2009
give me
to
80 and
2018. Come on,
I mean,
man.
sure, yes.
Give me 80 and DeMarcus.
Nobody is arguing against
Right. But he said Jokic and Embiid. Give me 80 and DeMarcus.
But nobody is arguing with those two guys.
So you can have the third and fourth best player. Meanwhile, the 2020 have the 2 best players.
I'm just saying, Ivica Zubac is one of those guys who fucking struggled for a long time in the NBA. He got better. Yes, he got better. But James fucking Harden makes his life.
You know who else struggled?
So
transport.
1,000 times better.
James Harden helping him out be one of the best defenders in the league.
When did he become?
Al Jefferson is cooking everybody in the league today.
He was one of the best
everybody
in the league last year.
Al
Jefferson. I'm not saying Al Jefferson's better than Jokic or nothing like that shit, but yeah, he's killing everybody.
Was Zubac better than Montrezl Harrell when Zubac won? I mean, when Harrell won 6 man, was Zubac better?
Is Zoo last year? Wait. So let me just to understand the question. Is Zoo last year better than 2020 Montrezl Harrell? Is that the question?
Yes, he's better.
No, he's not.
Yes, Jordan. What's wrong with you?
So much.
Crazy?
Fuck out of here, bro.
So
I guess I'm higher on Zoo than
right on the bottom.
Play with James Harden.
One of the even if he played with him, he's not better. He's not better than the
Montrezl played with James Harden in Houston.
No, he didn't play with James Harden like that. Don't do that.
Did y'all forget about LaMarcus Aldridge?
Zubac was on that same team.
Wait. Did y'all forget about LaMarcus Aldridge?
Zubac was on that same fucking team.
He was in 2020.
So y'all did forget y'all forgot about LaMarcus Aldridge. Y'all forgot about Al Jefferson. Y'all forgot about David West.
Al Jefferson is earlier than. Like,
okay. Y'all forgot about David West. Y'all forgot about David Lee. Is these the type of dudes y'all forgot about? They just weren't that good.
They were good.
And then y'all trying to yes, of course, Penn. You keep bringing up the best. The best player at that possession. You talking about the rest of everybody else. Like what?
Boogie better than Joker.
Yeah, but then y'all start talking. Yes, y'all start talking about their competition. So I understand we're talking about that best player. But we're talking about
naming power forwards, because if I get to naming Giannis,
yes, but you're talking. Yes, you can name Giannis. Please do. But hold on. But wait a second. But wait a second. Because y'all were talking. You said Penn or Chill. You said the bigs. You and Penn and Mars. Y'all said that the bigs were dead. So I'm bringing up all the other bigs that were playing in that time. These were not. I'm not. No, it's not. It's not comparing nothing. You can't just say that. You can't just say that the bigs are dead and then forget about these dudes. Like and then I bring up Brook Lopez.
He meant centers.
No, I think whatever. No, I'm talking about big men. I'm talking about just bigs in general.
But bigs is fine. Sure, absolutely.
During that time, okay. So when we bring up these dudes, don't act like these dudes weren't good basketball players.
They were better than fucking Zubac. Hold on,
like Zach, so
wasn't better than Zubac.
So Zach, okay. What about so Zach? Hold on. So Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol. Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol wasn't better than Zubac.
Way fucking better. Way better.
We talking about 2018 Zach Randolph when he was on the Kings.
Zach. I thought we were talking about 13 and 18.
We talking about 13,
18. We're going back to 13 now?
Yeah, that's
what we've been. No, Mars, we've been doing that. We've been doing that, Mars.
2016 to 18. I thought that's
no, Mars. No, we said I heard 13 to 18. I heard 13 to 18. So that's why I'm bringing up Al Jefferson. That's why I'm bringing up Zebo and Marc Gasol. Like what? I didn't know that.
It's way better than
DeAndre Jordan.
I didn't know we couldn't talk about Joakim Noah. I didn't know Al Horford wasn't running around in this time too. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. My bad.
Joakim was great. I love Joakim.
I love Joakim.
No, you
don't want to know how much I love Joakim.
Now, clearly you don't.
You don't want to know how much I love Joakim.
Clearly
you don't.
Absolutely, I love.
I brought up LaMarcus Aldridge, and y'all ignored me when I brought up LaMarcus Aldridge for a reason. I brought up Andrew Bogut. Y'all laughed. I brought up Brook Lopez. Y'all laughed. Y'all like clearly y'all only care about. Come on, bro. Don't even do that because Chris Bosh is way better than Zubac.
A young cat was running around too in Minnesota.
A prime cat was running around in this decade.
A prime cat. But I'm just saying, Zubac is one of the premier bigs in the NBA today. That's all I'm saying. When Chill talk about the big man is what it is, Zubac is one of the premier. I'm saying it's not fucking close to what Demarcus Cousins was playing against. It's not close. Now, I do give you Giannis, Wemby. Hold on. I do give you Giannis, Wemby, Joker, Embiid. Absolutely. Those guys are great in any era. I'm just talking about when I name these type of guys.
Bam.
Name these type of guys. Y'all quiet. Y'all gonna go right back to bringing up Jokic and Embiid.
What about Bam?
I got Zebo over Bam.
I got Zebo over Bam too.
Just taking our lives. Oh,
I got LaMarcus Aldridge over Bam.
Sure.
Bam,
I mean that's fine, Mars. I think people underestimate how fucking really good Zach Randolph was. Y'all tripping with
it's
Zach
almost
Randolph.
like y'all don't value the ability to guard.
So Bam can't guard Zebo. I know that, Penn. You keep talking about who he can guard. Bam can't guard no fucking Zach Randolph.
Bam Adebayo is probably a good matchup on
because he can't chill. Stop the bullshit, chill. Don't do this.
Zebo can't guard 10% of the league.
Come on, man.
Because he a bully Bam little ass. That's why.
So this is not one-on-one basketball. It's not the park. It's not a rec league. Okay, we're talking about defensive value. Bam Adebayo has achieved a lot of success playing the way he plays. He is connective. He is an insane.
And he can't fuck with Zach Randolph.
He's a better player than Zach Randolph.
2018 Zach Randolph. I am in the fucking matrix.
That's 2018. No, we're not talking about 2018.
Hey, y'all,
We talking about this whole era. I'm talking about that whole era of players. Zach Randolph, 2013, 2000.
The reason why we talked about
they wasn't dying. Y'all just don't know ball.
Because DeAndre Jordan was making first team All Pro.
You know what?
He wasn't making the All-Star team.
The fucking
Let me say
system of
something.
that shit was
I
stupid.
think Kristaps Porzingis
was fucking stupid.
is better.
Everybody.
Kristaps Porzingis was better than who? Who's Kristaps Porzingis better than?
I'm getting back to these super chats.
Marcus Saul?
Chill.
Kristaps Porzingis better than Marcus Saul?
Ox. I'm getting back to these super chats. Chill. I got another super chat from you from DJ. DJ said that was nasty. Chill and pin. Y'all know that big man era, or y'all know that big man era been dead, or this big man era been dead. Most of the bigs are power forwards, and the centers suck for the most part. Wemby don't count. Mars. Much love to the panel, though. Keep killing it.
Gotcha.
Wow, Wemby don't count.
The biggest human in the league doesn't
He's a
count.
shooting
I don't know
guard.
why he don't count, but you know,
talented.
that shit is just called about the All NBA shit. Like the fucking rules was dumb as fuck. Apparently, like clearly was dumb. Like clearly, dumb.
I thought it was like just like universally accepted. The mid to late 2010s was like a bad era for bigs. I thought everyone was on that
Clearly,
same
it's
page.
not, Mars. Nope. Don't.
No, it wasn't. No. The thing is, the thing about it though, Mars, is yes, there wasn't. It wasn't the big man era in that time. It was coming down because it was the end of Kevin Garnett, Tim Duncan, Dirk Nowitzki, Rasheed Wallace, those dudes. When you go from that, of course, anything looks like it's dead compared to them dudes, but there were still some really good basketball players. That's the point I'm trying to make. When you compare,
it wasn't just a bunch of teams with Reggie Evans. No disrespect to him,
right? Of course, right, and that's what I'm Mars. That's
yeah,
what
I said
I'm
no
saying.
disrespect. But
That's my point. That's my point. We can't just say that. That's like saying, well, no, because Kobe was there. But forget about Kobe for a second. Let's say Kobe wasn't there. That's like saying that the shooting guard era was dead because Jordan retired. Like, no, there was still a lot of good shooting guards in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? In fact,
I would actually argue it peaked after Jordan. But
right. That's why I just said I was like,
even in like the 2010s, when the best two guards in the league were James Harden, Clay, and then DeMar DeRozan, like people were saying the shooting guard position was dying because there was like.
Because it came from a greater area. It came from a great. I think people were saying that because number one, they were fucking sick that there were no T-Max and shit like that and Kobe's running around. Like you just didn't get that exceptional talent. Now I will say, like I said, with Jokic, with Giannis, with Embiid, and now with Wemby coming into his second year. All I'm saying is that we can say definitively, like those top guys are great. Still 30 teams in the NBA. When you go through that list and you got to see fucking a team that may not even have a center, playing center, and it's like, what are we doing? Then you got to start bringing the relevance of Ivica Zubac. I brought him up because he's a relevant center. Not saying that he's not good. I'm saying he don't touch those guys. Like, not even close.
If I go through the league,
so give me Louis Scola.
Jalen Duren is nice. He's nice. I'm not saying Jalen Duren is the best, but Jalen Duren is nice. Toronto, Jakob, whatever. Bam, I think Bam is good. I don't know what you guys been talking about.
Jack's a good player, yo.
He's cool.
Keep going.
Evan Mobley is good. Jarrett Allen, yeah, he's cool. Cat is really good. Porzingis, when healthy, he's really good. Joel Embiid, it goes without saying. Wendell Carter, okay.
Two guys, you just named two guys don't really play that much, but
that's fine. We'll leave Wendell Carter out of this. Vucevic is talented, right? Vucevic is skilled.
Talented. I got Scola over him though. I'll take Scola over him.
Okay, now Scola's the 2000s, but that's fine.
Yo,
Boston have no one. Shout out to Luka
60s,
Garza, but Boston have no one. Giannis, I think it goes without saying. The Hornets, yeah,
and Miles Turner.
They do have Miles Turner. Brooklyn have no NBA players.
Yeah,
Indiana also have no.
Whoa, Day'Ron Sharpe, Nick Claxton, respect.
Come on, man, fuck out of here.
Claxton's actually having a better year than he did last year. Washington, Alex Sarlo's cool year too.
Love Alex.
But this is the bottom of the East. This is literally the bottom of the East.
Right.
Like if I spoke about the 2016 Sixers, and you see the same thing.
Wendell Carter.
Yeah, I said Wendell Carter.
He already went through them.
Chet, I think everyone would agree. Chet is really good. Hartenstein's also good. Jokic goes without saying. DeAndre Ayton. I don't know how you guys feel.
Gordon.
Some people think he's an all-star.
Aaron Gordon.
Aaron Gordon.
I like
more of a
four. He plays four.
Big, yeah, but more than NBA. DeAndre Ayton, Şengün, Steven Adams. Different
DeAndre Ayton. We ain't rolling on DeAndre Ayton, right?
That's fine. Şengün is really good. Wemby, obviously. Luke Cornett is a different type of big, but he's cool.
Yeah, no, he
Mark
ain't cool.
Mark Williams, once again, a more like
Look
pick and roll
Cornet.
big, but he's cool. Rudy Gobert does his defensive thing. Nas
Julius
Reed,
Randle.
skilled
That he
big.
don't do in the
Julius
fourth
Randle.
quarter though.
Julius Randle, a
Yeah.
4-man, multiple skills.
I seen a video of a guy trying to convince the world that Nas Reed was better than Chris Bosh. I'm like,
Yeah, I saw that bullshit.
Unfollow that nigga quick fast.
Yeah, I saw that.
Was it
bullshit.
me?
I know Marcus saw it.
Donovan
me?
Block
Clingan, once
him.
again, a different type of big, but he's cool. Yang, Chinese Jokic.
Why you
Jaren
even bring him up,
Jackson.
Mars? That motherfucker not even relevant. Why did you even bring him up? He's bullshit
Because of
now.
Ron.
For the
Oh,
algorithm,
Jaren
Jordan.
Jackson and Zach Edey are okay. Larry Markkinen is a very unique type of big, who I
Mhm.
think we would all agree is good.
He a small forward, really.
A 7 foot
That's
small
okay.
forward.
That's okay.
Hey, shout out
Don't
to him.
forget Phil.
Shout
The
out to
Clippers,
Dirk Nowitzki.
Zoo is good. Sabonis is good. Anthony Davis is good. Lively is cool. And then New Orleans have Derek Queen now. Like,
Don't forget Draymond Green and Quentin. Don't
Lively's
forget
great.
Draymond Green and Quentin Post.
oh
Yo,
yeah,
fellas,
I just went past
we
that team.
gotta
They have no bigs in my mind. They have no bigs.
we gotta move on. But for what it's worth, I actually do think that this era of bigs is better than the 2010s. But
I disagree.
Mad
but
Max,
sure.
Mad Max, and that's no knock to the 2010s.
Did you miss?
But Mad
Porzingis?
Max Sports,
No,
I
he
said
said it.
All right, my
We
bad.
missed him because he don't really fucking play. But
Oh,
sure.
Onyeka's been good this year too. Shout out.
Onyeka's amazing.
Mad Max Sports said, "How was the big dying? Chill. Let him answer, panel. Everybody mute your mics. This some shit he heard from Mars and is running with. Chill used to argue against this, by the way.
No, I
Chill.
never argued against this. So you a lying ass. You never heard me argue against the big not dying during that time. Dwight Howard was on the other side of who he used to be. DeAndre Jordan was making the all-pro team and not making the all-star team. Guys like Al Jefferson were doing what they were doing. They were coming out of an era. They were coming out of an
Jefferson was
era
the motherfucker.
from we had just left the era of a younger Dwight Howard. Shaq was over. The big man was not what he used to be. On top of the offense being different, because the offense was ran through the big man during that time. And then we started moving toward the offense getting ran through the guards because Steph Curry and those guys were shooting at the long ball line. So you answer this, Mad Max, since you want to put me in the burner. How was the big man position not dying? You tell me.
Chill. I would say this though, since you want to bring up the offense being ran through, because when I brought it up, none of y'all answered.
Damn, Mad Max.
They don't want motherfuckers.
Flip
They
it
don't
on
want
your
bigs to
ass.
post up now. So
But they don't
is
want
the big
all
man
bigs.
dying now.
Put me in a fucking burner.
Well, I think
Bad hit.
that's just from the
Chewing the
value
burner.
of posting. Whether we like it or not, a lot of the bigs from that era would probably not be posted up as much as well.
Sure.
And if they were trying to post up as much, they just wouldn't play as much. Because if you can't play out of a double team in the post and certain stuff,
Don't necessarily.
they're
Yeah,
probably
I
not
don't
gonna
necessarily
want to.
agree with that, Mars. I'm okay to say that. I'm just saying, if that's your excuse to why the big men were dying, then what are we doing now?
well, I
That's
think
all
bigs
I'm
are just
saying.
more on the outside. But there are more role playing bigs. Obviously, I think there's
And
like
that's I
Jonas
think the point
Valanciunas.
me and Ox was trying to making, that the talent of now are more role player type of bigs, which is cool. No knock against them. That's cool. But we do know night in and night out, almost, I'm not gonna say every team because we didn't go through the list, and I'm sure we could, and then probably find some iffy and ill ones. But night in and night out, you had guys that was busting ass from that big man spot. Like, oh, you getting your shit.
there was bigs with more post work back then.
Irvin
Yeah.
Johnson
even like
existed.
Jaleel
Jaleel
Golden
That's
Okafor
what the
Pollins
big
was
man
first.
position
existed. Greg
is.
Ostertag existed. Theo
But that doesn't
Ratliff
mean you're
existed.
better. Like if the
Jesus
only thing you
Christ.
can do is score in the post at an okay rate, are you better than someone who's more of a rim running,
Well,
rim protecting big?
I mean, sure, that's fine. But I also would say that's what the big man position is. The big man position has changed now. Like, it's not even so much. It changed so much that they started calling it what's that shit? Positionless basketball. That's what I'm saying about the big man. Like, we put a different definition on big man when we want to discuss who's better, who's this and that, because it's gonna flip. It's not big man no more. It's positionless basketball. So that's what I'm saying about this game.
That's why.
And that's why you can't make that fair assessment.
Because
right
big men
there.
do what guards do. Mhm.
My
Yeah,
poll
so
on,
you can't
my
really make
poll on
that fair
Twitter
assessment.
between Boogie and Chris Webber is actually quite close. It's 51-49 right now.
Your followers on crack.
Hey, shout out to my followers, man.
We're not even gonna re-dig this up. The next one I got is from Anna Monica Studios. Anna Monica said, "How many versions of Kobe before his Achilles rupture do you think Shea is better than?"
So sick of this conversation, but
Most of them.
most of them is fucking great.
Why are we
He not better
comparing?
than rookie. He not better than rookie.
Second year, third year.
But
That's it.
most of them is crazy though. For somebody to say most
He
of
not
them,
better than 2000 Kobe.
Rookie, second year, third year.
Y'all have no
That's
respect.
it.
Bro, this the
Y'all
same
have
Kobe
after
no
the-
respect
after
for
the-
So a
current
top 3
era.
player on the planet today isn't better than.
You know
2000.
what? It's
Doesn't
kind
matter.
of sad that y'all have
Era,
no
it just
After
means
the
no
first
respect.
championship, Shea can't
Okay,
fuck with Kobe
so
after the
after-
first
Okay, that's cool.
championship.
Okay, after the first championship.
Oh,
we
so
got-
that's his first 4 years now.
Mars,
Okay.
Mars.
All right.
I seen things. I
You see
seen
dead people?
things. Like, I seen things.
I don't know. I'm gonna just stay. I think Shea's really good. That's my opinion. I think. Shea's
yeah,
really
but just because we don't think we don't think before Kobe's Achilles is certain era that Shea is not better than Kobe. That don't mean we disrespecting the era. That just means we think Kobe Bryant's just great. Like,
Which
Okay.
is.
I will answer the question in the best way that I know how. 97, 98, 99, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. No debate on those years at all. None.
all right, there's
Zero.
no debate. Sure, okay,
Okay?
fucking good. All right,
Zero
Kobe Bryant
debate
is
on
a great-
those
You just
those
took off
years.
15 fucking years of Kobe Bryant career, and there's no debate.
Well, to be
13,
fair,
14, 15, 16.
3 of them were like his coming of age years.
I left.
And then
I
the
left.
backends
I
were
left
like
like
post-Achilles years,
2003 till
But he just took off 15 years of
2010.
Kobe
We can
Bryant
have a
career, and we
discussion
just no
about
debate
those
now.
years, but don't act like we're talking about different classes of players. Okay, you are talking about the best guard in the NBA today on the best team we have seen in almost a decade. How about some respect? Or no. We're not going to respect the current day. What we're going to do is we're going to shit on the current day for clicks and likes and
rightfully
rage
so.
bait.
Current day
And
should
then
be
10
shit
years
on
from now,
sometimes.
we'll be like, oh man, I really don't think the guards of today are as tough as
20
Shea.
years from now, Mars gonna
outta
shit
here.
on the current
Nostalgia,
era.
a hell of a
That's what
drug.
happened.
Nostalgia, a
Yo,
hell of a drug.
The current era is
Speaking-
in today, or the current era is in 2035.
In 2035, you gonna shit on them too. Like, I don't get why the fuck y'all keep doing that.
No,
I'd
I
like to
just
think I would,
appreciate
but
what
we'll
I'm
see. I
watching.
don't know.
I'm
fellas,
If I see players who I don't think are good, I'm gonna
greatness,
speak on it. If I see players who I think are great, I'm gonna speak on it.
Yeah, you're gonna be pissed off. You gonna be
Speaking
like,
of
"What the fuck
rage
you
baiting, and speaking
Yep.
of the players of today being very good, Hunter TV clarified some things. Knueppel so far this season is averaging 19.5 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists on 49, 44, 90 splits.
Yeah,
Look up,
as a rookie in his first 2 months. Give
That
it
boy
time.
is balling.
That's
He
a
Give it
is
time.
balling.
Give it time for him to get worse too. P.
Yeah, we'll see
Yo,
how he deals
Yeah,
with
but
the
if
scheduling.
he gets better, you gonna come up here and be like, I was wrong?
If he gets better, I will say.
Or
that
you-
he
or
got
are you
better.
gonna
But
come
if
up
he
here and
gets
be like,
worse,
give it
you're
time?
gonna come up here and say per 100
Con
possessions.
gonna be good in 2
guarantee you,
years.
if he
Jordan
gets
gonna be
worse, you're
like,
gonna say per 100
wait for the
possessions.
fall
Con in
off
his
in
last
2040.
11 games
Wait
is
for the
averaging
fall off in
23.
2040.
I'm really and truly, you just take the OKC game out because when you play OKC, your stats shouldn't count. It's actually even better than that. He's been scoring like 20 like every game.
Yeah,
And
that's totally fine.
consistently and in different ways. And he is so high on the scouting report right now. I watch how teams are guarding this guy. They're trying to take away all of his stuff. He's finding counter on counter on counter.
Oh,
He
man,
plays
ain't
off
nobody
2 feet.
fucking really
Amazing.
going for a scouting report against the fucking Hornets. It's not
Yep,
happening.
you're right, man. $billion organizations, they're not even scouting the other team's second best player. They're not doing that at all. You got
Fellas.
it, man. I ain't
Fellas,
having
I
those
got-
guys.
I got super
we
chats,
gotta
y'all.
move on, bro.
Yeah,
We
control
got
the show,
super
bro.
chats, y'all.
Control the
Hey,
show.
but I do have breaking news, y'all. It just came across my screen. It just came across my desk. Mike the Champ has re-upped his membership, y'all. Shout out to Mike the
Ain't
Champ.
nobody
He is now
fair.
a member. And with that being said, I do want to shout out our Hall of Famers as well. Daddy Pig, Kingster, Rob Deer, Daleski, yes, the one that's going to lock Ox up, Teddy Hart, Brett Bovia, Drago NBA, Small Boxes, Vale, Bulletproof, Cheese, the membership MVP, Worldwide Mace Television, and my dog, Multi Kenny. Shout out to all the Hall of Famers. I hope to see you guys this Friday. I hope to see you guys on Playback tonight because when you're a Hall of Famer, you have exclusive access like that on top of the group chat that we have too, where all of us are in it with the Hall of Famers and all of that good stuff. But moving on to the next super chat from, you guessed it, Anna Monica Studios. I'm going to just start calling him, you guessed it. He said, yo, can y'all talk about Keontae George? He's been hooping.
Shout
Man,
out
before we talk about that, Ox, you and Mike the Champ cool?
I gotta bounce, fellas.
Oh,
I'll
okay.
see y'all dudes
All
tomorrow.
right, chill.
He's chill.
Later.
Right, yeah.
You mean tonight?
All right,
You're not pulling up tonight, chill?
Tonight, my fault. Tonight,
All right.
yeah, my fault. Tonight,
I'm going to sleep tonight.
I will see you dudes tonight. I'll be there. Yes, sir.
All right.
Later, fellas.
Nah, Drench, that's for life. For life.
Oh, okay, bet.
Oh, wow.
Keontae George is averaging 23 points, 7 assists, 4 rebounds. What's his splits like? Splits not really all that good. 90% from the free throw line, though.
He about as efficient as I would have hoped, to be honest, based on everything I've seen the first 2 years.
He's no knueppel, though. Anyways, move on.
Gosh, man. Fuck.
Evita Zubats. Like, you just triggered? Like, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, I am fucking
One
triggered.
is better than Keontae, in my opinion. I'll say that.
Yeah,
But
sure.
I'm triggered, but I'm learning to just accept people for who they are. It's okay.
W acceptance. Love it.
Mr. Coulon said, y'all love to hate on Penn in the chat, but he's right about this. The Raptors' identity is team offense, and BI is the release valve.
You know basketball. Shout outs to you.
Oh, sure. If that's what you think, sure.
They run
That is
that
what I
All Lives
think.
Matter offense. Shout out to them.
W acceptance.
You said they run what, Mars?
All Lives Matter offense.
No, they really don't. They really don't. But
All right, Mars. All right, Mars take trolling to a whole other fucking level. I'm curious to see what his burner page look like. I just want to know what his burner page.
The decision.
Mars live in the flesh is at a different level. His burner, his shit is in dark spaces. I just don't have a burner because I be putting that shit on my main. I don't give a fuck. But Mars live,
Clearly.
burner, shit.
Anna Monica Studios said, could you make the argument that the gold medals that Arvydas and Manu have are the biggest achievements of any international player? This is a good question. This is why Anna Monica is
I would
essential
argue
to the
that
show.
Manu, because he was going against the actual NBA players, was
Definitely
probably
Manu.
a bigger accomplishment internationally. And probably the biggest international accomplishment. That whole Argentina team, but
Yeah.
Manu being the biggest part of that.
I would argue that Manu might, besides Hakeem and damn near Dirk, the best international player ever.
I ain't gonna
Oh
argue with
shit!
you,
Oh
man.
no! My bad. I asked no. Jokic, respect Jokic. My bad, Joe. I'm not thinking. I wasn't thinking right today.
Does
Nah,
dunking
Chad,
count?
get him.
Does
Chad,
dunking
he,
count?
he knows what he's doing, Chad.
No,
Don't let this nigga off the hook.
Ron, don't
He
do
know
that,
what
bro.
he
Don't do
doing.
that. Don't do that, Ron. I'm talking about like retired players. I'm not talking because I don't really like to rank like the active players. I'm talking about
Arvydas
retired
clears
players, y'all.
all of them. But
I'm talking about retired players, y'all. So let me not.
You think
like,
Manu's
y'all
better than
don't
Pau
take
Gasol?
it. What?
I'm just
Hell
asking.
yeah. Yes, absolutely.
there's a conversation to be had.
Absolutely.
I think he's better than Pau Gasol as well.
Yeah,
but
I think Manu is clearly better than Pau Gasol. With
I don't
all
think
due
there's
respect
anyone
to
on the
Pau Gasol.
internet higher on Manu Ginobili than me and Ox are there.
Yeah, Manu, and I love Pau Gasol, but he's clearly better than Pau Gasol. So I'm talking about
very high on
retired
Manu.
players, y'all. I'm talking about retired players, y'all. Please don't take
had him
that
as-
the way it came out. Okay.
I had him as the third best shooting guard in his prime.
No, that
behind
was for
D-Wade
real.
and
Accident.
Kobe.
I didn't.
Too.
There was
All right,
a minute
so-
there. There was a minute
And there
there,
was
Ken, where
years where he was
I had
better than
Manu
D-Wade, in
over
my
D
opinion.
Wade. So
Yep, that too.
Yeah, so I'm very high on.
Respect Steph. Said Steph's last 6 games, 34 points per game, 52 from the field, 52% from the field, 42 from 3. How is you possibly losing these games?
That's basically
he's
like
playing- 'cause he's
Knueppel
playing with
splits,
Draymond
huh?
Green.
Hmm.
Draymond should probably try to do something, help the brother out.
But they lost to Portland because Caleb Love decided to turn into Portland Steph
Yo,
Curry, which was interesting.
You guys all need help. All myself included. Chill, he's going to get help right now. You guys need help.
I ain't never getting help.
Each and every one of you guys.
Never getting help.
You know you need help. And brother, it ain't no helping your ass. It is nothing. It's nothing to help you. It's nothing to save you.
Jordan
you
gonna
guys
be
need help.
Jordan gonna be like, nah, you not the therapist. I'm the therapist.
Oh my
Hey,
God.
Ken, I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the therapist's office, I went. You know what the therapist came to conclusion? I don't
That they
to
need
be in that
therapy?
motherfucker. That's what she said. She said,
Nah.
Jordan is the dude who will send the
Everything I heard, she
therapist to
said,
the
This
therapist.
brother don't need to be in here. Everything that he's saying, he mean it. He's serious. Ain't nothing wrong with him.
You think people who need therapy don't mean what they say? Oh my god!
Drench, this the thing. This the thing though, Drench. This the thing. Basically, what the therapist was saying is, bro, your money ain't no good here, bro.
No.
Your money ain't no good here, bro.
Nah, what Jordan's describing is the therapist quit. The therapist like, you ain't got enough money, you ain't got enough sessions for 2,000 sessions.
You feel like he going through some stuff on his childhood? She said no. She said no. That's what he feels.
His problem is adulthood.
He not playing. Y'all think I'm playing? I know he playing. I'm just saying, Pin, your ass gonna need therapy when Con Knueppel go on the shitter when they start fucking scouting that bullshit. And then you gonna say per 100 possessions, even though he shot 0.6% last night, per 100 possessions.
How the hell did he shoot 0.6%? He took 300 shots?
I don't fucking know, but you gonna come up with some per 36. It's either per 36 or per 100 with you. It ain't actual reality. That's the thing. That's what.
But not the thing about therapists or shrinks, whatever you call them, like they all really believe in what they do. So they all, for the most part, have therapists as well because they need to get their stuff off as well. So just because if your therapist doesn't have a therapist, probably shouldn't go to that therapist.
Shit, I'm the therapist. You really need therapy? Come to me. I don't have no content. I tell you, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I ain't gonna
go to Jordan telling him you feel depressed. You gonna say depression ain't real.
Oh, that's absolutely what I would tell you.
Yeah, see,
you got a bigger problem.
You gonna say, nah, man, I've been feeling depressed. Hey, depression ain't real. Just tell yourself you're not depressed.
Nah.
Just get up and say you're not depressed, then you won't be depressed anymore.
Boy, you ain't depressed. Rest some dirt on it.
Shit. That shit ain't real. Fuck out of here.
but really the best thing is really just like go hit the gym, you know what I'm saying? Work out, go swim, you know what I'm saying? Just be active, you know what I'm saying? Definitely.
Hey, I know what's the best thing for me. You know what? Let me get back into these super chats. Yo, I'm running a poll right now.
I get you right. I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna get you right now. That's my next profession I'm going into, to be honest with you. And I'm gonna do it live. I want people to see this shit. I'm telling. I'm gonna listen to that bullshit. You got
to hit the gym, man. You got to hit the gym. That's the best. That's the best cure. Nah, that's the best cure.
Sometimes you got to tell somebody you full of shit. Man.
Jordan, like you not depressed. You need to make more shots.
You a scumbag millionaire. Coach. That's what you are. You get money.
Now see, there you go right there. You know, telling the truth. I think a lot of times, if you just tell the truth about who you are, tell the truth about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Hold that mirror up. And because when you lie to yourself, you know that you're lying. And so it's really like you're having an internal battle with yourself. Like, how can you go out in the world and tell these lies and then have to live with yourself and you know you a fucking liar? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not healthy. That's not healthy.
But
you know what I'm saying?
you're actually cooking on that one because when you lie, right, what you said, you lose self-esteem because any person who actually has self-esteem doesn't need to lie. When you lie to somebody, be like, oh, this is how much money I make when you really make less, that's ruining your self-esteem. So now you go out and you actually try to do something. You try to do something that requires real confidence. When you go out there and you try to start a new business, your brain already be like, nah, you're a coward. You're a liar.
No, y'all want therapy?
No, that's Pin. That's exactly what I'm saying right there. That's exactly what I'm saying.
No, that ain't therapy, Ron. That's some bullshit you doing.
Y'all want therapy?
I don't co-sign that shit.
I got y'all. I'll show y'all some therapy.
I ain't co-signing.
Why you got so many bubbles?
I disagree with you on that one. I'm just saying, anybody needs some help.
That ain't right, brother. That ain't right.
The French man, you gonna
y'all want therapy?
Right.
Fine.
I'm gonna get you right. I'm gonna get you right.
It's not even new. It's not even new yet.
Ron, it's 11 a.m. What are you doing with your life?
It ain't even new.
I'm seeing my therapist.
You need AA. You don't need a therapist. You need AA. Then we can talk about therapy.
Hey, come see the French man.
My therapist brings the truth out of me. All right,
your ass ain't cool, coach. Bring your ass to my live, coach. I'm gonna get you right. You motherfuckers gonna stop talking shit without no profile picture. That's the motherfuckers that need therapy. Y'all talking all that shit without no profile picture. Oh, you a clown, you did. Yo motherfucking ass need therapy. I know what y'all doing. Y'all at home looking at some X-rated websites that you ain't supposed to be. Then you gonna big yourself up and talk shit to a motherfucker like me. Not the Drench man, not the French man. No, you ain't. I'm gonna call you out on your bullshit. Full of shit. Better put y'all motherfucking picture up there. That's the motherfucker.
I know y'all ain't on them websites. I know y'all ain't doing that.
Shit. They talking shit. Anyways, no picture, they'll do anything.
Anyways, I got another super chat from Debo. Debo said, "What are the best two big lineups?" I thought, and this is before this talk, by the way. This is before we even went into this. He said, "I thought AD and Boogie would have won a ring before injuries. If Boogie don't get hurt, they
probably ain't winning no ring. They ain't beating that fucking
you think they get one? Hold on, no. Do you think because if Boogie don't get hurt, he probably at least has 5 more good years?
Talent.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you talking about just in general? I thought you talking about on the same team.
Talent does not.
Yeah.
No. I'm talking about on the same. I'm talking about on the same team.
Oh,
If Boogie don't get hurt
at that time though.
He got hurt in 2018
with the Warriors.
No, Boogie got hurt with the Pelicans. He tore his Achilles.
And then he left and went to the Warriors.
I thought he tore his Achilles when he.
He tore his quad. He tore his quad again on the Warriors.
Honestly,
he tore his Achilles. He tore his Achilles with the Pelicans. He went to the Warriors, and as soon as he was getting back, that's when he tore his quad. Like right after he was getting back.
Oh, okay.
I thought Vlade and Chris Webber should have gotten a championship. I thought Arvidas and Rashid should have gotten a championship. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of a dynasty in their way, but I think that those are two of the best 4 or 5 combos.
The dynasty was in Portland's way. The refs in the NBA was in our way. We was clearly the best team in the league. We was beating that ass.
Sure. Yeah. I agree.
Like, we all know. FBI had to do an investigation on it. It's paperwork right there. You
the
can pull
FBI, Ray.
The FBI, the racket busters.
All right. Anna Monica Studios said, "Is Khan better than Colin Sexton?"
Clearly.
We asking good questions now.
Yes.
I'm okay with that one. That's
short
fine.
answer.
But that's the comp level he on right now though. He on that playing field with Colin Sexton now.
Is he better than Keegan Murray? Is Khan better than Keegan Murray?
That's a good
question.
Because
Keegan's a better defender.
Hey,
I rate Keegan Murray. I really do. Like I rate Keegan and Malik. I think y'all got like really good players. I think I rate Keon Ellis. You know what I mean?
Hey, but Pin, no. So serious question. On the Raptors, where would he be?
He'd be the third best player.
Third best player? But what would you like Pin? Let's say Khan made a decent he had a decent contract. Who would you be willing to trade for Khan? Let's say he just had an average NBA contract.
Grady Dick and 4 first-round picks. 3 first-round picks.
You'll be able to do that though, right now, right? Because they're on the same contract.
Pretty much.
You would trade 4 first-round picks for Khan?
Yep.
Huh.
3 first-round picks and a swap. 100%. Yeah, I know what I see.
Hey, really though? That really just puts into perspective. You saying that really further lets me know how good you think he is.
Or how bad I think Grady Dick is. I mean,
not to say that I thought you was trolling earlier, but now I really see like how much you value him. But all right, Z from Hawaii said people got to take into context if Shea would play 4 quarters, he would be the first to average 40 points per game in the modern era.
Yeah, some shit. Nope, we can't fucking do that. Nope, we can't do this. Because motherfucker said that's wasn't possible. So we're not going to do it. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to let y'all off the hook. Y'all said it couldn't be done. It's not possible to be done. So Shea couldn't do it. Fuck out of here.
That's very true. That's
very true. Stop it. Stop the bullshit. Y'all said it's fucking possible. So Shea can't do it. That's it. I don't hear no argument. Go to bed. Take your ass in there and go to bed. That's what you tell your child right now. Get your ass in there and go to bed. We don't want to hear it.
Anna Monica Studios, yet again, said Keontae George been hooping. By the way, is Khan better than Fred?
He already said, yeah, he thinks so.
Yeah, I think he is. I mean, now that Fred is injured and going to be recovering at 32, yeah, I think Khan's better. Just a way better shooter.
All right, I got another super chat from Bob. Bob said Boogie was 3rd in MVP in 2018 before his injury. He played winning ball when he was in a system where he was not being forced to create wine from shit.
Damn.
How do you know that he was 3rd in MVP before the season even ended? You talking about like an MVP ladder? So I'm supposed to count player of the week to your all-time GOAT resume now? Like, oh, well, in November, he was 3rd on the MVP ladder. A lot of people started out the season. No, this is not
you would do
hate.
that for
This is
Conklin
reality.
Scotty Barnes.
This
You
is
would do it for
reality.
him.
Yeah,
It's
Scotty Barnes been to the
pure hate.
playoffs.
Yeah, but you would do that for Con Knueppel or Scotty Barnes.
Why are you making
Wait,
me
who?
like
Wait,
sort
who?
of
Who was that?
Con
Who
Knueppel
was
Glazer?
that
Like, I
about?
just respect him.
Ron? That
You
super chat. That
are.
was about who?
Marcus Cousins.
That was about. Well, we know Demarcus Cousins is clear Scotty Barnes. So
No, he doesn't.
we can
All right.
move past that.
Yeah. Okay.
Hello 55 said Mill is really a lottery team, or Milwaukee is really a lottery team without 34, man. He needs to ass out ASAP. That franchise is diminishing his chance to become a top 10 all-time player. Love
What
him
they gotta
in
do with-
Miami.
What they got to do with the team? That's his ass that's not playing. They lottery because his ass ain't fucking playing. Just like every best player, if they ain't playing, it's gonna probably be a lottery. Ain't got nothing to do with.
Hey, for real though, like Miami really got a package for Giannis right now, and they got a good one too.
But that means Miami team might be worse if they get rid of.
No, I don't
Tyler
think so.
Hero.
I don't think so. Tyler
ahead.
Hero. So they've been good without Tyler Hero already. Tyler Hero, which he's from Milwaukee too, so you get to go back home.
Khalil Ware.
And Khalil, see, Penn already know Tyler Hero, Khalil Ware, and then what? You have to. Who else do you have to throw in for some money?
You would probably have to throw in a couple picks, probably into that.
Yeah.
And you would have to throw in like Andrew Wiggins' contract and take back some bad money.
You take off Andrew
Nah,
Wiggins. and
man,
then
no,
break-
man,
break-
fuck that.
Why?
Man,
Nah.
y'all tripping.
Miami,
Davion
y'all got
Mitchell
y'all got
In a
a
wide
good thing
open
going
Eastern
on.
Conference.
So then you just got Giannis, Bam, and who? Hey,
Norman Powell.
Miami better off staying with what they
Norman
They
got
got
right
their
now.
same
Nikola
team that they have
Jovic.
right now, and you add Giannis.
It's
No, you
easier to
get-
add.
It's
a
not the
hero.
same team.
You still have Jaime Jaquez. You're literally swapping what they have right now. You're literally swapping Giannis
for Khalil Ware.
for Khalil Ware. That's
And
literally
Tyler
what you're
Hero,
doing.
and
And I mean,
Andrew
you
Wiggins.
do lose
Tyler
Drew.
Hero
You
hasn't
do
played
lose
yet.
Drew.
He just played
You
the
lose
first time
Drew.
last night.
You
And
lose
Andrew
Drew.
Wiggins.
Okay.
That's a big
I'm
deal.
not doing that shit. I'm not doing
You
that
get
shit.
Andrew Wiggins is
Giannis.
a big
What?
deal. Yeah, but
Are
that's a
you
big
guys
deal.
Come
being
on.
serious right now?
He's
I'm not
whoa,
doing
whoa,
that
whoa,
shit.
For
We're talking
Giannis
about Drew
Antetokounmpo,
Wiggins?
who's better than Demarcus Cousins. You
All
wouldn't
right,
do that
Ron,
for.
let's go to the next
You
one. Come on,
wouldn't do
man.
that for.
Come on, man. Let's go
I
to the
wouldn't.
next
I wouldn't do that for
to the
DeMarcus.
next.
Yeah, I'm
Here
saying
you
like
tell
if I'm
it.
Miami, I'm on Milwaukee's line. Like, yo, we got the next best big in the league, and y'all get an
Hey,
all-star.
They
Come
gonna
on.
hang the fuck up on you when you say the next best big. Click, line, motherfucker. He can't even start some games.
Then I'm gonna say, all right, then y'all stay weak. Y'all stay whack.
They gonna say we gonna wait. They gonna say we gonna wait.
Miami's better than Milwaukee already.
They are.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, not even doing that.
The next super chat is from the Trib One. The Trib said this might be read 50 minutes after the scheduled end time? Question mark. Well, 40 minutes, close, but it is what it is. L host, Dub panel again. Lakers in 5 till Marcus start. Raiders suck.
I agree with all that
What
shit.
does he mean,
except
Lakers in
ain't
5 till
winning
Marcus
shit in
start?
5. Lakers still got so Lakers
Oh,
can
you
barely
said that
beat
they're
the
good.
Jazz with Luka Doncic 32 fucking points. Just like I said, every time they win, Luka got to score 30 plus just for them to win.
Well,
That's
speaking
just
of which,
regular
we'll be
damn
watching
lessons.
it tonight on Playback. Can't wait to watch Luka go for 50. Can't wait to watch Braun go for 40. Can't wait to watch Austin Reeves go for 30. And I can't wait for James Harden to do some weak James Harden shit. All right, we back to the crunch time chats, y'all. Worldwide Mace Television said, Penn, you are disrespectful, buddy, and disregarding defense when talking about Kobe and Shea. There's a mountain for Shea to climb. Ron, I'll see you Friday. Worldwide Mace Television. Let me know if I need to bring Penn on the show so you can deep fry him and put him in the air fryer like you might need to do. If that's the case, I got you.
Yeah, I just think you're being
Let me know.
disrespectful to Shea, and I think you're overrating Kobe's defense a lot. Like, Kobe was a really good defender for a short period of time, but after that, he was a reputational defender. I've gone back and watched the tape. I have a lot of respect for Kobe. That's why I'm even putting him in conversations like this. But you got to be crazy if you think Kobe Bryant is like every year of Kobe is better than every like what Shea's doing right now. No, I spared you the 6 years of Kobe's middle prime right there, where I think the offense and the defense was kind of in a good zone. But those later years and those earlier years don't hold a candle to what Shea's doing right now. Respect current greatness.
Sure. That's great. Sure.
Nah, Jordan, you got it.
Dre.
99 Kobe is better than current MVP Shea. Got you.
I
Hey,
didn't
now
say
you
that.
spitting.
I didn't say
Now
that.
you spitting.
Well, when we get to
But-
like 01, not even close. But sure.
Not
Dre
close.
21215 said, appreciate y'all guys for doing what y'all do. And then he flexed on Ox.
What the fuck?
Flow State. Flow State said the PC Twitter account says based in India.
We are. I'm in goddamn Bangladesh right now.
If I'm not mistaken, Grimsey is Slovenian, right? Because he's always glazing. What does YN mean, Ron?
He trips.
What
up.
do
You don't want to
YN
know,
mean?
Pen.
He
I think
trips
I
up.
know what it means. Did
Are you
Oh,
saying
so
he's
you don't
not
know
allowed-
what
he's
he's
not-
saying?
he's not
I mean,
allowed
if
to
you
say
said,
YN?
I mean, if he said Pen, you can say it. It's cool.
No, I'm good. I don't say that word, but that's very interesting that a Slovenian guy who's always up here, who's clearly white, is saying YN.
What's
Shout
wrong
out.
with
I
YN?
think,
You just
I
said
think
it.
anybody can say YN, Pen.
Yeah, you just
I don't
said
think anybody
YN.
can say it, but
You just said
you got
it.
it.
You just
Hey,
said
man,
YN.
yeah, I don't care.
Got me there.
Same thing. What the fuck?
God
Well, I was
damn,
asking.
man.
I was asking the question. I was asking the question.
Ah,
In
shit.
fairness,
Yo,
I was asking
this
the
shit be
question.
crazy. Yo.
Nah, but look, I think there
wouldn't
was this
apologize,
thing going
Ken. That's
around
all
a
I'm
couple
saying.
days
I ain't
ago that
apologize.
like I think there was something going around where all the like anti-black Twitter things or something that was coming up that they were all based out of India or some shit like that. If I'm not mistaken, I heard somebody talking about that the other day. So I'm not sure. I think that's what they're trying to get at.
Oh, I mean, who gives a fuck? Let's move on. I mean, that's just people put too much time into that bullshit.
A little bit of racism is healthy.
I don't care what it is. It's just people just put too much
Just
time.
a little
into it.
bit.
There has to be
People
a
just
perfect amount. Has to be
People
perfect
get
amount.
unrealistic when they start overthinking that shit. You being unrealistic with your life. Like,
I could really name out each of you guys. It's funny that it's you guys here right now. I can name out all three of you guys' top 3 most racist moments on PC.
Go ahead.
what's
But-
mine?
What's
What?
mine? I don't have a
What?
single one. I don't have a
But
single
we don't
one.
have
That's
time for
crazy.
that. Oh, you don't? Oh, you don't?
I don't have a
I don't
single
know
one.
what you're talking about,
You
Ron.
just-
You just had one earlier.
me?
Which one? Me?
Hey, we'll be on
Me?
playback later tonight. Y'all be sure to be
Hold up.
on
This is
time.
not a
gonna be
YouTube conversation.
hell of a playback,
Yeah,
boy.
facts.
Woo, I promise you, this is gonna be a hell of a playback tonight. But Planet Kai says, salute PC. Appreciate y'all for the great shows. Kai, it's the
I
least we
appreciate
can
you
do.
for being here, man. I appreciate you
It's
for
the
watching.
least
these
we
great
could
shows.
do, man. What can I say? LaFlame Celtics said, when did the panelists peak athletically in their sport?
Shit,
Probably when I
grade?
was like, 25, 26.
I
Maybe,
peaked.
maybe 24, like around that time. Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. I peaked probably my sophomore year. After I broke my ankle, it was a wrap.
Yeah. It was after I started gaining weight. Like I was too light when I was like 18, 19. So
Oh,
I
you talking
started
about
putting on
athletically?
weight.
I'm talking about as a basketball player. No, athletically, as far as I can't
Athletic-
jump and shit like that. Oh, probably like my sophomore year.
Athletically, because it was just like I could get up, but then it's like if you bumped me though, I wouldn't, I'd have to finish it. But when I got to about 22, 23, I got heavier, like 235. So it was like I'm jumping through you now. So it was a little different.
Shit.
Around 28, boy, I was a motherfucker, boy. And around 2018, 19,
I
Boy.
quit. Around
Boy.
2017, I quit. I said, "Fuck this shit." This, how hard it is.
I did quit a couple times too, though,
Ox.
Jordan.
Huh?
I said I did quit a couple times too.
Nah, Ox. You know
Well,
how hard it was.
like fuck
Ron?
basketball.
I tried to dunk in like 2017, 18. I made the dunk, but I made so much noise trying to dunk that motherfucker. I was like, okay. I was like, ah! I'm like, fuck that. I'm out. I
Hey,
can't
you know
keep
what I
embarrassing.
just discovered a little bit, like maybe last week. I just discovered I'm like, oh shit, I can still jump a little bit.
I ain't even trying.
Yeah,
I played the kid in
I ain't even
one-on-one.
know.
The kid probably think he cold. He beat me in one-on-one. Little do he know, the whole time I was thinking, not popping my Achilles. Fuck you. You get whatever you want. You're not doing it. I'm telling you, I was just like, nah, I could beat you off the dribble. I'd rather shoot it. Fuck it. It is what it is. And I wasn't even tripping. He won and was like, you know how motherfucker win and walk off and look back like, yeah, I killed this ass. Great. I'm glad it's over. I couldn't wait. Shit.
He looked back at you like when like when Melvin was talking shit to Jody in the hallway. Turned around and said, "What?"
Yeah. I like fuck that. I'm out, bro. It is what it is. I'm glad it's over. I survived.
All right,
another
y'all.
day.
Malik Stevenson said if Khan is better than Fred and Fred is better than Hakeem, then Khan is better than Hakeem.
I mean, if you think that, sure, I wouldn't agree with that, but cool. Good for you.
Nah, you said it, Penn. That's what you said.
I said Fred VanVleet
Today I
had a
heard
higher
you say that
basketball
Khan is
IQ.
better than Hakeem Olajuwon. I can't believe this.
That's cool. I said to clarify, just because some people are actually going to believe that bullshit that you just said. I specifically said Fred VanVleet had a higher basketball IQ than Hakeem Olajuwon, and I fully believe that.
So
I think Fred's a basketball genius.
It's no way. Yeah, I don't believe that shit, but sure, go ahead.
That's cool. You don't have to.
Ulysses Ventura 11. Ulysses said them Eastern Europeans are a different breed.
His name
Anybody
is
agree?
Ulysses. His name is Ulysses.
Anybody agree? I'm about to name my next son Ulysses.
Ulysses. Ulysses? Ulysses?
It's either gonna be Ulysses or Satchel.
I ain't gonna get that joke
Hey,
off. I was about to
Satchel's
have
a
a
throwback.
crazy joke, Rocks. I ain't gonna get it off. I'm gonna save it for motherfucking playback. That shit would have been crazy.
What now? What about you gonna name your next son Lonzelis?
Swiping is ridiculous, bro. How you even come up with that? All right, so and last but not least, we got a new member by the name of Joe Fernandez. Y'all, you know where to find us. Tomorrow we will be.
Ron.
What is it?
Yoel.
you know how to pronounce that?
Fernandez. It ain't Joe for sure.
Yeah, it's Jay. Hey, it's Joe to
Jay.
me.
He just go by Jay.
He go by Jay. That's cool. Yeah.
No, yeah, because I think that's the same dude. He comes on chill sometimes. He used to come through just every once in a while.
It's you right, Zamzay. This is the only place where overtime is actually. Well, overtime's always fun in NBA games.
Hey,
but yeah,
Ron,
that's why we give you guys overtime.
Hey, Ron, before we get out of here, I will say this. I was listening to Real Talk Room the other day, and he had called up this dude named he said his name was Resbucia. That shit was funny as fuck. He said his name was, that's how Real Talk read it. So then he came up and he started talking, and he was like, "Hey man, my name not Resbucia." And I was like, "This motherfucker sounds just like Resbucia, bro." It was that shit that tripped me the fuck out.
Damn.
That shit tripped me the fuck out. I'm like, I've been meaning to ask Real Talk about that shit. I forgot to ask him, but that shit tripped me out. That shit tripped me out. But go ahead, Ron. It is what it is.
Oh, nah. I was just going to say, you guys know where to find us. Tomorrow we'll be here at the same place, same time, but it'll probably be better takes. Maybe not. Tonight, playback. Y'all know what time we're doing it. 11 p.m. Eastern time. Lakers, Clippers. Y'all pull up on time. Be there. We got VIPs for you. And last but not least, make sure you find your therapist, all right? Make sure you find your therapist, all right?
Better call Saul.
All right, y'all. It's been fun. It's been real. We out.